Feel the power. Just feel the music. Feel the power. In your soul. You gotta feel the power. Just feel the music. Can you feel it? In your soul. 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 That fine booty drop. Lifting you up from inside. Play with me now. Check the beat, 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 check the beat. Feel the power. Just feel the music. Feel the power. In your soul. Feel the power. Just feel the music. Can you feel it? In your soul. You gotta feel the power. Just feel the music. Feel the power. In your soul. You can feel the power. Just feel the music. Can you feel it? In your soul. Soul.
We're actually going to stop before Dragula. There's a meme about that. So we've got a bunch of technical issues. I'm trying to get Sav in here. I think that you ever see that Digimon movie? My friend made me watch it. It's kind of like that. So there's a bunch of monsters inside the internet. But we'll get her here quickly. Do I have anything intelligent to say? No, actually don't. All right. So hopefully that'll work.
Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
Oh, good. Right on.
Think. Are you there now?
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, Sav's
Woo-hoo.
here. Good evening. How are you, Sav? Kind of Sav.
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm all right. I'm doing pretty cool. Did you have an eventful day? I was stoked.
Yeah, it was busy. It was busy. Work's just busy. Nothing cool. Nothing cool at all. Yeah, how about you?
Same. Everything sucked. Some lady brought in her grandkids, and I had to pretend to, be interested in what they were talking about. But...
Yeah, I've been there. That's like all my coworkers because they're all old. All my coworkers are like 40 years older than me. So they just come in and talk about like, oh, yep, stuff with the grandkids this weekend. Gonna
I have
take
a
the
feeling
grandkids out, and I'm like,
I think
okay.
I know your field of work. That's because That's pretty much how my workplace is. I'm considerably younger than my coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
They'll say
that way.
talking about, I don't know, whatever the hell they're talking about, whatever show they're interested in. I said, no, but have you seen what's going on with Dark Svidil? There's no
Actually,
way.
Today I had a conversation with a couple of my coworkers about our first cars. And my work partner starts going on about her 67 Mustang.
Okay.
And I was like, holy shit. My parents were in like, I think my parents were born around then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Yeah, these people be relics. But I'm so happy to have you on. I've had requests. I get requests from people all the time. They say, hey, reach out to this person, see if they're interested in coming on. And it's worked out. So, and I've been excited. I've caught several of your streams, and you have a fun energy to you.
Good. Glad you think so.
Yeah. We'll see if I'm
chill, which is like what you do, I think. So. Sort
of. When I'm high, I actually get kind of manic and explosive. So that might be different. But seeing as you're coming on Going Green, do you know much about like what is it about? The Detractor survey. Do you know about that?
The Detractor survey? No.
Okay, fantastic. All right. I've got a series of questions, and this is for the inevitable when someone is brave enough or technological enough or has enough free time to make a Detractor Wikipedia or a DSP Wikipedia. This is going to be for your page. So that's what this is
hell
for.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, first off, Detractor origin story. How did you come into this?
I was introduced to Darkside Phil by Blooper World Order.
Okay.
Who I got to know him because fun fact, my channel hasn't always been about Phil. It was actually originally about Lynn Reed.
Oh, okay.
So I used to do videos and streams about Amber. And I don't mean to toot my own horn or anything because obviously they fell off at some point. But for a brief period there, I was doing pretty good numbers on some of my stuff. And so Blooper was always on my streams and on my stuff. Mm-hmm. And we ended up talking and he's like, hey, I stream too, but it's about this 40-year-old guy that begs and snorts. And I was like, what? What does that mean? And so one time I checked out one of his streams and I just like couldn't believe what I was seeing because it was such a different world than like Girl World, like Amber Lynn or Foodie Beauty or any of those guys. And not only that, but the community was super different too. There's like a totally different vibe that I think I align more with. Even though Amber Lynn will always be my number one, the DSP community is a lot more fun to be around. Those people are fucking crazy, dude. The Amber Lynn people are fucking nuts.
We'll have to discuss this later because that's something I've been wanting to ask you. I need to ask you about your locales, your pocket locales.
Oh yeah.
So we'll get into that. What got you into Amber Lynn Reed then? Okay, so then where's that origin story come in?
Oh my God, Amber Lynn, I couldn't even tell you exactly what it was, but I still remember like where I lived and stuff when this happened. I just remember her vlogs with her ex, Destiny, started popping up in my YouTube feed.
Which one was that one? I don't remember Destiny.
Destiny's the one that looks, I was about to say Destiny's the one that looks like a little boy, but that doesn't narrow it down at all.
I know which one you're talking about.
The blonde one.
Yeah,
the one with like kind of the Justin Bieber style haircut.
Yeah, that weird one. Okay. I'm sorry, I continue.
Yeah. So, no, honestly, nothing crazy. I don't have a crazy origin story with her. She just came up on my feed and I was like, holy shit, who is that 600-pound woman and her special needs son? And I clicked on it, and the rest was history.
Oh, that's fantastic. The algorithm saves us sometimes. I wonder if the algorithm's kind of evil and reaches out to evil people and says, do you want to watch an idiot? Yeah.
It's like you seem like the kind of person that would love to watch some fat lady struggle.
Your data set says you're possibly psychotic. You interested? I kind of had something similar. I started with LTG and then transitioned into DSP after a while. So on that, would you consider yourself kind of like the Amber Lynn expert of the DSP detractors?
Oh man. I mean, I don't want to take that title, but I probably am realistically.
No, it's perfectly cool. It's cool that we all pull from these different areas of knowledge about the rest of the internet. I'm kind of the LTG dude. I was following him for so long. Like I know what.
I feel like he's someone I don't know that much. Like, okay,
Fantastic!
Honestly, LTG, a lot of the stuff I've learned has been by virtue of Blooper finding it fucking hilarious. He thinks LTG is like the funniest guy ever. Not in like a genuine way.
No.
And like an ironic lol.
No, yeah, he is a funny dude to laugh
rants, his tirades, right? The summer ant one. That's what I think of. I don't even remember what he says.
Oh, we'll watch it. We'll watch it.
And you can keep coming back or something like that. Some shit like that. I don't fucking know.
Oh man, I'll stop it. I'm already high. I'm gonna get sidetracked before the. But yes, we'll discuss LTG further.
Yeah.
Okay, next question is okay, what are 3 facts about you that are unrelated to DSP or lolcows? And this is for the bottom of the Wikipedia page, the trivia. That's my favorite place.
Oh geez. It's always so hard to answer.
Yeah, it's like in school.
Something about yourself on the spot, eh?
Stand up, say your name, and tell me 3 things about yourself. I'm like, hi, I'm Lynn. I'm off my meds. That might not be a problem.
Okay,
and I am armed.
Here's an easy one. I love JRPGs. That's why I wanted to watch.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Today. Yep.
It's a game I never really got into, but it's probably just because it's like not my speed. But hell yeah.
Well, that speed is. Well, okay, I was going to say the speed is slow. It's not that it's slow, but it's a long-ass game. And you got to be willing to put up with, like, the first 8 to 10 hours of what feels like not much going on before you go into the real crazy shit. But once you do, it's like just, it's crazy.
Yeah, I kind of have a hard time muscling through that. That's the part where I have trouble with
hard to focus. Yeah.
I'm like, man, do we need all this backstory? Kids killing each other.
Right? What else? I love being outside, which seems counter to being chronically online, but I do love to touch grass. Like, I love to go hiking. I love to go biking.
That's cool.
I love to just fucking lay on the ground,
Oh, definitely. Well, I mean, people who are always outside and active still have to patch into the internet at some point.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. I'm RTU's ex and DSP's daughter. No. Man. Third thing. This is so hard.
Alta's the pirate guy, Morgana. He rolls around in a shopping cart and put cannons on the side of it. It's something. What's your other factoid?
Man. I don't know. This is so hard on the spot.
All right. Well, let's ask another question. Maybe you'll think of one. All right. What is something that DSP does that legitimately angers you? Like, you feel your body tense up. You can't pretend like you don't care.
Oh, you know what? I think I have like a shitty answer for that. He doesn't really make me mad. But I could say that the thing I find the most irritating, I wouldn't say I get like angry, but I would say the thing I find the most like that I roll my eyes at the most was when he tries really, really hard to have a unique take on something, but he goes for the most like the stupidest thing possible. So,
yeah, he circles back to it.
Oh, for sure. Like, okay, prime example of that, DS Politics. I restreamed all of the DS Politics with Shroom Dukem, Tony Retardo here in chat. And
horrible way to live.
Was fucking ridiculous. It was like, I don't know why I do this to myself, but I enjoyed it in like kind of a sick way.
Oh, definitely.
And I just remember like all the fucking stupid takes he had just because he was trying to be cool and unique and fresh. But like, you know, you can be unique and fresh, but you still got to think of like a coherent argument for what you're saying.
Pissing all over yourself is unique, but it's not correct. And then,
yeah, I'm the pants pisser.
Well, oh god, I don't want to inquire about that. But yeah, DSP he finds a way to creatively be stupid.
Oh yeah, I mean, remember his food bank take? I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, that was the one I watched. I almost, people in the chat will tell you, I got pretty pissed during that because it was asking the ridiculous. Bare minimum, and he couldn't handle it.
And I think what it is just him purposely misconstruing things so that he can have a unique point, right? Because if I remember correctly, I mean, it's been a minute now, but I remember his take being that like the food banks were entitled and demanding because they were demanding ethnic food instead of your stupid American.
I was feeling the tension in my fingers, like ugh.
Yeah, which is not the case at all. Obviously, like that wasn't what they were saying. He's being purposely obtuse just so that he can have a unique point, which is really annoying.
It is extremely aggravating. Did you think of that third trivia fact?
No, I didn't. I think, okay, I'll say this, I guess. I mean, I'm sure you know, but a lot of people don't. When I first moved to YouTube in December, a lot of people thought that I was just like some random person that came out of the blue, but I've actually been streaming on Twitch for a number of years.
Oh,
And
okay.
before that, I was on YouTube actually. So this is sort of unrelated to DSP, but like I mentioned earlier, I did actually used to have my channel was all about Amber Lynn. So I guess that could be my third fact is I've been on the internet for like a minute.
That's
but
cool.
Just doing other stuff, you know,
Coming
whatever
back
I
and
feel like
forth.
doing at the time. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I like that. I had a kind of goofy ass trajectory. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
All right, the fourth question, and I swear we're done with questionnaire. Time travel, whatever is necessary,
Ooh.
dimensional rifts, you can bring whatever technology that's necessary. What game are you sending to Prime Era DSP, and what era is that?
Ooh, that's a good question. Prime Era. Oh man, what would your answer to this be?
Oh, I get it. This is so much fun because I get to give a different answer each time.
Sure.
Each time someone asks, all right, what am I feeling today? I would have loved to seen DSP play Chrome Hounds. I think I answered that one. I think I already said that one. No, Chrome Hounds I already used.
Oh,
What's up?
I
You
have
got
an
one?
answer. Yes.
Let's hear it.
Picture Stellar Blade, early Leanna era.
Oh,
When he was
dude,
super horned up when he did not give a fuck.
we might
would
have
have
gotten an earlier masturbation clip.
Oh, 100%. He would have been hooting and hollering the whole time.
Oh yeah, that's funny. It's kind of the same thing. Like well, there you go. I'm gonna join you and say I would have DSP play Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball during that era.
Hell yeah. Yeah, see, same reason, right? He was
Exactly.
like, yeah.
And
He worked up.
there's also the potential for racism because there's a black girl in the cast. So that could be funny too. And there's a Chinese girl, so you can say like in China they say.
Oh, true. Yeah, Stellar Blade lady. She's Asian, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can get the
They
Asian
use
element on
Asian.
there. Are you okay? This is not part of the official survey. The survey's done. Are you pro or anti-slur when it comes from DSP? I'm super pro. I want this dude to just come on stream
It's funny.
listing them off.
Oh yeah, I mean the fact that he started saying retard all the time now
Yeah,
is crazy.
I
After
love
like
it.
avoiding it for years and years, and now he just says it. But
I bet
the
it felt
thing is-
liberating.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, every time he says retard lately, he seems like it's like, okay, you know when a kid like says a swear and you can tell they're saying it without confidence because they feel like they're doing something wrong as they do it.
Yeah, it's like the
there's
first
no
time you said
conviction.
hell around your parents.
Yeah, no conviction behind it. I feel like that's how he is when he says retard.
Yeah.
Like he says it and then he looks really awkward and uncomfortable, or he fucks it up somehow and stumbles over his words after because he can tell he's just like, oh, I said the thing, I said the thing, I did it. I said the
YouTube,
thing.
please don't punish me.
Yeah, right?
Man, that's good. So you're a fan of Persona 5. You told me that you said that it was your favorite game. I saw you posted that on Twitter.
Yeah, well, okay, so I guess in fairness, we're watching him play Persona 5. I think what makes this game great is Persona 5 Royal, which is a version that came out a couple years after the original
Okay.
game. So I don't know how much you know about the game, but basically the format of it is you're working through a school year, right? Because it's based in a high
Yeah,
school.
I played a little bit. I played up until I got to the castle with the gym dude, the gym coach guy.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And you didn't continue on from there? That's
No.
crazy. You should give it another go, dude.
Maybe.
That's like exactly where it takes off.
Oh.
But I was gonna say Royal. So yeah, the normal game you just play 2 semesters of school and that's where it ends. But the Persona 5 Royal adds in a 3rd semester,
Oh, yeah.
and it's that ending of the 3rd semester that's like the best, like just the best video game story and life lesson ever. It's like amazing. It's the best.
Should we watch the ending after this and explain the significance to me? I promise you I'll be too high at that point to remember what you tell me, but I'll know that it was hype.
Oh, we can watch the end. They won't have the part that I really like because he just plays the base game, Persona 5.
Yeah, we can look up a clip
But we
of
can
the
go
ending.
to the end. Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Not with
Sounds
this
great.
jabbering idiot in the
Oh,
way.
I love it.
I don't want
my
his
God,
opinion.
I would love to.
This guy's a
I hope I
dumbass.
can do it justice.
Yeah, I got about there. I also know that Persona has references to the greatest anime of all time, well, second greatest, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not a big anime fan, but it looks cool. I mean, I go to the anime convention here every summer and I have a lot of fun, but I just focus on like the video game stuff,
No, I'm gonna be real with you. Most anime is complete dog shit. Honestly, skip most of it.
Damn,
And-
noted. I've watched Attack on Titan, the most recent thing I've watched.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not a huge anime guy.
Okay. I was able to keep it down. I almost vomited at the beginning of the stream. Attack on Titan. Oh god. No, I had this big ass fight with Alt. Alt came on this stream and just started swinging on.
I saw a little bit of that. I feel like I saw a little bit of that, but I don't remember who liked what. And
Oh, I can't stand that show.
You don't like it?
No. And the reason why is not because like I hated it from the start. I was a humongous fan. That show kicked ass. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time I was watching that show. Until a certain point where I was, hold up a minute. It just seems like the story got really shitty all of a sudden. And then it just continued that way for me.
Oh, what point do you think that's at? Because I will say, you know how the last, it's been a few years, so I don't even really remember, but the last few seasons were like those big long episode things. Those are what I haven't watched. Is that right? Am I remembering right? I didn't watch whatever like the very last part was.
You're probably best doing it like that. Do you remember when Aaron's pointing across the ocean and he says our enemy is that way?
It's been a few years. I'm not sure.
That's where the series ends. Canonically, that's the ending as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And the reason why is because all of that following that specific point sucked shit, in my opinion. And the reason why it felt like that is because it felt like it betrayed a lot of the central themes of the story. And I get that it's about a different kind of message. I get that it's trying to deliver a specific message, but I disagree with how they got to that answer.
Gotcha.
If there's certain parts in that last season where I feel almost like my intelligence is being insulted. And that's why no, I'm not watching art that calls me an idiot, okay? But it is Armin. Armin goes from a character I quite enjoyed to arguably the worst character in fiction.
Oh. You know what? I just looked it up. I figured it out. It was that first half of season 4 was what I finished, and then those 2 specials at the end are what I haven't watched.
No! You did it!
Did I end it right at the good part and then not see the bad part?
No, you saw the bad part.
Oh, I did see the bad part, yeah.
The whole time where they're in the modern world was bad. But
I remember not being crazy about what happens to Aaron either, though.
Yeah, it was bullshit!
It just kind of feels like he forgot who he was, you know?
No!
Maybe that's supposed to be the lesson, but that kind of sucks.
Everyone else forgot who he was. That's the thing.
True.
That's the thing with the show that I don't like is that all the characters do this weird 180, and I feel crazy for saying it. I was like, no one else notices this? Armin goes from this dude who's all about, we just need to reach an understanding. He's a very, that kind of man. And then by about a couple episodes in the last season, he's like, I can't understand why Aaron would do anything. It's like, well, why don't you talk to him? Can do it. But we just need to communicate. Like, then start, Armin. And then Mikazaki goes from this completely awesome character where she just acts on the will of her loved one no matter what. Loved one says kill, she goes for it. Then all of a sudden she's like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Where'd your loyalty go? Where'd that go? No. You just had it a couple episodes ago. All the characters just feel backwards to me.
Yeah, that's what makes things hard, I think, when you get really attached to characters and the story, and then it's just like they do all these things that are out of character.
Yes. Oh, can you not hear it? Can you not hear this thing? I can hear it. Is the video muted? I can't hear it. Let me turn it up, maybe. Is that a little bit better? But I won't get too much into it because it's sad that I really do agree that the show kicked ass. The way it had that mystery going for the first 3 seasons, I binged the shit out of that. I wanted to know what the mystery was.
Oh, man.
It was good. But you should watch JoJo, because they took inspiration for this game. You'll recognize it immediately. The personas, yeah, that's from JoJo. Oh God, Weeb Dumas.
Weeb Dumas, oh yes.
It's a difference on Sir Dumas. We can't hear it? What? God.
This thing.
How about that?
Map. I can't even block the map.
I don't think I saw that.
I don't know where to put the
You should watch JoJo.
Top, middle. Let's try
I'll have
top
to
middle.
check that out. I have a friend that's like a massive fan. Her and her
my
brother
God.
dress up as JoJo characters every time we're at any
Everyone's asking this woman
convention
out.
or
Oh.
anything remotely, where it's remotely socially
said,
acceptable. They
I wouldn't
cling
ask
that and they go, yeah,
no,
yeah, we're
she's
dressing
too
up as
flat,
JoJo
way too
people, and I have no
flat.
idea who
Have
that
you
is
been to
ever.
Japan?
That's too bad, because JoJo does have a
I've
cool
never
sense of
seen
fashion.
The general population of
There's
Japan, have you?
yeah, what does he dress up as?
Jotaro?
Like a maybe it's like a guy with like a checkered blue and white thingy.
If that happened to me, I'd put the most like.
I'll find it out. Look
teen
at his
angsty,
Instagram right now.
annoying shit in there.
See who it is.
Today I met a girl.
I'm wondering if you're talking about
Oh my
Mista?
God.
Mista has
I
that
can
weird
see
little
her nips
beanie
through my
on.
dress.
I'll find it right now.
Oh yes, the girl was so attractive.
But yeah, the show's cool. It's kind of like those movies that everyone should see at some point in their life. Everyone should see Terminator 2. Terminator 2 kicks ass.
Fabricate it all.
What's a movie that you demand everyone see in this
I
lifetime?
put my hands under her dress and
man.
grabbed the ginormous cock.
Honestly,
It's the
it's
only white
maybe
blonde
I've
girl in
recency
Japan. Here
bias,
she
but I
is.
just saw Friendship in the theater like 3
Blue
weeks ago,
eyes.
and it was like one of the
Totally
best movies I've ever
Japanese.
seen in my life.
Friendship?
Ridiculous.
Another
Friendship.
native staring
Do you
at me
know
just 'cause I'm
Tim
white.
Robinson?
How dare you?
I think you should
Ever
leave.
seen a European girl before?
Oh, he would love. It's really. I think like
Trophy
it's
Soul of
so
Rebellion.
fucking stupid. It's like the
First
stupidest
trophy
movie ever.
playthrough.
But it's
You're
so
not thinking
it's
screenshot,
like
they don't-
genius
it doesn't
and the
make screenshots
stupidest
like at
movie
all.
ever.
For
It's
some reason, they
incredible. You
bought
should
them
see.
all
It's a
atlas.
comedy.
What's
It's like a
next?
fucked up comedy though. You know?
Friendship.
By the way, is
Yeah,
there a way for
I
me to
recommend.
change the sit-
Okay.
Oh my god, what just happened?
What's a blooper? Yeah, true.
I apparently just
Friendship.
skipped the fucking cutscene. Let me read it.
I assume it's some sort of Yu-Gi-Oh based movie.
I didn't mean to do that.
Friendship movie. Oh, here it is, 2020. All right. And it's with
Yeah.
what's his face?
It's like
Very
the end
recent.
of the go-
Yeah,
the
Paul
end of the
Rudd
world.
and
Skip the
Tim
whole
Robinson
cutscene.
are the main
Holy
characters.
shit.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
these
It's about
Faculty
it's about becoming friends as a middle-aged man and then going insane.
Oh, that sounds rough.
That's practice
great.
building.
My wife tells me that sometimes. She's like, "Man, you should go out and like socialize with people." I said, "Why?"
No, the tagline of the movie is literally "Men shouldn't have friends," but it's because like some insane shit happens when this guy makes friends. It's so stupid.
That's weird. That does sound fun.
Where is the faculty office? Oh, wait a minute.
But JoJo's kind of like that. I think that everyone should watch. Even people who are not into anime should watch it because it's very unique. It's very weird. It's better than Miyazaki's. That's for kids. What if there was an anime for adults? There you go, JoJo.
The faculty office is downstairs, but didn't it just tell me to go up?
And Jotaro is the coolest character.
I guess I misread. It's not telling me which one is the faculty office.
But yeah, the whole Personas things comes from JoJo.
Gotcha.
It's hype.
Oh no, it just said the faculty office.
What other shows are you into?
He just said that.
You know, I hate to say it, I'm not really a TV show person. I'm more of a movie
Classroom.
person.
Okay, what are your movies you're into?
2B, 2C.
Let me pull up my new letterbox so I can tell you what I've seen recently that I really enjoyed.
What's some legacies you love? What's some legacy ones you love?
Oh, let's see.
This isn't it, is it?
Let's see.
This is what I just listened to.
I would say, okay, well, while I have it
here
open,
it is.
my top favorite
Looks good
movies
on
that I
you.
have listed on my letterboxd are Friendship,
Oh
Godzilla,
yes, I
the original.
love it.
love
Fabulous
Godzilla,
on
love
you.
kaiju movies. Oh wait, well my dad watched a lot of them when I was growing up, so I loved watching them too. And then Joker,
My boob?
probably
Yeah, it's
cliche answer. but
No,
I
it's a
love
good one. It is a
Joker.
good ass movie.
Yeah, and then Dumb and Dumber.
On.
That's just a
Why does
solid
she
movie.
pronounce the name
I
Anne
could
as
probably
on?
recite that whole movie by heart.
There's that weird rumor about you.
Yeah,
too.
what about you?
What do you want?
Well, I guess we'll go with movies. I'm a big martial arts movie dude.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Love it, and I love all forms of martial arts. Like I like the bad Hong Kong movies with the shitty dub. I love them. 100% love them. I like
Special
more
coaching.
polished pieces. I like all of it. I like mecha and sci-fi. I'm very specific with
Oh,
my
cool.
sci-fi. If it's not a certain flavor, get that shit out of my face forever. So I'm kind
What
of
would you give as like an example of sci-fi that you like?
Mobile Suit Gundam. Mobile Suit Gundam is
Here, let me rub my
fantastic.
hands with this lotion.
I loved Armored Core. I like things with robots. Robots are cool.
Oh yeah.
And space travel. Space travel to an extent. Like I do
yeah.
dig it.
And others come
stuff like
special
mind,
practice. Yes.
like cerebral stuff, I kind of don't like it,
bring
but
the
not
Hollow
because I
Dragons.
don't appreciate it, but more like, no, let's shoot shit with lasers. All right, I understand what is the mind, Matrix, but
Slightly excited
where's your laser guns?
Mr. Kamoshida play yesterday. He was so awesome. He was so dreamy.
Oh god, is he gonna do this the entire playthrough?
Those Jergens covered arms.
Oh god, this guy's
So you can hear
annoying.
weird sounds like screaming even though no one's there. That's just Kamoshida polishing his balls after.
Oh god.
Whoa! What the? Bad time to start paying attention.
Privacy.
Maybe I should play this.
Haven't you
I
heard?
should play the game while DSP streams it and sync up. Maybe I might enjoy this game more.
ISPs can now sell your search information to third-party companies for advertising purposes. This is kind of the same thing.
Where did DSP's soul go? I kind of like him right now. He's kind of
We're gonna be
funny.
selling that to trainers.com to be
Well, I
advertising
think-
directly
oh.
to you.
Whoa!
What should I do?
I'll tell you what we're doing. We're going to the hardware store.
Why is every attractive woman a whore to fill? That's so weird.
So we're gonna
I know,
get
right?
cacti, and then we're gonna go to his house.
Ugh.
Shove them all up his ass. Let's do it. By
Oh,
the
yeah,
way,
he's
why are
very
you white?
sexual with the high school, for sure.
Why is everyone else in the game Japanese?
Very
But
cool.
you're obviously white with blonde hair and blue eyes. This is very.
God, this already hurts.
Name Anne. What is going on? Explain yourself.
How far are we? Are we almost done?
Situation.
Oh.
Tell me.
I'm gonna head home.
No, I just asked you. I wanted to know why you're white. Tell me. Blue Blur in the street chat says she's 1/4 American.
That's the version of why are you gay? Why are you white?
She's got not a Japanese
This
bone in her
becomes
body.
a recurring thing throughout this playthrough, I'll tell you. At one point, he just
Oh,
straight
fuck.
up goes, "Why are you white?"
What the hell? The girl's gonna kill herself.
It's like a rare DSP funny
Damn, she
moment.
gonna jump.
What's your... Okay, that kind of was going to be my next question. Is there something about DSP, and you can pick any time period,
God
is there
damn
something
it.
that you kind of genuinely liked about him?
Fuck.
I mean, "Why are you white's" pretty funny, but I think these moments
Damn,
are
now
still
she's
far
flat
and
like a
few
pancake.
between
Oh.
back then, you know?
Oh yeah, DSP's
you know-
legitimately funny moments are few.
Whoa. Number
Yeah,
87
at least back then he wasn't
Big
afraid
cheers
to
and
say
belly
anything.
flop.
Like
Come
now he's
on.
just so
That's
afraid
not
to
right,
say
man.
anything that
We
you
all know
just
it's
get
the
like
swan
dead
dive,
air
right?
and him frowning all the time.
All
Like
right,
I would
stop
take,
that.
you know, this is at least more
Wait a minute.
engaging
What's going
to
Mhm.
Where am
watch.
I?
Because he's alive
like-
right now. He's not just plopped up against a chair barking
I got
occasionally.
fucking lost. How do I get out
Yeah,
there? I go
exactly.
down. I used to go down.
All right, tell me about Amber. I got two. I got one to talk to you about Amber Lynn Reed, and I want to talk to you about
That's not
Review
the
Tech. I
choreography.
kind of want to talk about him first,
I don't
though.
know school yet.
What's
Oh, yeah.
his deal? Why do you care about this dude? Why do you even? Is he really? He hates you. He fucking hates
I
you.
know, it's
So
so
we're gonna
funny.
get
Why?
I don't know.
Try going to
The thing
practice
is, I'm at a
building.
point
What the fuck
now
is the
where
practice
he
building?
talks about
Over
me
here?
so much that I get to be picky
No.
and choosy with when I
How do I get
engage
to the
back.
practice building?
So I only
Ooh.
really do it
What
if
is the
I'm bored.
practice
And the thing is, like, okay, I saw a tweet once that said something
They
that's
won't let
so
me fast
true,
travel either.
which is nobody's
No,
online
come on.
more than somebody who doesn't
This
give a
is
fuck
it.
about their job. And boy, howdy, that
That's
is
not
me.
it either,
Because
it's
if
the
I'm really
cafeteria.
fucking bored at
I'm
work,
not
or I just
hungry.
don't fucking feel like dealing with it, that's when I'm
Get out,
scrolling.
get out.
Yeah, me
You
too.
know? And so
Me
those
too.
are the times
way.
where, like, if Rich is fucking
All right, here we
tweeting
go.
at me or something, it's like, you know what? I'm bored. Let's just fucking do
Jesus
this.
Christ.
Yeah.
But a
Hey,
lot of
get
the
out,
time
get
now,
out of there.
it is really boring,
Fuck
and
you.
there's not really anything to say.
How do I
So
get-
I am in a
Get out of
position
there.
where I am
No,
kind
that's not
of
it. It's the
choosy
bathrooms.
about talking to
Come
him
on,
now,
no
you
bird,
know,
stop
or
it.
engaging with
Man.
him.
He says she was trying
But,
to do the Swanton bomb after watching
yeah, I don't
Jeff
know.
Hardy return at WrestleMania. Come
He's
on,
like
man.
he's
What the
kind of
hell?
like that guy that's like
Oh, shout out
mildly
to the
amusing to
G4
engage
Sparrow.
with
He
for
had
a little
600
bit, and then it
this
gets old
year.
really fast,
She
you
had all
know.
of her videos
So
on
I know there's
iPlay.
other people
My
that like to go
Atlas,
back
she
and forth
ended
with
it
him,
all
and they'll
to
just keep
20%
going, and they'll
live.
just keep
Wow.
going, and you know.
Wojo did a 25-bit series this
Mad
show,
respect to
whispered
them,
that
I guess,
Kamoshida
but I
had a
just don't
tiny
really
dick.
have
Oh, come on.
the resolve to
Come
do
on,
that.
man.
I'll engage with them for
He's
like
like
a
a
day,
little
and then I'm like, hey, I'm over it. You know,
Okay.
like, all right, this isn't really fun. It's just like whatever.
For some
Yeah,
special
I don't know.
instruction
I do
and
think he's a
training.
massive
Yes,
loser
a
and a
nice
deadbeat,
special
and there's a lot of
session.
things you can say about him, but I'm not gonna just
We need to be absolutely
repeat myself
thorough
over and
about
over and
using
over
this
again.
Well, I
you know?
kind of want to, because here's the thing: is I really don't pay attention to Review Tech at all. I'm not trying to be harsh here, but whenever you tweet
Yeah.
about Review Tech or whenever tweets about you in relation to Review Tech, I always
Yes.
skip because like
This will help you traverse
I
the
don't
top
see
yeah.
why people watch
Too
Review
much.
Tech even as like a
Spotted by
lolcow.
enemy.
He's super lame.
Oh, I can't watch him
12
even as a
penis will be
lolcow.
exposed.
I can count on one hand how many times I've actually clicked onto his stream. And anytime I have done that, I'm on there for less than 5 minutes because it's just like, holy shit, what is this? Like, it's
What am I gonna do?
so bad. It's just so bad. You click on and it's just him spamming a soundboard and looking stoned at the wall. He's not fun like you when he's stoned. He like just fucking goes catatonic and just sits there. And it's like, how do you watch this? How do people watch this? But they do. I don't know. I don't get it either.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Well, I also don't even see his value in terms of like being a locale, because DSP and LTG are just unhinged. Like they're just clearly crazy. But then Review Tech is kind of like semi-functional, but just really dumb.
What?
Yeah, he's just a slob, right? And like you can't take clips of a guy being a slob, you know?
Yeah.
Not really.
Like honestly, if you want to stream shirtless, I actually can't do anything about that. So whatever.
Yeah.
Let's talk to it.
Yeah.
Lend me your power.
But yeah, I was just so curious. Like, what did you do that first got underneath this dude's skin so bad? Because he hates you.
Yeah, well, I won't repeat it verbatim on your stream so you don't get in trouble, but this was back, oh man, when was this?
Man, whatever, say it as is.
It was probably a couple...
He can kiss my anus.
It was like early 2024, so like a year and a half ago. This was back when he was...
DSP, stop
I don't know.
Screaming for a second, I want to hear this.
Back in like early 2024, I just felt like he was on my feed constantly because he was just picking fights with the detractors as a whole, the monolith, I guess. Like anybody that would engage with him, he was picking fights back and forth with random fucking people. Literally anybody who was like a DSP detractor could tweet at him and he would reply. And he was doing this for like weeks straight and it was so annoying. And so he started calling for, he kept predicting there was going to be a detractor civil war. And then he started talking about how he would be the number one detractor, except that Tevin's the number one detractor. So he's the number two detractor, except that he doesn't know anything. And nobody that actually cares about like following Phil watches him for that, right? Because like, who the fuck even is he? Like, I don't know anything about this guy. And you know what's crazy? I still don't know anything about this guy. I don't know fucking anything about this guy's history.
Dude, I bet that's how you got under skin so bad. He feels ignored.
I tried to watch the June the King documentary on him just to finally get some context on this guy when it came out like, I don't know, like a year ago or whatever. And it was just so boring. I just didn't give a fuck. It was like, what am I learning? Nothing, because I can't even pay attention. This is so boring. So anyway, what had happened was at one point, he started tweeting at someone who's a good friend to me. Named Jerry, and being like, I think all Jerry said to him was, Rich, you've been arguing online for like 8 hours straight. Go spend time with your kids. Get offline and go spend time with your kids. And Rich replied to him being, I don't even remember what he said, but it was something like disproportionate to what Jerry had said to him. Like he was disgusting to Jerry. And, you know, I probably shouldn't have said anything because why do I care? But I do, because Jerry's my friend and he's a really, really good person. So I replied and I told him,
no, I don't know what I did wrong. I have no idea.
I said, I'd ask for your Amazon wish list so I could send you rope, but it would break, so I'm not going to do that. Or something to that effect. I don't even remember it verbatim anymore, but it was something like that.
Like I would say that to a fat person who annoyed me in high school. Like whatever.
Yeah, that was the starting point. That was it. After that, it was over. That was the only tweet I sent to him, and that was, I think it must have been a Friday or something, because what I remember was I had a really busy weekend that weekend. Because I remember being out all day. I think it was a Saturday or Sunday. I remember being out literally all day with friends, and then looking at my phone at like 6 or 7 p.m. And he had been, okay, this is also how I learned that you can call people on Twitter. Did you know you can call people on Twitter? Apparently you can call people on Twitter. And the way I learned that was because that day, RTU tried calling me on Twitter like 6 times.
No, it's the same attack I just did, so let's try Zio.
But the thing is, I don't have, like on my phone, I don't have push notifications for Twitter on, so I don't get them. I just check it when I'm bored or when I want to, and then I see the notifications. So I don't have push notifications on, so all day I was just out minding my own business, living my life, and he'd been calling me like once an hour, all day. It was fucking crazy, and that's kind of where everything took off. It was really, honestly, still weird. It's even weirder to repeat it back a year and a half later, because it just sounds like ridiculous and doesn't make any sense.
No.
But, that's the type of person we're dealing with, I guess.
Yeah, that's really weird. It almost sounds like kind of like crush behavior. I mean, that's disgusting to hear, I'm sure.
Yeah,
but what
you're
the
not the
fuck
first
was
person
that?
to say that. Yeah,
you fight
it's
a demon
crazy.
who's
And the thing
on
is,
the
too,
shitter.
he just
And
like
the good
over
news
the
is
last year and a half, I will just like
right into that toilet.
literally be doing what I
He took
do.
his final shit.
And he'll
That was
start
awesome.
replying or quote tweeting it with just like shit that doesn't matter. One time, like a year ago, I wanted to do a stream
Alright.
where I tried to recreate Kat's makeup look.
Here's Anne.
You know, her kind of
No one
heavy
pronounces
makeup.
it on.
Yeah,
I've done
that's
that
creative.
twice.
Place on the
Yeah,
entire
so I
planet
tweeted 2
is
different
that name
pictures of 2
pronounced
different
on.
makeup looks she had done.
What the fuck?
And I just said, hey guys, which of these makeup looks should I do on my stream
Where's the
later?
pronunciation?
And RTU
Atlas.
quote tweeted that and said, you're in no position to talk
Dear
about
Atlas,
Kat's
how about
looks
you
when
stop
you look
fucking
like a blah blah
content
blah blah
ID
blah
and
blah blah, and then
copyright
just like
claim
went
people
off
in
on
your
a
games,
tirade about
and
how I
instead learn how
looked,
to
and it
pronounce
was
the
like
fucking names of the
I
characters
had
in
not
it.
even engaged with him in months.
Assholes.
I was just tweeting pictures of Kat and her makeup, and he was like, "Oh my god, look at this bitch talking shit about
Look at that
Kat."
puddle over there on the floor.
It was really weird. Honestly, sometimes I wonder if he's on more drugs than just weed, because
Yeah.
like this shit he does is like
Ah.
crazy. Like that's unhinged,
Seriously,
genuinely.
gonna kill
You
me the
know?
whole game.
Yeah, man, that's a cry for help. That's
Right?
what that
Like
is.
literally, like what are you on?
On.
You know, I don't know. I don't know much about. I don't know
On.
anything about anything, but
From
like
off.
that just doesn't seem.
Which one is she?
Doesn't seem right.
Persona.
Oh, the
Every stream with Cat is a good stream, Snooze Lord.
Oh.
Are you? What's your position on Cat? And you could go historically. Like I started off hating her, ended hating her, whatever.
Breaketh thy chains of
A lot of people have a hate on for her because of her alleged history of being like a cheater and stuff like that. I don't know if I really give a shit about
Here's the
that.
cash for mine.
I feel bad for her, but I also feel like she needs to
Give me
be.
5,000 yen. Good
I'm
for
not
you,
gonna
have
feel
it.
that bad for her because everybody can
Going
take
home
control
already?
of their own
Anyways,
destiny and
I'll have
leave
you
if
do
they
the
want.
choosing
So
from
you
now
know.
on. Give me the strongest looking one.
I think she's happy where she is. I don't think that I'm not. Listen, hot take possibly, but I'm not teen divorced by any means. I think she's content where she is. I think people often forget.
She's not going anywhere.
that- yeah, I think people often forget that it's really, 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 really fucking common for people to stay in marriages of convenience. And I think a lot of people think that just because they're not madly in love, she should leave. Like, I think you're losing sight of the real world when you say that, because I think a lot of people just stay because it's easier and it's convenient. I mean, she gets to work at the mall for like 12 hours a week. Why the fuck would she not stay? If all she wants to do is sit around and get fat and play Skyrim, that's like a perfect setup for her.
Truth be told, they kind of have a well-synced codependency.
Totally.
It does kind of work for them.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I don't know. Like, also, you got to consider, not to get below the belt or anything, but like, we do know about Kat's past. We know she had a really shitty childhood. We know that she was with an abusive piece of shit before she was with Phil. So honestly, in comparison, this probably feels amazing. Like, this is probably the least amount of conflict she's been in her whole life. She's probably like, this rules. I'm just gonna sit here and fucking play Skyrim and eat poke bowls. And I don't know. My fat, greasy husband's upstairs. I don't really care. He doesn't hit me, so whatever. You know?
Supposed to be the part where I big
It's true. It could be a lot worse for her. I mean, all things considered. See, DSP, I'm defending you. It could be a lot worse. Like, he could be swinging on her. Like, stuff like that. And that's the reality of things that, honestly, yeah, it's kind of the best she could really do.
Yeah, which is fucked up, because I think everybody's capable of doing things for themselves, no matter what their background is, but you gotta want it, and I don't think she cares. I don't
No, I don't think so. I think
mean, there's a
DSP is
reason
definitively unsexual, so probably doesn't bother her at all.
I get it.
Right?
Yeah, I think
Well,
it's
and like,
It doesn't make
just
that's
a
just
roommate
it
thing.
too, like, I don't know,
It
like,
doesn't make any sense
she
at
could just
all.
leave, but has she ever tried to do anything to make her life better? Has she
Nah.
ever gone into, you know, I know she doesn't have like, and, listen, I don't think you need a college education to do well for yourself, but if she has the resources to and she wants to try, that's like a place a lot of people would start, is going to like school or getting some kind of training, or do like some kind of technical training, maybe like a job that you just go get a certificate for or something.
Yeah,
you know, like, she could do
something.
anything. She could do anything, but has she? No, she's just happy to hop from
She's
retail
good.
job to retail job. So I don't think she's a very driven person. I don't think she gives a fuck.
Observation
No.
skills get you through.
I will say overall though, when it comes to Kat's final verdict for me, I'm kind of team pity.
Oh, it's a trap. That's
I don't even hate her. I don't
Yeah.
despise her in any sort of way.
Slow it out, guys.
I think that she's perfect. She hasn't ever actually really done anything to me. She was tattling one time, but like, who cares? But I do feel like a lot of her life is pretty sad. You know, she went through trauma as a child with some weird religious mom of hers,
Press the wrong button and screw
with
it
some
up.
dude
Yeah.
who treated her badly. It's like,
Miss,
her life kind of sucked, you know.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'd lean more into team pity than
These
team
enemies are annoying.
hate. That's
Life
for sure.
drain,
I definitely don't
fucking
hate her.
shit.
Like,
Now he's gonna freaking die.
I might judge her. Okay, let's go
Oh, yeah.
that. I'm too
Why are they getting a
judgmental.
third turn?
Oh yeah, I'll
When am
judge
I
her
not?
about a lot
Why
of
did they get
things.
4 turns? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why did they get 4 turns?
Oh no.
What was that?
Oh, this is bullshit, man. These dudes are
Fucking turns
cheating.
For absolutely no reason.
She's actually making her last word. She is.
What the
I
hell?
doubt Jeff was abusive. The sex master
makes
suggests she
zero
was cheating
sense.
before film. And there's also the DSP exaggerates things, and I don't even think he's trying to
Yeah.
sometimes. I think it's just how his brain works. My brother's kind of like that. He has a
Let's see if I can
tendency to exaggerate,
talk to him.
and whenever DSP says like, and she said that her former boyfriend was
Apparently he
abusive.
stops
I'm
what
like,
we're doing.
I bet
That's nice.
it is entirely possible that she just said, I find him to be a jerk sometimes. And DSP twisted that into physically
I
abusive.
fucked up. Break formation.
Could
makes you
be.
cancel out.
Yeah, or maybe he was
Yeah.
just like verbally abusive. You know, not
Wanna see
just
what it
verbally
was,
abusive.
and
Not
I
that that's
fucking
not bad,
cancel
but you know
that.
what I mean. Could have been anything.
That's true.
really.
That's a good point.
15-bit cheers says use 2 to 3 gunshots to knock down enemies.
Cat's mother was basically just throwing shit at her. Stop being possessed, idiot. Okay, what's Lynn Reed's story? What's her? What's?
man.
I'm gonna add a little bit more to that question. I
much
used to watch
lore.
Tevin's streams with I loved Tevin. That was my favorite streamer when I was watching DSP. And every time you watch Lynn Reed, I'd be like, "What the hell is this shit? This shit's lame." What? Tell me.
No.
Tell me what
Amber
it.
Lynn.
Wanted to knock it
Amber
down
Lynn
and
is
it
like a
didn't fall
slow
down,
burn
so.
because the thing is, most of like the average Amber
Oh,
Lynn
waste all my
video
bullets.
is boring, right? There's pretty much a formula to an Amber Lynn video. You can almost pretty much predict every single video because they're like all the same. Like if it's a vlog, it's just gonna be
Wow,
her
did not get away.
in her apartment alone for most of the time. And in the current era, she goes out with her mom sometimes.
46.
Like it's pretty
Oh,
boring.
Mom's in the picture now.
Oh yeah, so okay.
God.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
Amber Lynn grew up in California.
Miss.
She had a really shitty upbringing because her parents were both like turbo druggies
Oh,
and like
bummer.
horrible, neglectful parents, abusive, bad. Just like the worst situation a kid can grow up in. So she was in and out of foster
transfer
care.
student.
She shares a lot of traumatic memories from growing up.
Wow,
So I
I
mean
don't
that
like
fucking
it.
sucks, right?
Okay,
That's
well
bad.
that explains
That's
pretty
bad.
much everything with her then. Yeah, she went through
Well,
What is this
it
feeling?
does and it doesn't because she uses it as a crutch a
love.
lot for things
He didn't
that
like
she's
that either.
had the
Dude,
opportunity
I
to work
seriously, I
on.
can't
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
So
think it's
that's like her
anything.
background. When she was,
Now he gets a hit. Dude, how are you supposed to
I
fucking
could be
capture
a little bit
yourself?
off on the ages here, but she
system
basically, as
sucks.
soon as she was old enough to, she just
Random
started
fucking-
dating
Seriously,
girl
random
after
things
girl
you
after
say.
girl
So
and
annoying.
moving around the country to follow these
Try
women, and
again.
she's never not in a relationship, basically.
Ugh.
So, like, the first
Come-
thing
some
was
other company
she
to
had
scout
this
me.
girlfriend named Casey, who
Got
she
me.
moved to Arizona to be with.
You're fine as is.
Actually, what happened
You
was I
don't
think she was
that,
like
dude, what the
17, and she went to go
So
visit her
dumb.
girlfriend online, Casey, in Arizona.
Okay.
But then while she was there, her mom and grandma, who she was living with back in
Just
California
fucking die.
or Oklahoma at the time,
What the
called her
hell,
and said, "Hey,
man?
don't come back.
How are
You're
you
not
supposed
welcome
to
back."
do this? I
So then
never
Amber
did
Lynn
that
ended up
fucking
just
right,
staying in
never.
Arizona with Casey and living there.
An average
So that was
level
like
of
a
happiness,
year or
live
two.
fast, die
And
young,
then
I
that
just wanna
ended.
enjoy-
So then
How
she
the
got with
fuck do I know
Crystal,
what the
who she
answer is to
moved
this,
to Virginia
Seriously.
to live with.
What the
And she
fuck?
mooched off of Crystal lived with her parents.
He's irritable.
So did
Fuck,
Casey,
average
to be
level
fair.
of
All
happiness,
these
I
all these
wanna
women so
enjoy
far
the
have lived with their
now.
parents, so she just fucking moves in with
Who
these
fucking
people's
knows?
parents and mooches off of them. It's crazy.
She's an active parasite. That's kind of cool.
Oh my god, yeah, Crystal's parents used to pay her like
Yeah, I
$1,400
got him,
a month.
finally. I got by.
I don't know, that's why people think that
Oh my
Crystal
God,
might
it
have
was
been
so
like
hard.
special needs or something, because they're like,
These
why would
things don't
someone's
have a
parents
weakness.
pay their girlfriend's partner to hang out with them? I allegedly it was so she could pay for necessities and such because she didn't have a job, but I mean, I don't know. So she lived with Crystal in Virginia for a few years, then that ended. And then she got with Destiny, who's the one I told you about, the one that looks like a little boy.
Okay, why do you get a turn in the
So
middle
she
of the
moved
fucking
to
thing?
Florida to be
Yeah,
with
that's dark,
Destiny.
Meth Bear. That
Let's attack
sucks.
first, he gets a turn instead.
Yeah, cat stuff sucks.
Miss.
So she moved from
yeah,
Virginia to
Florida.
Oh, it was
So
Florida.
that was for
Ah.
Destiny.
Destiny.
And then
Hold it up.
Destiny and her moved
Wait, what kind
together
is it?
to Kentucky
It's
to
upbeat.
live with Destiny's mom, because Destiny's mom lived in Kentucky.
I'm here for the food or the women.
And then they
It's not
broke up
fine
while
to
they were
myself,
there.
I don't think.
So then Amberlynn got
Here
with
for the
Becky,
food.
who you
didn't
might have
like
seen
that.
Becky as well. Becky
I'm going to haunt you for the
was
rest of
the
your
one
life.
that people call Necky or the Thumb.
I would-
Oh yes, she's fun. I like her.
Yeah,
trying
Becky
to
holds
be
a special
upbeat.
place in my
Fuck
heart
this.
because she
This
was the
makes
way
no
I got
sense.
into making content
This
about
makes no
Amberlynn, because there was all this drama with
None.
Becky. at one point in
No
time.
logic to
Won't
it.
go into
Oh,
detail on that, but that's
Garu
actually where my
Garu.
handle
And then
comes
he
from.
summoned another
I
one?
made a couple
He
videos on
summoned
Becky,
another one.
and I had just like
He
a burner
summoned
account that I was
another
uploading them on, this channel. So it had like a stupid ass name.
Missed with Garu.
And I wanted to change it because they started to get views, and I was like, okay, I don't want this stupid ass name on here if I'm actually getting views on these. But I couldn't think of a name, and I was in a pinch. And Becky's
91
channel
damage.
name was called Kinda Good, Kinda
Impressive.
Beck.
Okay.
So I changed my
Rocks
name to
bullets.
Kinda Good, Kinda Sav, and then I was
Oh,
like,
good,
oh no,
good,
that's
good.
too much, and then I shortened it to
Oh,
Kinda Sav,
technical. I don't know
and then
what
I
that
just never
means.
changed it, and now I'm Kinda Sav.
That's
So-
good. I like it.
Changing
Yeah,
my
yeah,
life.
Becky holds
Oh
a
my
soft spot
God.
in my heart.
Nice.
Yeah, Becky,
Oh, there
Becky
we go.
deserved better.
I
Becky
like
deserved
people's
better.
username origin stories. That's a fun one. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, pretty deep
Oh, shout
cut.
out to Nova
And then,
87,
so yeah, her and Becky broke up,
666-bit
living in
cheer, and said,
Kentucky.
The big spiked
And then
cock demons
Amber
are
Lynn met a lady
awesome.
named Jade
Well,
from
I
New
don't know what I'm
York, but for
supposed
the
to say
first
here.
time ever, Jade moved to her.
For
She
timid,
didn't move
it's just you, it's coming
to
from
New
you, I
York.
smell a lie.
So they were together in Kentucky for a few years.
None of those
And then
are
they broke
timid.
up.
None
And
of
then-
those options are timid.
And also the reason I'm
Really,
even
I have no
listening
idea what
about
to
the
say.
girlfriends is because Amber Lynn's
No,
like
no one
eras on the
agrees.
internet
People
are
think it's
defined
just
by
you,
her
others think I
girlfriends.
smell a lie.
Okay.
I don't
It's
know.
really weird, but like her personality and behavior
I'm gonna
changes
say it's just
with
you.
each girlfriend, and usually the place she
Well, that was
lives
correct.
also.
I guess.
So, yeah, the different eras in her life
Alright,
are
I got
defined by
him.
her
Big
girlfriends just
dick.
because her life
Big
ends up
curved,
revolving
spiky
around them, and
horn
she ends up
dick.
being like a different person while she's with these people. So, after she broke up with Jade, she needed a caretaker. She'll never admit that, but she needed a caretaker, and she couldn't find another girlfriend fast enough. So that's when she moved to Oklahoma, where her mom lives,
Oh,
and
no,
her mom's
Swah!
clean now. Her mom's cool. Her mom's clean now.
I hear fake
She's a
breeze
cool lady
blowing
now.
in. Is there another way through?
So now we are in the Oklahoma era, which is where she
Oh, I
lives.
just got home.
She doesn't live with her mom. She lives in her own apartment, but she's with her mom a lot.
Hmm.
And
That sounds
while being
fun.
in Oklahoma,
We have to
yeah.
die.
I mean, okay. So here's the thing, though. What's really
done.
crazy about Amber Lynn, honestly, is that she lived in Oklahoma for maybe
Yep,
like
dead.
6 months, and everyone was like, "Wow, this is so boring now," because she just lives in Oklahoma and hangs out with her mom.
They
This is
literally
so
all
fucking
three
boring.
just attacked me.
Until this lady
That's it, game over.
named Erica came
up, I
out
don't
and
care.
said that
I
they'd
wanna see
been
your
dating
face
for the
on
last
screen.
few months, and it ended
up.
really badly. So she
Bullshit.
spilled all the beans
Bullshit.
on everything that had gone on in their relationship.
Try again,
And
but-
Erica was a married woman. So then
Of course,
Erica's
undid
wife
everything I
Brittany
did. I don't
came
have any
forward
of
to be
those
like, yeah,
personas, right?
this, and this about Amber Lynn.
Yep,
And then
took
she
them all
was
back.
spilling all the beans about Amber Lynn.
Oh,
And then
damn.
These other women came out and they're like, oh, I've also been
Whoa,
dating Amber Lynn.
shit.
So what we found out,
Whoa.
what's so fun about Amber Lynn is you think that she's boring. You think, oh,
Are you
it's
kidding
boring
me?
since she got to Oklahoma. It's been 6
Dude, that
months
was
of
so
nothing. It's so
unfair.
boring. But what you find out
Dude,
is
that
that
was
throughout
so
those 6
cheap.
months, she's been dating like 5 different girls and just moving rapidly from girlfriend to girlfriend to girlfriend, like on this like
That was
insane,
incredible. I'm almost
like
dead.
quick rotation
I'm
of
almost dead.
ladies.
You got a
And,
cloak and dagger side to her. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude. And so it just took
And
one
the
lady
secret
coming out, and then
side
ever
here,
since
or
then
do I
it's been
actually need to kill
fucking
all the- are
one
they
thing
requiring
after
me to
another.
kill the enemy?
There was a point where it felt like there was a new breaking thing on Amber Lynn every single day for like 4 months straight. It was fucking crazy. There's like this feeder
Wow, did they ever
girlfriend
not change you?
haven't even
Can't lose
mentioned.
them?
There's everything. It's fucking crazy.
Man,
And
that's a
there's even
detractor
some current
content tactical nuke. That's awesome.
Is there seriously
Oh,
no way to
dude,
lose
the
enemy?
last like honestly year of Amber Lynn has been like the best year to follow Amber Lynn. It's been like insane thing after insane
I
thing.
lost
I don't
it.
even know.
Oh, damn. I should check it
Get
out.
after me.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's fucking crazy.
Amber Lynn
It's
is-
Whoa,
like
no,
hard
look
to
at that.
believe some of the stuff.
I got the sneak attack on him anyway.
I remember watching it with Tevin,
Wow.
and so I've watched like maybe 3 streams of his.
Wow.
And the only ones that I remember enjoying
Got 'em.
were the ones where she would go to Walmart and roll around on the little scooter
Hell yeah,
things.
those are my favorite
Damn,
too.
And those
Those
were
are
fun as hell
unbeatable.
because it was fun just seeing her like, well, look at these, do I want these? And throw them in.
Bitch.
Oh, that's the golden
That was
era of
bullshit.
Amber Lynn content for sure. Was Destiny era when she would go do Walmart and Target runs.
Yes!
That was that
Oh,
was
great,
peak,
second
yeah,
party.
peak ALR exactly. Absolutely peak.
Damn,
She
alright,
already did a
alright.
lot
that's good.
too. Like during that Destiny era, it was all Walmart and Target hauls
Still killed
and
him.
going out to
Critical
eat
hit.
at Denny's.
God damn it.
And that was a better time.
Yeah, her out in
Those were-
public is pretty funny. I kind of like it.
Totally.
suck.
Oh my god, my
no
favorite
SP,
Amber
I
Lynn
should
in
do
public
attack
moment will
normally.
always be when the guy called her a
And he missed!
beanbag.
Are you
You know that one?
kidding me?
Called her what now?
God, you can-
Phil was
A
yelling.
beanbag.
Missing.
A beanbag? No.
The fucking hit. He's gonna
Here, I'm gonna
fucking
find the
miss.
clip. I don't want to explain it to you and make it.
Okay,
not
okay.
funny. I'll find the clip. It's great.
All right, I dig it. The ones I didn't enjoy, what the moments I did not enjoy of Amber Lynn Reed was when she was there just crying, and her hair looks like shit, and she looks like she's been
Oh yeah.
wearing the same makeup for 4 days
Did he
straight,
die?
like just
That's
a
what she
wreck.
often has. Yeah.
They didn't die.
I would just look at the ground the whole time because I'm like, dude, that's too shameful. I can't watch
What
that.
the fuck? This is bullshit.
To be honest with you, you get a sense after watching her long enough for
I got completely
when the
robbed.
crime videos are genuine, which is
Twilight
very rare, probably
Twilight
1% of the time,
prostitute.
versus
Oh,
when
come
it's
on.
a
It's blatantly called
cry
them
for like
hookers.
pity or attention, which is 99% of the time.
Twilight prostitute.
I'm gonna put the video in the chat in here.
Oh great.
Could you send it to me on Twitter?
Oh, no.
Yeah, sure.
You gotta be kidding.
Yeah, my setup's
great.
terrible.
It's a very short
Great.
clip. It happens
Only
quick. It's when she's
71
going into a
damage.
restaurant and she walks past some dude in the entryway, and you gotta listen for what he says.
Good. They
Okay.
hit each other.
I'm excited.
They did. They hit each other. Perfect.
DSP, relax for a minute, man.
Oh great. I'm gonna carry it on him. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. She's got Marin Karen, which makes an enemy fight the other enemies, and Rebellion. I don't know.
Oh shit, that's a pretty hype stand. Arrange your dudes,
what
Phil.
Rebellion is. I don't know.
Ah, never mind. Not doing that.
Eternia Forever says, be sure to call my mother.
I wish I could hang out with Phil back in the day.
My mother tomorrow, she wish me
Has there ever been a time where you thought that you could have been friends with Darkside Phil?
Wish me the happy
Oh
birthday.
man, hell no. No, I'm sorry. Nope.
Man, you guys are far more clean than I. You guys are
My
more.
chance of doing it, Nick.
You have more
Well-
dignity than I do. I would have hung out with this dude. He's funny as hell.
Is the Japanese
I got a lot of guy friends, but they're all a certain kind of guy, and they're not like this guy.
Oh man, I would love to go over to his house and bring like some pizza or something. So like, hey man, what are we playing today? Just kind of stream with him.
He's too much of like a wannabe dude bro back here, you know? Like
Yeah.
I can't tolerate it.
Help me out.
Oh man, I loved it. I
I
was a fan.
Blooper, if you go back to the start of the stream, I answered that and I talked about you.
What's this now? What we're talking
He
about?
says, "How did you fight?" He wants.
Oh,
me
the
to
origin
talk
story.
about him. All right. Oh,
I
thanks.
told her you're probably like that. Throw the horseshoes and the beanbags in her. Throw the horseshoes and the beanbags in her.
Ooh.
Throw the horseshoes and the beanbags in her.
The beanbags in a hurry is what he says. Because she pushes past him. This
Dude.
big
Yeah.
500-pound lady pushes past him. And he
I mean,
calls her
yeah, you
fucking
just
beanbag.
shove into me. I'm talking on your stream, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Beanbag in a hurry is a
Having a
staple Amberlyn meme. You might see that around when you're looking at Amberlyn stuff.
That's good stuff.
No, you're actually
That's
it's great.
fantastic.
Okay. Well, people are saying something's a Kakushinan.
Hanging out with all these girlfriends, huh?
Really
Man,
the opposite.
that's cool. You guys have intrigue. That's dope. That's hype. We don't have any DSP intrigue. We don't know anything about what this dude's up to.
No.
Well, it always comes out.
You could do it? No.
Yeah, eventually.
I don't know.
She always just dates these messy people who like
Those
love to put her on
actually
blast.
right.
She falls for it over and
So
over
raised their
again.
hand
It's
against
crazy.
another Kakushinhan. They thought it was right to do so. What the
I'm
fuck?
gonna ask you a question.
How am I
I
supposed to
forgot what I was
fucking
gonna
know
ask.
that? It's a word I've
Damn
never
it.
heard. Whoa. What the fuck? It's a penis head
Something about
slime. Dude, it's definitely a penis.
Oh wow,
How do
look
you
at
know
this.
That's not a dick.
It is a penis.
That is a shriveled dickhead right there. Severed. Dude.
Phil,
John
look, no
Bob-
one's disagreeing with you.
Like who's pointing at it?
Guys, you see that shit? Look like a dick.
Look! And he's also pointing in the opposite
Torn
fucking
King of
direction. 'cause his
Desire.
Kinda like what
webcam's
I'm doing
that
right now.
side of-
Dude, it's called the Torn
Look at that.
Exactly.
Desire. I'm right. It's the head of a penis. Ugh.
What do you know of
Nowadays
Low
he'd
Tier
be like,
God?
"Ooh la la."
And are you interested in hearing his lore?
Of course he does.
Yeah, you can give me some lore. I pretty much
penis
just know
stares
his
at the girl.
meltdowns from what Bloopers showed me. The ones where he's,
Resist
you know, where he
fire.
tells the haters off.
How about
And I do
fire?
find
Burn
them
the
funny.
dick. Resist fire.
How would you
Dick is fucking
how
resistant to
how would you
everything. Look.
respond if I told you
Shot the dick. The
that
dick's resistant
LTG
to
is
lightning. What
arguably
is
just as
going
good
on?
as DSP?
What is happening?
Oh, you think so?
Shoot the
Definitely.
dick.
He is second place. Well, actually, he's technically third place. The god of lolcows is Christian. And then the second place is
Christian.
his son, Darkside Phil. And then there's LTG. LTG is bringing up third.
Oh my god!
None of these
Wow.
other dweebs are anywhere close to third. Nova Online, bum. Review Tech, bum. All these dudes are bums.
Whip the dick.
LTG, though, his thing is that
Ravage that
he has a
dick.
lot of
Ravage
fun
it.
lore based on weird moments he had on stream. And
What the hell?
he
Wait a minute.
he
So
grew
number
up in
87 did
he
122
says a rather
mentions and
abusive
silly
situation.
rabbit
He
with
claims that
the
he was
Twitter, and
touched.
immediately after he did that, Eternia Forever did
So,
an
like,
88-bit
he's
shit.
got weird
He said, "Back
issues
off,
there.
boys, it's a new
He was
sheriff
never
in town."
accepted by his black peers.
Their
They thought he was a
fight has,
loser, and so he was
resulted in
routinely
someone else
bullied.
jumping in now. This is pretty funny.
And
Alright, anyway.
this explains
Now
why it is that he
fighting
hates black
189
people, because he just feels so excluded from them.
Well, you guys
And,
have fun. I'll keep giving you shout outs.
it also explains his weird sexual
Head
immaturity.
into the finale of this dungeon.
And so LTG's
No matter what.
big old thing was that he kind of started off like DSP. He wanted to be this wrestling figure from the FGC, this bad boy asshole who shit on everyone. And people actually liked him back in the day. People were legit unironic fans of his and would buy his shit. And well, then he got bodied by Viscount. And that is a defining moment of like losing your status as a hero. And, like, it fucked him over. He became a locale instantly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so the dude is. Here's the thing: is people always know the main things, like, oh, he says gay things. Well, that's because he believes in.
Yeah, he does.
He legitimately
funny as
believes in
business model, and with
prison
that,
sex
they made it so that
cliches.
The website was primarily based on subscription.
That's where it comes from.
Running ads
Okay.
and commercial
So he's like, if I dominate another man, I take his manhood. It's like, dude, what the fuck? That kind of mentality.
Except that he just says it on a stream, right?
Yeah,
Like,
he
what
just
the
says it
fuck?
that way. He's like, he feels like he humiliates you as a man, and that makes him more of one. So he's got a weird power thing. And that's where it's fun, is LTG is actually deeper than you think.
Beg for fucking subscriptions.
And,
So there's something to it.
yes! You can do what we do with the DSP psychology. You can do that with LTG really fun, and it's really easy.
Not about making money.
But he's also extremely stupid. He has said things that makes DSP seem like a genius. You know?
Oh my god.
He has this very weird sci-fi vision of reality. He believes in aliens, but he doesn't believe in God except through aliens. And it's like he doesn't believe that evolution is real. He believes that aliens manipulate
You have to
everything.
worry about that kind of bullshit.
Oh my god. Okay.
So and
Oh,
that's where
wow.
I'm like, bro, you don't want to watch him for the him screaming at black people compilation number 32. You want him talk about aliens. He's fascinating when he's talking about aliens.
Oh, that's crazy.
And that's where I kind of want to hang out with him. I'll be like, dude, LTG, have me over and let's talk about aliens all night.
Yeah,
Come
pick
on.
his brain, right?
Yeah, I got an alien book right next to me. I just bring it with me. Like, what do you think of this dude? You know, but he has also this bizarre sexual element to his historical outlook on life.
Going deeper. Yeah, it's hype.
The aliens had sex with proto-humans and made superhumans. And guess who just happens to be a superhuman?
Him?
Yeah, of course. He's got the God Angel gene. You don't have the God Angel gene.
No, hell no.
And that's also where DSP loses to this dude in narcissism. He somehow loses. This guy claims to be descended from God aliens.
Right.
Still just thinks he's the best
Like a
YouTuber.
better- Yeah, yeah. Holy shit. Descended from god aliens, but you stream games for a living.
Well, let's not get into that. He gets really defensive if you read that.
Well, I didn't make it.
That's an instant ban.
Oh shit! Oh no, I'm
But-
banned.
Talk about it until like.
But yeah, he But also, the biggest thing ever was that he kind of had an apocalypse mode too. And I have a little bit of the history here. I'm a part of the little bit of LTG history. It's called the Yikileaks.
Yes, doesn't
And
taste
it's,
like
I called it that. I said, I declared that, and people started using it. It's that
yes,
it came out from people pinging his credit or credit report or whatever, is they found a way to get into his credit report history.
Oh my god.
And so it was pretty fucking invasive. Granted, I'll give it that. But they found the usual stuff that, you know, draws the immediate laughter. Like, oh, this dude's in super debt. This guy's in worse debt than Darkseid fell, which he's not. But he was in debt. But then there was also a child support debt. And I was like, well, nah. There's my first thought, and I stuck by it, was that it was from his dad because he was abandoned by his father. So like maybe he paid some last debt to Dale or whatever. No, it got about. Dale had a kid the whole time.
Consciousness.
Oh, she's dead.
Damn. Oh, it was those? I feel like I saw like, was it Meth Bear that leaked
finally don't have to
something
visit
about
her.
that?
Yes, Meth Bear was a huge contributing component to this historical situation.
Please carry me gently.
And he also, like, he
And then it
he
came
says
from both
Yikileaks,
ends
and I
at
feel
the
immense
same
honor from
time.
that. But,
Great.
and dude, I mentioned it when they had me on, that being said. But, like, I would think DSP would have a kid before I ever thought LTG would have a kid.
Yeah. Well, he just seems somehow even more immature
bad.
than Phil, right?
Yes,
I'm not
he's
kidding.
so gross and weird.
It's really saying something, obviously,
It was a
because
true
Phil is
story,
so
yeah, I was,
extremely immature, but
Yeah, well,
let's see. Right before
you want to hear some fun takes. It's also you want to hear LTG talk about sex. Because he always gives off the impression of middle school kid who found his uncle's Playboy.
And then they
Like,
Oh,
he's
no.
so
And then they handed me
lame
a
with
fucking
it. He's like, you ever, like,
that were expired by, like,
so you got the chick's butt on your arm? Like, what?
so it's like the energy of someone that hasn't ever had sex before.
Exactly. I'm like,
Except he has a kid, so he's had it at least once.
yeah, but I almost think, like, that's just not possible. Someone took advantage of our boy Dale, I insist.
He needed some money and went to the sperm bank, yeah.
Maybe, yeah. But he's so lame. But the hardest part about the whole Yikileaks thing was that this girl was cared for so well by her mother. Like, this girl is not anything like this dude at all. So people were able to just cumulatively grant her anonymous status. Like, I've seen the daughter. And it's Dale's daughter. It's 100% Dale's daughter. And I'm so glad people have left her alone.
With the playthrough now.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
what a
real,
great
hey.
story. Don't you like
The
to
other
see that?
thing is that
Okay.
Dale has went on numerous rants
Team name
about
BBC by
if he
others
ever had a
using
daughter, because he's
network-
also very feudalistic.
Yes.
He's an alien feudalist. He believes in things like lineages and dynasties. Like, you have to carry on the DeLon Sparrow dynasty. You must carry on my legacy of being an idiot. And so what's against a dynasty? A daughter.
Wait.
A daughter isn't your dynasty. And so he
can't
went
finish
on
what I wanted
multiple
to do.
rants about how he would hate if he had a daughter.
Fuck Atlas.
Be so worthless to
Oh
him.
no, that's terrible! Oh
And
my
the whole time he
goodness.
had a daughter.
What the fuck?
Hey,
Well, I
dude.
guess it gives you insight into why he doesn't
There you
talk
go.
about her. And
July
like,
7th.
Yes,
Atlas,
he
right?
loathes
That
that
was like
mother so
Atlas.
much
That
that he
doesn't
hates the
either.
daughter too.
Damn it.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Oh,
And she knows about it. The mother knows. The daughter does not know.
news.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
good.
Something like that.
Honestly, that's for the best.
Yeah, she says, like, I'm gonna protect my daughter. I'll know how to protect my daughter this way.
There you go.
Yeah, good.
Let's
Good,
go with
good thing
this
she has
name.
such a good mom, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's also kind of where the impossibility ratchets up
that's
to
not bad at
extreme.
all. It's a perfect name.
How the hell did this chick
7F Atlas.
Get with
bump uglies with Dale?
Who's our next target?
That's so
Yeah, hey, I
crazy.
got a
Yeah,
trophy
wow.
for
There's
it.
a lot
That's
going
right.
on there.
Atlas.
Kind of weird. But
Yeah. No screen.
so that was the big LTG lore. And that's kind of LTG doesn't have a whole lot of arcs. LTG doesn't have arcs. He has personality, just
Oh
like
my God.
sections.
Help.
Like, you want to talk about aliens?
And he's black.
Right. So he just
Help.
exists. He's him.
Black.
Yeah. And he is also significantly more evil than
And
DSP.
Solar said-
Like, DSP is
Oh,
evil.
What?
Oh
Really?
my God.
LTG
I know,
is
whenever you see a black person
extremely
in a
evil.
place where black people aren't
Do you need to know
Wow.
what's the most disgusting thing you've heard DSP say to a viewer? Realistically,
Oh man. Oh man.
like, what's the
don't know.
worst
Maybe
thing
just-
he said?
I guess just fuck, I don't know. Well, I think it's more like when he denies doing things that he actually did. I think that's what's disgusting, right? So like
Mhm.
just the other day, denying telling people to jump off a cliff, even though he definitely just did that.
This kind of shit.
Yes, I see what you're saying, and let me tell you, LTG blows that out of the water. Behold.
Come out. This kind of shit needs to be exposed for what it is. It's
So a little bit of backstory. June the King did a documentary on LTG. LTG did not take it well, and proceeded to threaten June the King in many artistic ways. This is one of those ways.
Uh-oh.
LTG, DSP never came close to what you're about to see.
Why the fuck would I be cool with a bitch ass nigga like that? You must be out of your fucking mind. Why the fuck would I be cool? I still got beef with that nigga. We gonna handle that shit though. Don't ask me about that nigga again. Somebody like him would run from me in person. And he wouldn't be able to run from me because I would catch his pipsqueak ass, choke him out till he begged me.
Content warning. This is a pretty triggering rant he's about to go on.
And right on his last inch of breath, I would literally say, so you still gonna research me, huh? Like, no, then LTD, please, no. And I'm just still choking him while he got his laptop, while he deletes the video. We're gonna get that shit taken down. I'm not worried about it.
Jesus Christ.
Niggas like that are cowards. People that sit on the internet looking to try to create fake ass bullshit about niggas are fake bullshit ass cowards.
Rox is this fan of
life,
his.
they're hiding.
And it's kind of like his slave.
Lurking in the shadows behind.
Oh my
You'll
God.
see. You'll see.
Behind old ass habit cups and fucking used condoms to make sure you don't find them.
Okay, here we go.
Nah, what I'm gonna do is tie them up. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tie them up. I'm gonna bound them. I'm gonna pay for Rox to get a flight wherever the fuck we're at. I'm gonna bind this nigga up with one of those gorilla tapes that you can't get out of. Strap him to one of those WWE chairs. Then what we're gonna do, well, what Rox is gonna do is I'm gonna sit back in my throne where Rox clips each article and fabric of his clothing off.
This is rough.
With 99-cent store scissors. The reason why I said 99-cent store scissors is because those are those cheap ones that take a long time and you gotta cut to precise to get the shit
Cut to
working
precise is
correctly.
an LTG meme.
Jesus.
So Rox is gonna be there staring at him, breathing on him, staring at him with his beady ass Kodak black eyes. Trying to cut his shit off while June's just looking, just in desperate trouble, just sweating profusely, scared, timid. And then Rox is gonna slide his drawers off.
Oh no.
Start forcefully jacking him off.
Ah!
He's gonna have no choice but to like it.
Oh God.
He's gonna sit there
No.
being humiliated, forced to catch an erection by a gay ass nigga.
Oh no.
Then after that, Rox is gonna pry his mouth open to where he can't do anything but one of those dentist tools.
I'm sorry, when it gets really bad.
BBC Junior in his mouth back and forth and just
Okay, like,
stroke
how
his
does he
grill
just think of this
so he
shit
can
off
catch
the
a hard
cuff?
on over and over again and
crazy.
just
How do you
fuck his
think of
throat
this?
while he can't do shit. Get all
He's a
the fluids out of
masochist.
it. He's gonna stroke his throat so crazy, this nigga's gonna throw up his last 2 meals. And Rox ain't gonna give a fuck. He gonna keep
my
using his throat
God.
for friction
Like, how do you
and
think
bust a
of this?
hot load down his throat while he chokes and gargles and we keep him tied up. And the nigga's actually gonna die from choking on ejaculation from Rox. Then after that,
Oh my God.
Rox is actually gonna bend him over after his decease. Put on one of those fucking regular magnums, not the XLs, because he hadn't graduated to those. And just stroke this nigga's carcass, period. Until he busts a second and third nut all in his dead ass.
Oh my God.
That's what the fuck's gonna happen. Necrophilia, baby.
Fucker. That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Christ. How does he think of this?
Oh.
I just, every single time I've watched one of these
Now, you guys and gals
LTG
have seen me.
tirades,
All
I
I'm doing
just
is
think,
drinking a bottle
how
of
the
water.
fuck
I
do you
don't know
just
where
think of this
Belgium's
shit
coming
off the
from,
cuff
but
like
anyway,
that? I
excuse
just
me.
don't,
Here we go.
I don't know. I almost want to say it's impressive, but I
Oh,
don't because
oh,
it's also
It is.
disturbing.
Oh,
Right?
It's
Like,
artistic.
how do you just think of
here
it?
comes
Yeah.
Raw.
He's like the Maplethorpe of words. It's just so horrifying.
What's going
think
on?
of
It's Emmy
this?
over here. What the
It's
fuck is
because his
that?
brain thinks of
What's
two
happening?
things, and that's sex and power. He's like a caveman, and that's all he thinks about is just sex and power dynamics all day. I'm like,
Dude, he
bro,
totally destroyed that.
because he'll see two. I remember one time he was watching some stream of an award ceremony, and the man and woman host were joking so much. He was saying, "Yeah, you could tell they fucked." It's like, what the hell is that?
What the hell? Try to go back.
What?
It's not working.
What a weird thing to say.
Yeah,
No one would
that's
ever
where your
say
brain
that
goes.
sentence.
Now then, dumbass coon.
So yeah,
What
whoa.
do you think is the origin of the term
Do it now?
masturbation?
What did I hear from you, Phil?
Dumbass what?
Oh my god, what do you think? Huh.
It's because it's dumbass.
What the hell?
Because his
Try to
name
go
is
back. It's
Dumas,
not working.
Weeb
There we go.
Dumas. So they call him Dumas
It
Kun.
wasn't working
But he
at
says
all.
it all fucking
Now then,
stupid.
dumbass coon.
Okay, because it sounds almost like an
Not
LTG
good.
slur.
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
how
not
the fuck
good.
would I know? Are you kidding me?
That's where
I don't know who any of these people
like
are.
when
This is
the
bullshit.
that being said, dudes were asking about LTG. I was thinking, guys, if you think DSP is some
what?
sort
I
of super
didn't press the
nightmare,
button.
LTG's
I didn't
worse.
oh my
He's
God.
kind of
Now that it
worse.
was
I
not matter
can
anyway,
see what you
but I
mean.
didn't mean to press the button.
He has a lot of rants that are extremely concerning.
Minamoto no Yoshitsune.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
But yeah, but the bright side of Dale is though when he gets to talk about, he also is very big into sci-fi. And a famous quote from LTG is, "I don't like sci-fi, I like science fiction."
Did it sound like a phone was ringing?
And
Okay.
weirdly enough, that's a perfect quote because his version of sci-fi is very different
I
from
don't think my
others.
phone rang.
He does not care about space travel. He does not care about robots. He does not care about technology. He doesn't care about the man interface. He doesn't care about any of that. He just wants to live in
Was
the
it in the game or
future.
not?
Like, what does that mean?
Oh, okay.
Dude, that totally threw me for a loop.
That doesn't make much.
Okay,
He likes those
it sounded
AI
like it
generations
was the
of
train.
alien landscape or something like
Everyone,
that.
yeah, look.
Right.
Midstorm just said, I thought that was my phone. Dude, that sounded so realistic. I swear to God, I thought my phone was ringing. I was looking around like,
Or maybe it could really be DSP's name.
That
And,
was great.
you know, we do have the opportunity
Now, can I
to
leave?
name DSP at different cultures. I'm gonna see if I can get
No. Oh my
DSP
God,
fans in
again?
Japan and they can call him
Dude,
dumbass
this game
code.
locks you into so many story-driven days, you don't have any chance to actually do free time. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little disappointed because...
Do you enjoy DSP's racist
like
moments?
Persona 4 and even 3. You got free time from the beginning. Here, you
Yes,
get
in
very
like an
little. It's all
incredulous
story,
kind of
story,
way.
story,
Like I
story,
remember the
you're locked
first
into
time
doing
Blooper
stuff.
ever
I
showed
actually
me
wanna go
a
explore the city
like one of
every
his
chance.
real, honest and true
Here's a question.
DSP's top
Do you know
racist
who
moments
the
of whatever the
sold for
fuck
highest
year.
price back in the 20th
I just like
century?
couldn't believe it existed, and that I
Probably
think
Picasso,
I get
would
more
say.
of a kick out of it existing at all
Mhm.
than the actual like clips, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's a pretty funny video idea, actually.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
the
I
fact that
guess we could
he
talk some more
himself
after
is the
that.
one
Let's
making
do
them is
Shibuya
just
after
like
school
what's so
tomorrow.
funny about it, you
Well,
know?
no
He's like,
free time,
you gotta
we
think,
meet
what was
Shibuya
the
after
thought
school
process?
tomorrow.
Like, he has to go into his brain and think, I'm gonna make a compilation of myself doing something today. And what's that thing gonna be?
All of you must
It's
suck
gonna
my
be
dick
me
right
being
now.
racist.
3 in a row.
Is that DSP's only kind of cool moment?
Whoa, bear everything to him.
Because while racism isn't cool, it is kind of cool. You're like, well, I've said it enough times, I might as well make a list of it.
Ah, yes.
Right?
What? Yes. Yes. Yes.
Nude?
I like his racist humor. I like his racist humor when it's weird. Like the boring shit like haha taco burrito fart blah blah blah. That's not like funny. I mean,
Yes.
it's just lame.
Yes. Yes.
But like his Chicky Chang thing was
Obviously, my
so damn funny to me because it's just some drunk dude being racist.
I know.
Claimed as an autonom.
This part's fucking crazy, by the way.
I'm tongue-tied.
Yeah, his hype about
Right,
a
talk.
schoolgirl being
Oh, wait,
painted
what
nude.
kind? Upbeat. Another upbeat.
He was going, yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Surrender yourself to
DSV's
the
not beating the allegations.
Yeah.
You've got the wrong idea. Ah, she's pissed. Tell me, what does equality mean to you? Not talking down to people. She hated that.
No.
Aw, you
Now, there's a
so
sound
bad
clip
at
right there.
negotiations.
She hated that. What the hell?
Yeah, there you go. I'll have to remember that one. She hated that. What the hell?
Whoa, she punched me.
What are some DSP quotes you like?
Ouch.
Chicky Chang Wang is a good one.
Ouch. Oh my god, almost
It's a
dead.
solid. It's a solid.
There we go. That was weird.
You can't even go with historical ones. I always liked his toxic and negative. I thought that was a very funny way to describe something.
Oh yeah,
Up there,
true.
Gloomy.
Yeah.
Let's play a game.
Oh,
Guess
my
what I
favorite
wanna
clip
eat.
used to be I don't know what my favorite clip is
Shut
now,
up.
but I used to just fucking die
Damn, you
every
like
time
that.
I would see that clip of him going,
Are you allowed to hit other people?
I'm playing a woodwind instrument. I'm Japanese.
That would
That was
funny.
like my favorite quote for a really long
You
time
need a
because
good
I just
spanking.
lose my
He hated
shit every
that.
time I saw it. It was
I
just
tried to
so
be
funny.
gloomy and he didn't like it at all.
I've got a little bit of self-promotion I want to do, but I want you to tell me more quotes you like.
Oh man. Really put me on the spot here.
Nah, they'll come to you naturally. I like, you're the king of suffering. I like that one a lot. I like there's nothing I could do. Dude, nothing I can do.
True. Yeah, it's
That's a good
solid.
one.
Solid. Yeah, hello from the incident. Hello.
Yeah, that was good.
I didn't even know.
So this was a passion project that I worked on for a long time. And it's a mod for Guilty Gear Strive. And it's fun hearing all of his quotes in random rapid sequence.
Mankind,
As I will
they
demonstrate.
cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they
It's a full mod. Anyone in chat who has Guilty Gear, get the mod. Play it. You'll enjoy it.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? Why am I getting... Let me fucking unleash the beast. Just keep doing bullshit. That was super terrible. No, it's not true. Stop this!
Oh my god.
Acting. Look at that! Did you see that? Nice fucking
Did you see that? That's a pretty good one.
Look at this shit. Give him the... No, it's not true. Terrible. That was super. I blocked that.
I love to unblock that.
Ow.
It's so ugly.
See you later, Derek. Oh, hello.
See you later, Derek.
Oh, another troll. Oh! The reason that I read that to you guys is because I just want you guys to understand that means the world to me. It's time for real fights. Like, it's been tough. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. Yeah.
It's been tough. That's a good
And when
one
I read
too.
a message like that, I'm sorry that I'm tearing up like a baby.
Oh man, there's so many good DSP books. I do legitimately like Why Am I Toxic? Why Am I
That's a great
Toxic?
one. That's a great one.
I'll
I'm a
try
fan
that.
of the things that become his ticks
I'm
too.
smart,
Like
my
I'm,
grades
you
are
know, I'm
alright,
all
but
aboard
shut
the
up.
what the. I love a good what
Grades are
the.
alright.
Oh yeah, I love a good
You're
what?
in the middle of the road.
Huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Are you pro ack or are you anti ack
Oh my god!
What do you mean, pro or anti?
I legitimately enjoy it when he does ack. I
Yeah,
feel
when
myself
he does-
joining
every
it.
time he does it, I'm like, let's fucking go. He's doing the thing.
Yeah, he's
It makes
kind
it
of
funny that he
hyped.
denies it.
Gloomy, I
Yeah.
will make you sleep eternal.
Well, because I
Boo,
think
I
that's like
gotta
his
go.
real
Yeah.
genuine
He
laugh. His
hated
fake
that.
laugh,
Oh
you
my
can tell, you know.
God.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
I think that's like his real laugh.
I didn't know that.
that's a brief moment where he becomes human for a second.
You give me an item? The enemy retreated. Oh my god.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here, guys.
Those choices all suck.
I should play this game
What I was
more.
supposed to do at all.
You should.
Or
Are
should
you a
I
fan of
start over
turn-based?
with Gold Royal or whatever it's called?
Well, then it's not gloomy.
Oh, you should.
got
If
the
you're gonna
wrong
play it
type.
anyway, and you're gonna put all the
Strike.
hours in, you should play Royal.
Try
Okay.
again.
It's worth it. It's
I'm
worth it because
smart.
the ending, like
He
the
hated
extra
that.
Royal stuff, is so good.
That's a good quote too.
Described here. Try again. I'm smart. He hated that. Go for it.
You can play that whenever DSP flips out. He hated that. What did you do that for?
What did I fucking say they hate?
Are you familiar with Super Best Friends?
Good God, dude.
No.
Okay, they were DSP but done correctly.
Facing? Do they like
Oh.
making out?
So they were pretty damn
Wow.
funny consistently.
Hated that.
And they would play video games. They'd play through them to completion. They wouldn't do little segments. They would play the entire
Don't make me
game.
get mad.
Right.
And
I'm not scared at all.
Matt was
He
my
hates-
favorite.
dude,
He had this
I picked
recurring
the
joke where he would
answer.
always say, "He hated that." Oh no, he didn't
no.
like that. And I like that DSP is doing the same
I
line.
can't tell you.
He hated that.
He hates that too.
That's awesome.
He hates that too.
Every
That's only something he would say.
free.
But the cool thing about Super Best Friends is that they kind of weirdly line up with DSP at
Every
times.
fucking choice.
His Heavy Rain playthrough is considered basically his magnum
My
opus.
grades are all right.
Best
Oh, what
playthrough.
the hell?
Middle of the road one.
At least
That's
DSP
weird.
thinks so. I've been a fan since Heavy Rain or whatever.
Yeah.
I will
Their
tell you,
playthrough of Heavy Rain is legitimately one of their best playthroughs. It's super
give me
funny.
an item. I don't think I
So it's like it's interesting that
I seriously
kinda parallel them.
think
Yeah. Weird
they
coincidence.
can recruit those. I can't get it.
oh,
What
it's
I do,
that
I can't get
time.
it. Oh boy.
Tell me about the Amber and Lynn community,
Well,
the
I got
Detractor
one
community
actually
there.
like
How's that scene different?
You're already
Oh,
here to play with me.
man.
What are you gonna do?
Well, first of all,
Tag, let's
they're
go
all
do it. You
middle-aged
shit on some
women,
ladies? How the
and
fuck- which one of those is
they are
gloomy?
very,
Play
very.
tag video games or
You know,
ladies?
it's weird.
None of those
So
are
I've
gloomy.
heard a
There
lot
is
of
no choice here that's
DSP
correct.
detractors
Bullshit.
and like sector people and stuff like
Complete
that
bullshit.
use this cope
Let's play a
about
video
their
game.
own
Okay,
like
I got
community's
ruled out on that
activity,
one.
where they
You mean,
say,
look, I can't-
well, at least we're not as
Look, I
bad as
couldn't
Girl
recruit
World.
'em.
Those people are real
Couldn't
psychos.
recruit 'em.
But I can tell you, having been
I
like
made the 2 right choices,
involved.
and I still couldn't recruit him.
pretty
Simply the
like
best
being pretty
excuse
involved
for
at
you
one
to
point.
enter Madarame's house without
Those
raising
people are like the
suspicions.
most
Yeah, I won't raise any
afraid,
suspicions.
pearl
Like for you to
clutchy,
play the role of
PC
decoy
people
leader.
possible.
It just could
So I
raise
never know
something
what
else,
people
if
are
you know
talking
what I
about when they say
mean.
that. Like they'll always say, "Oh, the people that follow Amber Lynn and
we're
Foodie
gonna get
Beauty are
dirt on
fucking
these
psycho."
crimes either
Like
way.
they,
It won't
you know,
go away.
oh yeah,
Oh
well
my God, you do some jumping jacks or something. My
called
body,
in
like I
on
said, feels
DSP's
stiff 'cause I haven't
bankruptcy
taken a
hearing,
break
but
to
at least
walk
we're not
around
as
or
bad as
nothing.
Girl World. That is
So
such
by
a
the way,
fucking
once
cope.
again, I
That
can't
is
do
so
it. There's
not
still
true.
no
These
free
people
time.
are
You're not
afraid
allowing
of
me any free
everything.
time. I still have to
Blooper can
fucking
tell you
keep
this
going
if he's
with
still
the story.
here.
I wonder
When I
what's
was
going
on
with the real
Amber Lynn
Madarame.
YouTube, I was
probably
afraid to
sniffing
say the
all your
word
clothes as she
dildo
went
on
back
a
at the
stream because
house.
I thought my whole channel was gonna get nuked.
Tight
Like I didn't
situation.
think you
He's
could say
wearing your
anything, and the
panties.
reason that I
It's
thought
the
that was
19th
because
of
I
May.
was
I haven't had
consuming
one
so
free
much
day
Girl
all
World
of May.
content,
They
and these
didn't give me one
people
single day
are
where I could do
so
what I
afraid
wanted.
of everything, and they're
was
so
very
PC, and they're
inexperienced
so
back
uptight,
Both as
and
a
they clutch their
politician
pearls so hard at every little thing. And honestly, that's what makes it not
How
fun.
old is this guy?
Right?
'Cause it
Like,
looks he's maybe late 40s.
everything-
You want someone to say she's an idiot and a
He's inexperienced as a
butthole.
human being at the
Oh
age
my
of
god,
30?
and that's the other cope that the Amber Lynn
Damn.
people use is
Late
they'll say,
starter.
"Oh, we're not
Nah.
talking
See the man
shit
before
about her
you.
because she's fat.
Kevin
We
in the
don't hate
stream
her
chat
because
says,
she's fat.
"Sadly, I know too
Because
many
she's
people who are
fat. We hate her
inexperienced at
because
age
of her
30."
actions." Which, like, yeah, her
Yeah, her
actions
action
make
of getting
things
fat.
interesting and
I should go to the
spicy.
underground mall and
But
buy
like,
some
come
good
on,
gifts, too,
come on,
'cause I
right?
never
Like, if
get
she was
to buy them when I
120
hang out
pounds,
with her,
no, this
right?
wouldn't exist. And you
But I
can't
get to
tell
the
me, you
underground
can't try to
mall.
convince me otherwise, because it wouldn't
Oh,
exist.
brother, where's
Like, the
underground
novelty is
mall?
that she's a
Down here
big ass
somewhere.
lady doing crazy things.
Actually
without that,
billiarding
there's no
around the
magic.
country.
Yeah, literally, exactly. So
That goes
yeah, I
up.
don't
I
know.
don't
It's
like
just
the
like
down.
not fun. I'll give you a good example of something recently
where
that
am
happened in
I?
Girl World.
I'm on a subway platform.
There's a
That's not
YouTuber named Zachary
You know what?
Michael.
Why am I doing
If you've
this
ever
when I
watched
could just do
anything about
this?
Amber Lynn, you might be familiar with
I could've
Zachary
just done
Michael.
that. I don't
His
know.
channel is like the biggest
did I
one.
do that?
He's like
I
the
did
big
it.
Amber Lynn Reed.
Dingle
He's
hopper.
Amber
Oh,
Lynn's
okay.
Tevin, essentially.
Okay.
Ooh, Da
Like
Vinci,
they've
what a
gone
name.
back and forth, they've interacted, he's followed her for years, it's his full-time
Nope, you're not
job to
getting
have
that.
this
Fuck
channel
that.
about Amber
That's
Lynn,
stupid.
all this stuff. He really
We're
is
gonna call
Amber
you
Lynn's
the
Tevin.
Homo furry fox.
But
All right, you're
I think like
You're super
okay, so
twink
like
in the
as you could
Anal
guess from what I've
master.
told you, Amber Lynn gets
Before I
new
just
girlfriends and then breaks up with them
explode from
a lot,
gas.
right?
There we go.
Yeah.
And
Right.
part of the reason people
First
hate
time I
her
get
is
to
because
use
she
it.
treats these women like
I
shit.
miss.
She's like very verbally
miss.
and physically abusive. She's very controlling. She's like literally the worst possible
Got me.
person.
God
Like think
damn
of a bad thing you could do to your partner and she does it. She's really bad. But then
Whoa,
part of
miss.
what she does that's
These
also
weaknesses
really
are weird,
crazy
right?
is when she breaks up with her partners, she does these like insane things to them to like make them feel the hurt because it's always them breaking
It
up with her,
missed.
right?
Wow.
Mhm.
So one of the things that she
Miss.
always does is she always makes her
I love how
exes
the weakness
keep
fucking
sleeping in the
misses.
same
So
bed as her
stupid.
until they move out. Because she just claims that she can't sleep alone, she's too traumatized, she's just gonna cry and scream until they
You
come
actually
sleep
got
in the
to
bed with
attack?
her.
Are you
It's a
serious?
weird control
That's
thing, it's really
complete
weird.
bullshit.
So
Why did
every
he get
time
first attack on
Amber
that
Lynn
second
breaks up with a
round?
girlfriend and does this
Bullshit.
weird, unhealthy, abusive stuff to them, Zachary Michael would be
Oh my
like, wow,
God.
Amber Lynn, that's really fucked up for you to
So
do all this
gorgeous,
stuff to them.
Panther.
Right? Which is a reasonable take, because it is.
Yeah, it is.
But then Zachary, who was in a long-term
killed her.
relationship for like a really long time, I think he was with his boyfriend
Now
for like maybe
she's
10 years.
frozen. Wow.
His relationship ended a
Pain
few
in the
months back.
ass.
And it was a big deal because this boyfriend had been
What?
like in his content and stuff like that. And he talked
What?
about him a lot, and everyone just knew, oh,
I was
Zachary's with
trying
his
to
boyfriend,
surprise her.
so and so,
And she
right?
somehow knew I was
But they
coming
broke
to
up. The
surprise
relationship
me.
ended. So he
What
posted
the
a video
hell?
just being like, hey, I'm taking a break because I'm going through a lot right now. You know, I
That
might not be
literally
as
made no
chipper
sense.
for a
That
while.
made
I'm just
no
going through a
sense
lot, blah, 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 blah,
whatsoever.
blah. And Amber Lynn,
Yeah,
being the
like
piece of
trickster in
shit
the
that she is,
bathroom, of course.
honed in on this and started
Like
talking
treasure
shit
in the
about Zach
bathroom.
for
Straw Doll.
having
If
a
I remember
breakup, but to
Straw
be
Doll was
honest with you,
incredibly good. If someone's
she
about
didn't
to
even
get
really
killed,
say
it
anything that
deserves the
bad.
hit.
All she
Medium
said
chance
was,
of stealing curse insta kill to one foe. I was completely wrong.
like, I guess he was just
That's
saying
not
that his
what
mental
Straw Doll
health
was
was
at
bad
all.
because he was going through this breakup or whatever.
I thought that's what it was.
And
It's
so
not.
Amber Lynn
Not even
said something
close.
to the effect of like, "Oh, I guess
Ah,
it doesn't
it's the
feel
homunculus
so
is the
good
item
when
that
you're
takes
the
a
one
hit from
going
you, not
through
the
it, huh,
Straw
Zach?"
Doll. Okay.
Which like is a shitty thing to say, but it's not the worst thing
That's what
anyone's
they
ever
said,
said to
homunculus.
someone, right?
Nah, it's it's
not
kind
that
of
bad.
still within the realm of catty.
It's catty. It's immature. It's stupid. Like, she could have just not said anything.
Nope.
But it's certainly not the worst thing you could say to someone going through a breakup. Like he,
Oh,
you
that's
know,
the
he
weakness,
could really go
ice.
below the belt if he wanted to.
You see,
Yeah, because we forget that these people genuinely don't like their detractors.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah, of
they're not
course.
gonna
Like,
respect
she
me.
Either way, the fact
She
that
could have
this
said a
is
lot
here,
worse,
right,
obviously,
Yeah.
because he said a lot worse about her with her breakups, right?
Yeah.
He's straight up said stuff like,
Oh,
"Oh,
man,
she
it's
probably
multiple
broke up because you're
doors.
fat and stinky," you know, like.
Well, that's just funny.
Well, that was
So,
the-
so then, yeah, it is. It's
Blue.
probably true too.
Where Becky
Yeah.
started from.
She said that to him. She said, "Oh, it doesn't
try
feel
this
so
one.
good when you're the one that gets broken up with, huh?"
Yeah.
And this
God.
sent Zachary
back again.
into
What
a
if we go back this
fucking
way?
spiral.
Oh.
Maybe it has something to do with the paint.
Suddenly, he's online
There's an
being like,
obvious
"I
difference if you
can't
look closely.
believe
You can
Amberlyn
tell
would
them
say
apart.
this to me.
Maybe
Why
it's
would
obvious
she
for you.
do
What do
this
you
to
think,
me?
Joker?
She's so awful. Guys, look at me. I'm such a victim.
fake.
Oh my god, I'm.
Fake
This
never
is
such a
just.
luring
Oh, I
charm.
can't believe she would go there. Oh
What
my
about this
god,
one?
I've been so victimized by Amberlyn.
think
You know
this
what
fake?
I'm gonna
This is a
do?
fake.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Indeed, this is a
I'm
fake.
never
The
gonna
real
talk
serious
about
looking
Amberlyn
vibrant
ever
crimson
again.
garments. Okay.
And so ever since she did that, first of all, he
Alright,
took a
that-
2-month break from the
It doesn't
internet.
really help me.
Then he changed his profile pictures to
where
a
to
bunch of
go.
pictures of him looking sad. And then he came back and he's like, "Yep, I'm not
Still didn't
talking.
work
I'm not
back. What do
talking
I
about
do?"
that lady anymore." And ever
There's only
since
2
that,
ways to
he's
go.
never made a video about her ever again, and he's killing his own channel because he's not getting views on his other stuff.
getting
He's had a
sent
few
back.
videos go
I don't
big,
know what else to do.
but
There's gotta be a
just
trick.
overall, he's not getting nearly as many views
The
as he
real
got
thing.
when he consistently
That is
made
correct.
Amberlyn
Okay.
content. And
Ah!
now he's just making content about
Okay.
random other people on the internet who
It
he
opened
knows
up a new
won't talk
path
back
when
to
I said
him
that it was the real
because
one.
he couldn't
Okay.
handle Amberlyn talking back one time.
All right, let's see if we can
And
capture these guys.
while
These
he
are
is facing a lot of criticism
Kind
from
of
people pretty much
what kind
saying
of
what I'm
fish you got?
saying, which
Slow
is like,
walk
"This
the
is
fuck with
ridiculous,
nobody."
Zach. Like, you need to get a thicker
What?
skin and grow up.
That
This
was
is stupid."
upbeat and it didn't work. I got a
He
girl
is
waiting
getting
for me, like, bride
coddled
when
by
I
a
get
lot
back
of
home
people
from
in the
this.
community being like,
You wanna
"I
get married
understand
someday.
completely
I
for
do.
your mental health why you need to step away from Amberlyn because she said
Well, they gave me an
that
item. I
disgusting
didn't recruit
thing
her, but
to
at least they
you."
gave me an item.
And so that's kind of honestly
No,
that
no,
story
I
is
agree
like
with the first
quintessential
class.
girl world.
Who just
Quintessential
shared?
girl
Hold on.
world. Like,
He says,
That
"Oh,
sucks.
means you should make
so
jokes.
exemplary of
Shaming
everybody's
means you should
attitude
be
over there, you
kind.
know? Like, they're just
Irritable
so
means you should
fucking
be
victim-y
serious,
and
and
so
gloomy means you should
so
be
PC
vague.
and so polite and so
Wow,
pearl
I'm gonna keep
clutchy, and it's
referencing
like
this,
just
I
not
guess,
fun, you know?
to try to figure this
Like,
stuff out.
It's just not fun. You can't make fun of anything over there. You can't say
Well, let's
anything
try
over
to get
there.
'em. All right.
Yeah,
so
you kind of
Chloe
your
is-
detractor base kind of mirrors your content creator.
jokes. You're supposed to
And if you're gonna have like a
jokes.
drama-filled character,
No,
your
that's gonna
your
work.
detractor sphere
Look
probably
at me,
gonna have
I
some
know when I'm
drama
all
to
sweaty
him.
and glistening
Um,
in the
Right?
eye.
DSP is very psychologically bizarre, and so he draws a lot of
Get 'em.
people who
All
analyze
right,
him
well,
from
I
that
tried and
perspective.
could not recruit that guy, even though I made all.
LTGs, a lot of LTG's detractors basically just make fun of him for
Don't
being a
ask me what I did
scrub and a
wrong, I have
loser.
no idea.
They don't really
Yeah.
delve
I
into him
still
that
really
deep
don't understand the
psychologically.
whole system.
So that's kind of sad. I feel like there's a great element to discuss there. And then you've got the Trog watchers. The Trogs are all the same
It was a neutral thing,
locale.
yet they got
Like,
first attack.
what's his name? Jupiter the
Look, thanks
Hybrid
for
is
turning
basically the
Oh.
same
300
person
bit
as
cheer. He's
that other
aggressive
fat
cheer.
cat, Nova Online.
I knew it'll be some time.
Tofia
Yeah, these
Chew.
random-
Time frame.
They're
No.
These random
troglodytes.
fat people all blend together
I
for me,
literally
to be
made a
honest
video
with you.
last
Yeah,
night
when you
explaining
said that, I was
the
literally
situation
thinking
with
of
my
Tofia,
engagement.
of like, who the
And
fuck
that
are
there's
any of these
absolutely
people?
No time frame for
Like, I don't
anything
know.
because
No,
I
They're all the
they're
same
lame.
person.
be able to be financially feasible.
They're all living the
in order to
same
get
life, it
married,
seems.
And
Yeah.
people are still asking me if there's a time frame. No.
They're all just
No way
crash
there would
outs.
be a time
Give me the
frame. Okay.
give me the specific
Time
weirdness
for
that
the
I
calling
crave.
card.
Right?
Send the calling card.
Uh-oh.
I guess we gotta go back. Back to the crane, I think.
What are we doing here?
Yes, I'm not sure.
He's lost in the palace, even though it literally says
Alright.
what to do, and it's also marked in the
That's
mini
it.
map what to
So that's
do.
right.
Yeah, I don't remember how you could get lost in these places. It's just a
It's very difficult to do.
Oh,
The thing about
alright.
Persona
So
5
we gotta
compared
leave is
to the
apparently
other
what we're supposed
games
to do. Okay.
is it's some people call it handholdy. I wouldn't really say that, but it's definitely a lot
He
more
chokes and he burps
user
right
friendly,
in the
which is
girl's
why
face
a
with
lot
a
of
nice
people
guy.
recommend it as like an entry point to the
So-
series.
yeah, it's a bit more
because
accessible.
It's very more, yeah, way more accessible. This was the first one I ever played too, so.
Let's try this again.
But they're all great. They're all great because, like, what's so great
Let's try
about the
this again.
series? I
Wait,
mean,
wouldn't
I don't know
you
about
want- wouldn't
Persona
you
1
wait
and
till
2,
after
but nobody
Super
does.
Star-
But 3, 4, and 5, they have so much in common, but they just each have their own really, really unique flavor, you know? Like,
One
it's
more
really
time
cool.
with
It's really
feeling.
fucking cool.
Like JoJo. It's a JoJo reference.
Now take
There
a
you go.
screenshot.
There you go.
Atlas says,
It's true. I'm very interested in these games, but I kind of don't want to play them. I'd rather just watch someone play them who can give me some good commentary.
You could just watch, for all of them, they have just made like an animated series, which is essentially just the cutscenes with some other stuff spliced together to make it into like a coherent anime, basically. You could just watch that.
Oh, okay.
Because, I mean, the stories are incredible, right? The gameplay is great. That's, like, let me gush, right? That's what makes these games so great. You've got this incredible story in every single game, and it's held together by this awesome gameplay, too. Like, there's literally nothing lacking. It's incredible. It's
I guess I should play it.
You probably should. Yeah, Persona 4 is great, for sure. I'm actually doing a bunch of game giveaways on my charity stream tomorrow. And
yes, tell us about this.
One of the games. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, I'll say I'm doing a bunch of game giveaways on my stream tomorrow, and one of the games I'm giving away is Persona 4 Golden. So, you know,
I didn't impress her at all.
Could
Show
be an
up.
opportunity there. Could be an opportunity there. But yeah, I'm doing my second ever charity stream tomorrow. I'm really excited. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun, dude. I was just talking to my friend. I have a friend coming over to help me with it this time, which is gonna be even better than last time because it's gonna be way more fun that way. And it was already fun last time. But yeah, my friend's coming over to help me. It's gonna be great. We're gonna play some games together. I basically just like wanted to put together kind of a program of like fun, silly, lighthearted games to play all day. I didn't really want to watch like lolcow stuff for my charity stream.
Oh yeah.
You know, I just wanted to do like fun shit. So I'm gonna play. I'm gonna do a Mario Kart World Open Lobby for my fellow Nintendo pucks. We're all gonna be in there. I'm gonna do WarioWare Move It. Never played it before, but I went and got it for this. Or I went and took it out from the library for this actually. Because it's like a motion game version of WarioWare, so that'll be fun. And I'm gonna eat fucked up jelly beans, the Bean Boozled. I did that on my last charity stream and it went really hard, but I had to for my own sake, I had to increase the donation amount to get me a jelly bean because on my last charity stream I did a Bean Boozled for every $25 donation, and it felt like I think I legitimately ate like 30 or 40 fucking puke flavored jelly beans that day. It was not good for me. It was not good for my sanity. So I will be eating them still, but you have to donate a little bit more.
Yeah, I get you. That's a health hazard.
Yeah, right? But it'll be there. So yeah, it's going to be really fun. It's going to be pretty much all day. I'm going to start at like, I put all my times in Pacific time, even though I'm not in Pacific time, so I can't really remember. I think it's 10:30 a.m. Pacific time is when I'm going to start. And I'm going to be going into the evening, so it's going to be good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's going to be chill. But yeah, there's going to be game giveaways. So if nothing else, you know, if you guys want to come in for some giveaways, I'm giving away a game every $500. So it's going to be quite a lot. I bought 5 games to give away because the goal is 2,500. So.
Dang, that's awesome that you're doing this.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It's going to be really fun. I'm really excited to do it. And I picked games that are games I like. So it's all games I really like that I like would want people to play, you know?
Oh. Almost dead. Oh my god! Triple kill!
I'm really getting into art.
She triple charged and triple
killed.
Yeah? Holy fuck.
Like making art?
Well, that was fair.
Observing art.
Okay, hell yeah.
She's charging again? Oh
art
my
is
god.
cool. I dig it.
We're gonna have to guard.
Yeah, hell
She's
yeah.
gonna do that ability again.
One of the party members in this game, his whole plot line is that he's an artist.
Yup.
I dig it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Wow, that is some cheap shit right there.
Art sucks though.
Charging again, we're gonna
There is no
block
more
it
art.
in.
It's all
And then
dead.
she's gonna die.
They killed
but I
it
might
all.
still win.
Now we just have slop. Things, facsimiles of art. That's
Yeah,
a bummer.
I see what you mean.
Okay.
You just gotta look for
Oh my
art in
God.
modern forms, right? Like in video games and stuff.
That's why I like Mobile Suit Gundam. Mobile Suit Gundam's a very
It's
artistic
ridiculous.
story. Very
She's
artistic.
gonna keep doing this. I'm not gonna be able to win. Alright, screw it.
It's the greatest
Restore
anime of all time,
HP.
and it's the greatest sci-fi series of all time. It's all the same. And it's about
Dude, if
space
she keeps doing
colonies
this pattern,
and
I
their
can never attack.
various issues with
What
each
am I
other.
supposed to do? I have to attack right now.
And that the series, the anime, has a very nice, pleasant tone to it,
Oh my god.
while at the same time being deeply sad. And I think that's cool. But idiot, why did you wear a green shirt?
I'm
Just
the heel
noticed.
again.
Oh, I always do this. I always wear the green screen hoodie because I always want to wear a hoodie, and I always just thought, why not? And I also like green screen a lot. I think green screen is one of the coolest technologies. So I thought, why not just be a floating animated head? It kind of reminds me of Adult Swim. Like I'm just at space.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I like the floating
Would
head.
have insta-killed him. So I had to keep doing that or I wouldn't have won. Are you treating me
You're a pretty
the way
artistic
I-
type yourself.
The way I look.
Oh, I don't know about
You're
that.
ugly.
I
Think
can
so.
appreciate it.
I think so.
Damn it, I didn't get it.
You'll appreciate JoJo though.
Alright, hold him up.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on.
keep going back to JoJo. I think you're gonna.
Hell yeah.
So what do I do to irritable? Gotta look it up again. For irritable,
That's why I kind of wish that I could get DSP into anime, because I would love to have DSP's weird opinions, but about anime. I think it'd be funny, because he always has
man.
confusing opinions that you're not even sure what he's complaining about.
Does the
He
country
hates
have a
he hates
future?
anything too
Does?
Asian
Don't
though, right?
expect
I mean,
it.
he
The
hates
elders have
anime.
bad
He
manners.
claims to hate video games like this, even though back in the day when he was playing this, he said he liked this kind
Give
of
me an
thing.
item.
But
Yeah.
I
nowadays,
didn't get it 'cause I
right?
didn't
Well,
understand
on the
the
stream
first
with
one there was nothing
Kat,
that
like
was
last year, he was saying they don't
serious
like
at all.
things with anime in them, or like anime video
Alright, so he's
games is what he calls
upbeat.
this. And he says he doesn't like it, which is
Okay.
crazy.
So upbeat.
Yeah, he really doesn't. He doesn't seem to really vibe with it. He plays this mostly because I think he enjoys the
Upbeat
gameplay.
means tell
I think he likes the
jokes.
gameplay rhythm of
Okay,
this
I gotta tell
game.
jokes to this guy.
But yeah, I don't think he likes
Yeah.
anime
Are
at
you
all.
scared? I'm more for stop
Yeah, I
trying to
agree
act
with that.
cool. None of these
He
are
kind of
jokes.
he kind of flirted with it when anime was
these
first
are
starting to
jokes.
become really mainstream and cool, because he was saying like, "Oh, I'm watching some Dragon Ball Z and
None of
whatever,"
these are
and then
jokes.
no, you're not watching.
Yeah,
it.
that's pretty
I have no
safe
idea
to
what
be a
to
fan
say.
of Dragon
That's
Ball
what I
Z,
mean.
though, right?
Yeah.
When you know what
It's
you're
it's
supposed to
acceptable
say,
tourist
these
level.
options don't even
Yeah.
fit what you're supposed to do.
Oh
None
no,
of
he
those are
hates.
jokes.
Oh my god, I forgot how many clips there
I'll
are
try
of him
this
just
one.
fucking hating the negotiations.
That one, for some reason, even though that wasn't a joke,
He's
that
so
one was the
bad at
correct
it too. You
one.
just have to.
You're ugly.
Oh my god.
Nothing's wrong. You tempt people.
How is it supposed to work? Because I don't actually remember
What?
this.
So basically,
So
what
you
you're
were saying
doing
say
is you're
tempt
kind of trying to get a
people. How is
vibe
this a
check
joke?
on the shadow so that you can capture them. So like
Nope,
some of them
it
are
wasn't
bitchy
right.
and they like when you
wasn't
respond in
right.
kind with like
I once again
bitchy
didn't get
responses,
him.
but
This
some
is
of them want you to
bullshit.
be really, really nice to them.
See?
You literally just have to do
I
vibe
said the
checks. I don't know
things that
how
were
else to
supposed to
explain
be
it
the
other
right
than
ones,
it's up
I
to a
still don't
vibe
get
check.
the
You
guy.
vibe
That's pretty
check the
cool. I like
shadow.
that.
I think
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna play
you
this
vibe
game.
check
This
them.
game's pretty hype.
in my opinion.
Yeah, you vibe check them and then you
You should be
negotiate
able to get the guy
to
every
capture
time,
them, pretty
and
much.
you can't.
All right, I'm gonna play this.
It's cool.
Okay.
There's so many random
what's
cool
that? They're
things in this game
timid.
too, just because it is the newest
So
one, you
what
know.
do I
So
do
like
with
this
timid
this
ones?
negotiating thing to capture the
Oh my
personas
God,
isn't
there it is.
in
Timid
any
is
of the
be
other ones.
kind to them.
In Persona
Okay,
3 and
to be
4, you just
kind.
shuffle a deck of
Let's play
cards
tag
to get
for
them.
video game. Let's play
You don't
tag.
like negotiate or anything like that.
That's kind of cool. So it kind of added a
Yeah.
Pokemon element to it a little bit.
Yeah.
Lame.
Okay,
Lame.
I dig
Well, and
it.
not
I
to
mean?
mention, so like
I
the
said
times
that
where
a
he's
nice kind
going,
thing.
he hated
Nope,
that,
not
he
good
liked
enough.
that. That's the game telling you, don't pick that
Alright.
vibe of option
What is
next
he?
time.
He's
Like pick,
upbeat.
oh, you said the
Tell
bitchy thing and it
jokes.
didn't like it, so
What do
try
you
saying the
mean?
nice
Don't
thing
get all
next
sweaty.
time. You know,
He- everything's
like,
a
that's the
static
game's
moment
way
with
of
this
telling
dude.
you. Yeah, that's the game's way of telling you you're fucking it up and to like,
Well, it didn't
you know,
work. Even though that
try
was a
try
joke.
something else. But he
Didn't
just
work.
doesn't seem to pick up on that at all.
This is lame.
Look at how many of them are just
There's some guys that
retreating.
can never
Fucking
recruit.
idiot.
Even when I say what I'm supposed
He's
to
a piece of
say,
chasing
it's
people
something
away. He's doing kind of an interesting
No.
challenge
I'm
run.
supposed to joke with, right?
Make as
Yeah,
many
challenge them where
enemies
you
run
don't
away as
capture
possible.
any
Don't you have
fucking
anything better to
personas
do?
at all.
Yeah.
No
Damn, he's
personas
gifted at
featured
video
because
games
I'm
after
fucking
all.
stupid. Oh my god.
Should have stayed home. You won't die easy. You don't get debt.
I'm gonna be DSP's lawyer.
Should have stayed home.
I want to be. I wish I could reach out to DSP, and be like, man, here, how about this, man? I will swear off detracting if I could be your lawyer. Let me just restream you and say how you're cool, and then you and I can talk while we do it. You know, that'd be fun.
Dumbass, here's a question for you.
Okay, dumbass, here's a question for you. It's
The
pretty
advent of
funny.
the color
That's a
TV,
good
something
one.
else started appearing in color. Do you know what it is?
It's another good
Movies,
DSP
pencils, underwear,
quote.
dreams. Movies, of course.
Yeah, all the times he says dumbass in this playthrough.
What? Not quite.
That was a good what?
Yeah,
That was a
correct.
prime what?
Yeah.
We're hearing that again.
What?
No, that was not as good.
It doesn't work. There's some you have to fuse, I think.
No.
Question for you.
What's the answer?
With the advent of the color TV, something else started appearing in color. Do you know what it is? Movies,
Movies,
pencils, underwear, or dreams. Movies, of course.
right?
Memorized.
Oh, damn.
What?
I agree, Phil.
Yes, that was correct, idiot.
Maybe colored pencils?
What?
That's not true. That's not true.
I remember looking this up because
Are
I
you
remember being
reading
like,
what I'm
what? That
reading?
can't be right. And they
The
say
correct
that
answer is
I think it
dreams
wasn't that
before
all
people's
dreams all the
dreams
time
were
were in black and white,
and
but it
white.
was not uncommon
What?
for people to dream in black and white back then
This
because
is
they
completely
would watch
wrong.
TV and then I don't know. Brains are weird, I guess.
Research
Huh.
shows that once color broadcast became the norm, most dreams started.
But this
being
kind of
in
like this
color.
kind of makes it sound like people
What?
always dreamed in black and white all the time.
On what
Yeah,
level
that's
is
definitely not
planet?
true. Cavemen
This
didn't dream in
documented
black
as
and
a
white.
Scientific
Yeah,
fact.
true.
Real life is in color. If you're dreaming about real life, you're dreaming about color. What the fuck? He's completely wrong.
I kind of on DSP's side. As Phil's
I know,
lawyer,
I
I
agree,
agree.
it's
This is
funny.
bullshit.
It's funny.
This is factually incorrect.
He's so pissed off.
People say that
I get you, Phil. You know what, man? I'll tell you what, man. Let's throw Fit in the back of the classroom.
Yeah.
They weren't. Completely wrong.
Oh no, everyone's making fun of him now. They're, like,
Just
making
think
fun of
about it.
Oh man, this is a laughing stock of
People
Japanese
still have
high school,
dreams.
Phil.
Oh my
Oh, Phil's
god.
not doing so hot.
It's in color. This is 100% fucking wrong.
That would be a
Getting
fun video
down.
game, a true Japanese school simulator, so there's no
You know, the
story,
whole
just
world was
practice
black and
being
white.
one and see what DSP would turn out as. Like, would he get
Oh my
bullied?
goodness.
I would
Oh
tell
yeah.
the teacher you're a fucking idiot. I seriously would. If a teacher would do something like this in class,
I
I'd be like, "Dude,
seriously
you're a
would."
moron."
Guys, sound like want to be, what, 2 minutes to pay?
Pop-
Yeah, kinda. I want to be DSP's
I
agent.
can't say this guy.
Be awesome.
Principal.
I even got my cigar and everything. But, yeah, I would do like DSP, man. Look, I'll be your hype man, you play the game. You're gonna love Phil, he knows how to drop the inputs. You know, something like that, that'd be fun.
Yeah, and then he says something stupid and you go, ah, look at him go. He's
Ah, let's see the wit on this man. What kind of dragon would you be? Dude, I'm a ninja. That's already the top of the food chain. What kind of dragon would it be? I'm like a ninja dragon, I guess.
Biggest. Oh, wait, what?
There you
I know
go.
that.
He's like, well, that's not a traditional dragon. Yeah, I want to be a ninja.
Hypothetically speaking, what are your thoughts on these phantom thieves if they were real?
I think
What kind of
these
dragon
are
would
a
you
bunch
be?
of fucking cocksucking assholes.
Man, I don't know.
Are you a big fantasy person?
Yeah, well, I was just gonna say I'm inclined to say
Apparently they enter from the
bronze,
anus.
but just
Wait,
because
what?
it's fresh on my mind because my D&D character recently,
I'll be right back.
it doesn't matter how it
gotta
happened,
jerk
but
it.
he recently turned into a
gotta jerk
bronze
it, that kid was so
dragonborn,
hot.
and so it's just like fresh in my mind now because
Perhaps
it's so cool.
Come on a date
Okay,
with me.
okay.
Take some of these random
Other than that, I don't know if
strokes
I
in
have
my
a-
hand that will not have
I don't
any
know.
effect on your
For me,
sphincter muscle
I don't know.
whatsoever.
For me, I don't know, but for Kronk, my character, bronze
Guy's a
dragon.
trap. He's trying
Okay,
to
this
lure
is
me into
a
a
bronze dragon.
sexual
Big ups.
relationship I don't want to be in.
What are we talking about, Phil? We coming close to real life here, Phil?
Involved with, yeah.
That's probably a
That
Now
one
then,
did not land
dumbass
well, Phil.
son, can you imagine how much gold has been excavated by humanity over the course of history?
Oh, probably a lot.
3 Olympic-sized pools, 3 Great Pyramids of Giza, 3 Lake Biwas.
Go big
I
was.
don't know what Lake Biwa is.
I say go for it.
That was exactly
Oh my
what I was
God.
thinking.
So
What the
if
fuck
you
is a
like
Lake
Biwas-
Biwa?
Let's go for it. Did you get it?
no.
Nope.
Damn it!
There's 3 pools. Well, I didn't know any of that. Who would
Nah,
have known
oops.
that?
No, I get you, Phil. That was a trick
Shut
question.
the fuck out.
That was designed to sell the guide.
A girl, too?
What the? A girl?
Do you have a DSP
Okay.
complaint that you also have sometimes when playing games or doing things in life?
Isn't that a portable stove?
Oh,
No. That's what I used to make my crack.
Can't we make hot
well,
water on it?
no, I don't know. I don't know.
Wonton wrappers and
Really?
It's just so
Yeah, well,
ridiculous.
buy
I don't know
with
if I
your
can.
own money.
My
Oops,
brain
spent all
always
your
wants
money.
to
I
just
guess you're going
gravitate
hungry
to like the
tonight, bitch.
worst things he does. So I can't. I'm having a hard
Get some
time
meth.
thinking of
Come on,
something.
cat.
Do you have an
Get
answer?
some meth. Now they're in a bathhouse.
Well, a couple answers. I actually have quite a bit in common with DSP, I'll admit. But I try and keep those things
Yeah,
low
that's
because
what it is.
DSP makes it look bad. I'm very opinionated, like him. Extremely opinionated.
I love these.
And my way is correct and your way is clearly wrong. You know? But I try and keep it under control, and I try to limit the amount of times I go off on these meltdowns because you don't want it to
Guys,
define
I'm
you.
really gay.
And
I'm
Yeah.
uncontrollably gay.
But yeah, I can understand why DSP's opinionated about some things, and his reason why he hates it is because it sucks. I'm like, okay, that's actually a valid reason.
First,
You know?
I'll show them there.
But sometimes when DSP's complaining during games, I kind of have similar complaints when I'm playing. I'll be playing Dark Souls, be like, dude, I blocked that shit. What? You know?
This is good fapping music. What?
Whoa.
Yes, that's the first thing I think of when I hear this cool soundtrack, fapping.
I don't like these quotes. What year is this? This is a fantastic year of Dark Side Phil. 2017.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna see what I can find.
This is good. What do you name the DSP eras? And how do you quantify them?
Well, I don't know. It's probably because
That's all I'm gonna
I'm
do.
biased
After I
by
think there's
following
6
Amber
straight
Lynn, but
hours
I'd
of
probably
internet
define it by
research.
like.
I need
Well,
to-
okay. I would
need to go
definitely
see a
call the
doctor.
Leanna era the Leanna era. I think
So
a lot
we're
of
gonna
people
do
would agree on that.
Yusuke.
Like when Panda Lee was around, that was kind of
No,
its
we're
own
not
era.
going to do
Yes.
Yusuke.
And then as
going
for
to hang
like
out with
post
Yusuke.
cat, I would call him
No, we're
like
not going to hang out
maybe
with
I would
meaning
do
our
like the
dicks are
Twitch
hanging
era.
out. We're going to spend
and
some
then,
time with Yusuke.
you know, that
and
was
then we're
kind of
gonna
around
get
the time that
link.
he
I think
started
that's
to
the
get really
best
boring
plan
was
of
when he
action
moved to
here.
YouTube, and then the next year or two was really fucking boring.
Someone 192 just did a
And then
picture and said, no,
I think what
do
turned that
Yusuke,
around,
do 'em.
I think the like
How dare you?
the thing that really turned him around and got
The
us
heart
where
is
we
akin
are
to a
now
large
was the
belt
side
from
scrollers
drinking,
interview.
Pepsi,
Yes.
like I'm doing right now.
So I
I
would
think
do
you're
like
like,
maybe
you
like a
should just take his
post side
pants off.
scrollers
That's all.
moment because that was
Yeah, side
pretty
scrollers
unhinged
like
on
when
its
the
own.
city burned down. It's like such a monumental moment.
Whoa.
Well, yeah, and what made it like it would have been crazy anyway. Don't get me wrong. Like the side scrollers thing was crazy on its own, but what made it even crazier was that
Oh my
nothing
God.
was happening for years.
The
It was so
name
fucking boring,
Of this,
Yep.
this
and it
person
kind of
is
reignited everything. You know,
Lala
it gave us life
Escargot.
in this
They sound like a dude, and I get the feeling it's gonna be
in
a
this
dude
drought of
drag.
DSP content.
Good
And then ever since
God.
then, things have been great. There's always something to watch. There's always something
See
crazy
you
happening
later.
ever
You're
since
gonna
then.
go back
Oh man.
Right? So maybe like Kino era is definitely its own thing, even though it's pretty short.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Phil
think
hates
that it
this
is
part.
the DSP kind of.
Cross-dressers.
Oh.
Cross-dressers hitting on Ryuji.
It might be time to take a break.
Dude, just
Oh, no,
advance the
we gotta take a break.
dialogue,
Now we
man.
gotta keep
If you're
going.
uncomfortable, move on.
I know, he's just sitting
You
there
know,
like
this
cringing.
guy
He's like-
with hearts all over his
He's
shirt.
kind of like
Yeah.
shell shocked. What do I do?
Yeah.
Cowboy hat. Oh my God.
What? He's
All
stuck
right.
in a what field?
I gotta get myself the courage to do this part. Good
Oh,
God.
the courage.
Okay.
It's stuck.
Now, if this happened now, he'd be like, ooh la
Position
la.
myself.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah, chicken dress. Do I get any
hit on
tips?
it.
Fluffy Romantic says, "What a cute."
Oh come on, Phil. Progress it if you're so uncomfortable. Don't play this game with me.
So muscular.
Oh, he did the
too.
little
I
gay
give it
hand thing.
85 out
Oh
of
yeah, he
100.
loves it.
Oh,
DSP, I kind of don't even mind when he gets homophobic either. It's kind of funny.
So fucking stupid, yeah.
Come back alive. Wow.
I think I
There's,
define DSP
We'll
eras
pound it
by
out.
technology
Hey,
sometimes.
there's nothing else for us to do here. Let's head home. for
Okay,
tonight.
I could see that.
His early footage, the blue era. The blue era was fantastic,
Right.
and that's all
Yeah.
the direct capture. No,
I think Ryuji found some.
Yeah,
and I think
true,
that
good point.
Panda Lee came in during that era, but I kind of like don't recognize her then. It's more like I recognize her in the direct capture era,
Okay then.
and then
Ryuji just got introduced.
eventually the quality of the room changes. So like we had the love seat
Almost
era and
entered
stuff
the
like
world.
that.
I think that those two guys entered the
Okay,
whole
I can
world
see
we're
that too.
behind.
I can see that.
But I think the way I do change it is,
Almost
didn't the
early
whole thing
trendsetter.
actually start before the
Hello,
side
many
scroller thing? Didn't it start with a
found.
dream? Like he said he had a dream that he
Yes,
should have an
it
interview?
did.
Unlimited.
Yes,
Dude,
that
that's
is why
so
he had the
poetic.
interview.
What
You're
location
right.
would Kaneshiro
Yeah, you know, it's like
The sperm
we
bank.
meme on
Oh,
for comparing himself
found.
to Job from the Bible a lot, but it is kind of like some shit that would happen to a prophet in the Bible.
Pretty
Like, he has a
much.
dream
Wow,
about
Ryuji's
something
keeping
happening,
well.
and then his life fucking burns to the ground after that.
Yeah.
Like, he had this dream, and he chased it, and
What
he
the
chased
hell?
it, and he
Double
chased it, and he chased it
critical?
for
Are you
months looking
serious?
for someone to interview him. And then finally
You
his
got double
perfect
critical,
candidate
got to
were these
kill it
people that like
instantly.
fucking
Wow.
destroyed his life and started his ultimate downfall. And
Now-
ever
oh, of
since
course,
then,
it hits
things
the-
have just
it
never
hits
been the
freaking
same.
Morgana.
It's a nightmare now. The dream turned
Yeah.
into a nightmare.
You're right, he's just stuck in a nightmare ever since then. And yeah, you're right, I guess part of the side scrollers era would be like that pre-interview moment where he was just,
He had the epiphany to do it.
yeah, looking for someone to interview him.
Okay.
Just looking and looking and looking and never shutting up about it. Because remember how much he used to talk about it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, someone else reached out to me again, but it's just some detractor, or someone
don't
reached out to me
care.
again.
I wish
but they
a
don't have
noble
following.
person would tell my story.
Yeah, exactly. Someone needs to get my voice out there.
Yeah.
Are you okay? What kind of medicine? That
Started
would
with a
take
dream. That's so wild.
medicine.
Damn DSP's living poetry.
I know. I think that's one of the funniest things about any of it, and we should
Seriously,
talk
these
about
guys
it
are
more.
bullshit. The questions are
Definitely.
fucking-
I like seeing DSP as either two things: a Shakespearean play about just self-destruction, or an episode of The Twilight Zone. Submitted for your approval, Phil Burnell, citizen of the internet, and drowning
Yeah.
in positivity.
Oh,
And I feel like he would do the most coldest delivery of
wow.
that.
Oh, wait a minute.
And then the camera fades to
Oh.
black. DSP was a sideshow the whole time.
Picture of region.
There you go. You know, I think what's
What
great
the
about
fuck?
the dream thing is that it's like, You
Oh
don't
my
get
God,
DSP
Blair just said
being
the best comment.
like
Dude, I'm not even
whimsical
kidding. Blair
very
just had the
often.
best
No.
comment.
And that's a pretty
All
fucking
the
whimsical
personified
thing to do,
stream.
is have a
He said
dream
someone
about
should make
doing
Atlas
something and
have
then
a
do it,
change
you
of
know?
heart.
Like,
Wow.
that's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
That was
And
great.
I
Lit,
think,
lit a fire under his ass.
Dude, that was seriously
Yeah,
a good comment.
and now that I
Thank
think
you,
about
that's a
it, I
great
think
one.
that's why him having all
That's
these
perfect.
secret pets was
Atlas
such a
made the fucking
bombshell
game.
too.
They can't
Because
understand
that's
that they need
also
to have a change
whimsical
of
as
heart.
fuck. Like, why
It's the
does
theme
he
of
have
the
a bunch of
goddamn
fucking
game.
pets?
Yeah.
You know,
A bunch of
I think
people
that's why it was so
doing
amusing
stupid,
to a lot of people. Because
ignorant
normally,
stuff,
okay, right,
and
if you tried to
little
explain
kids
this
who
to
make them
someone,
have a change of
there's this
heart.
guy and we found out he had a bunny and a bunch of other
Then we
shit
don't let anyone
potentially.
actually broadcast
Like, why would that ever
important
be a big
things.
deal? Why would anyone care, right? Like,
Right.
yeah, I don't care if a streamer has pets they don't talk about. But for him, it's just so like weird and out of character, and it makes it really funny.
No screen
Like LTG
shots.
having a kid. It just feels wrong.
What is up with this game?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not really this game, it's the publisher, Atlas. Oh. Black
Oh,
Mage
oh
C-Type
my god, I
did
hate, I
cheers
forgot
to
about this.
play
Oh, I
safe and
hate
do
this.
not
Oh, he
stream
fucking hates
past the
Atlas because they have this
7/7
policy
until the
about
restriction
streaming
is
their
lifted.
games.
You have plenty of
And he
games to play
goes,
in the meantime,
every
so no risk of
time
hurting you, and
he
I
was
find it
streaming, he
suspicious
would
that most
go,
of the folks urging you to stream
I'm
haven't
Atlas,
streamed
and
a
I
single
say,
bit.
And it was so
Damn,
fucking
he's calling
annoying.
them
It was
out.
so stupid.
Damn,
That's
that
good
is
stuff,
pretty
DSP.
super. Just
Oh
lay
my
down the law.
So in
God.
answer to your earlier question about like, is there something that DSP does that angers you? There you go. There's one.
Yeah, I could see that.
Who is this woman drawn as the high priestess?
Still have 3 or 4 shots left. What are we doing? Potato camera era. I liked it. That was my favorite eras are the
female Poe.
the blurry ass blue footage and the love seat arc. The love seat era, and it was probably the biggest era and covered the most amount of goofy dumb shit. That was his Becky.
Actually, oh, gotcha. You know what I really liked? I was watching Shunjukum the other day. Well, actually, not just the other day. Recently, he's been watching a lot of old DSP videos. Not that old. He's been watching videos from like the post Twitch ban, like so when he first moved back to YouTube, but before side scrollers in those couple of years there.
Oh yeah.
Where he did a lot of like black shirt emergency videos about like the state of the channel and the state of his life and just begging for like emergency help. He did that a lot back then, and I feel like I kind of forgot about it until he pulled up all these videos. So like, yeah, just all these videos where there's the one that was really great was the one where he was still on Twitch and he's like, okay guys, I need to make a video to talk about this because I stream on Twitch and then I upload my archives to YouTube, but I spend so much time uploading all these videos to YouTube and I only make $10 a day off of it. So I'm wondering if I should even just not bother doing this anymore and blah 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 blah. And he's just like going on in like this loop for like half an hour just spiraling about what he should do with his channels on YouTube and Twitch and like going over these numbers again and again, and it's like you get to watch him have like a manic freak out in real time on this unedited video. It's really interesting. They're really fun to watch if you go back and watch those.
That's
like,
true.
yeah, it's crazy.
The other show I do is called the DSP Winery, and I do something a little similar, where I go back and watch some of his earliest playthroughs.
Oh yeah.
And it's pretty interesting what old stuff you find in there. Now, nothing like, it's nothing drama really. You don't see a whole lot of drama in some of this early shit until you do see it in the gameplay. That's really when the shift happens. But yeah, he'll just be burping and yelling at the TV, saying something dumb occasionally. It's really kind of cool. I would love to hang out with this dude.
Like a time capsule.
Do the Krogan dance.
Yeah.
Do the Krogan dance.
I feel that way about watching really old Amber Lynn stuff that has like a couple hundred views, because she has been uploading for a very long time, but she didn't really blow up until the Destiny era.
Yeah.
So there's all these really fucking weird ass vlogs that just feel like trippy to watch from when she was with Crystal in Virginia.
Destiny was the boy, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so that's DSP's Destiny. Was,
Yeah, I'd say
A
so.
whipping of your naked angel ass. How do you like
But
that?
yeah, it's just crazy to go back and watch this
S&M
old stuff.
victory.
Because it's like, it's the person you know, but they're just, I don't know, yeah, younger, not
They're
as
kind of
wise.
like
Think of all
weirdly
the
more
things-
innocent.
Yeah, well, I was
Whoa,
just gonna
Mojo
say, you
SD
think of
did
all the
a
things that haven't
cheer
happened to them
becomes-
yet,
becomes
you know?
a cheerleader for
Yeah.
the stream. then immediately.
It's interesting how that happens with DSP. Is that if you go back in time, there was always this. It couldn't get much worse than this moment, and somehow it always did get worse than this. I remember they thought that the Jew jokes on Blip was the worst thing DSP could do.
Oh my god, yeah, no.
Well, that was just a start.
He didn't really like that one.
Wait till he discusses his girlfriend's hospital drama on stream.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, now Mojo SD did a 324-bit cheer.
What are your thoughts on Panda Lee?
Holy crap!
She's really annoying, but she's also
that's
kind of a
great,
queen.
right? Those are money-making ventures. The problem is none of that is
I hate her and I like
user,
her,
and
you
none of
know,
that is
which
for
I think might be
gameplay,
a
and none of
common
that is
opinion.
for
She's so
anything but to
annoying,
make Twitch
but
and
it's also
the
like
streamers
really
money.
funny. Like I
And I'm
love
sorry, you
watching
guys
that
know
one
me.
where
I'm the
girls
kind of
trying
guy-
to play Nier
gameplay
Automata,
is first.
and
Like,
she's
Yes.
fucking bitching. That's like the
Playful
funniest
game.
thing.
I don't want to be
It's so
stopping
like
every 5 seconds
simultaneously
to say,
annoying
Big cheer,
and
became the cheerleader for the
hilarious.
streams,
Yep.
and then Mojo SD did a 501
And then also the one
cheer,
where,
and
Oh, by the way,
one of my
for the
favorite
stream.
film moments
Mojo
ever
SD did
is where
701
he's
bit
playing,
cheer,
he's trying
and
to play
now he is the cheerleader
Kingdom.
for the
I think
stream
he's
with
playing Kingdom
701
Hearts.
bits.
And
How
Leanna's
did
in the
he
chat telling
700
people how much
cheer?
Kingdom Hearts sucks dick.
Now Mojo, no,
So then they
how
all
deep
start
is
fighting
the
with her,
cheerleader
and then he
700
tells off the
stream?
people for fighting with his
Good
girlfriend,
lord.
and
No,
then we
just
get
imagine. Just
Yep.
imagine
I'm
if
just
every
trying to play
stream
my
that I
game,
did,
and all of you
I talked
fucking
for
idiots are arguing with my
Oh, by the
fucking
way, you gotta buy
girlfriend.
stuff
Piss
now.
me
See you
the
later.
fuck
Here we
off.
go.
That's like the best rant ever.
It is a good one.
Now,
But she's
how
so
has
annoying, like, who does that?
325 bits to
Have you
Like,
seen
bro.
their Have you seen the This Is How You Don't Play of?
Isn't that fucking
I believe it's
annoying?
Mafia or Mafia
Yeah,
2 or
that's
possibly
really
Godfather
fucking
2.
annoying, right? But that seems to
It's some of
only
their best
literally
content
Twitch
because
become a
they're
website
playing
of
DSP's
bangers.
playing some sandbox
People who just
GTA
sit
clone,
there instead of
and
caring
she's
about
shitting
what
on
they're
him the
doing
whole
on
time,
Twitch,
and it's
like
hilarious.
a quality playthrough or a quality
why does
gameplay
it just-
stream.
It's just so
bullshitting
funny
for
that it's
5
happening at
minutes,
all,
then,
because
oh,
like
time
she's
to
unhinged as
thank
fuck.
everyone who
Who
became a
does that? Like,
subscriber. Let's
if your
play
boyfriend
sounds
is
and
streaming
buzzers
Kingdom
and interrupt
Hearts,
my
is your
content,
first
and now
instinct
it's
to
time
go
to
into the
show
chat
a
and be
new
like, Kingdom
product.
Hearts
Here
fucking
it is,
sucks,
and
I
they
hate
shove
Kingdom
the
Hearts.
product.
Like, why
That's
would you
all
just,
it's become.
why would
I'm
you
not.
do that?
I'm
Which
not
is
like
really
that.
funny.
You guys
That
know
makes
me.
it funny.
You guys know I've been around since before any of
You
those
know?
motherfuckers on Twitch.
But
right?
at the same
I've been
time,
here
it's so
since
annoying because
2008,
who thinks to
and
do
I'm not
that?
going to
I'm so
change
conflicted
the
about
quality
her.
of my content. Because that's how you make.
It is true that she was pretty disrespectful of
Abandon
him in a
YouTube
lot
and
of
just go
ways.
to Twitch and do what everyone else does and
I will
just
say that.
shill.
It was like a
No,
mutual disrespect,
because that's
right?
not me. I'm not here to sell products to you.
I mean, he wasn't
I'm
very
here to
nice
give
to
you
her
quality
either.
gameplay content that entertains you, and in return, I make a living. So I was doing
She was
that.
also,
I was
like, a
making some
decade
money
younger,
with the
so there's
advertisements
that.
on Twitch TV. I'm no
Do you
longer
think-
doing
when
that.
do you
Those
think they broke
advertisers
up?
were not paying anything.
'Cause
They
DSP is an
all
unreliable
wanted to
narrator.
pay
When do you
money
think they
from me.
broke up?
Send me a donation, subscribe to my channel, buy this piece of shit, buy this
I
stupid
think they
fucking
broke up
t-shirt
before
instead
the
of talking
hospital
about
thing,
and
or
playing
maybe they were
games.
just on their
Now,
final
I'm not
legs
about
and
that,
they just hadn't
all
made it
right?
like
Oh my
official
God.
yet.
Whoa,
You know,
Mojo SD just
like
did
maybe it was kind of,
2001
maybe it's like a
cheer,
phase
and
where they
Mojo
both
SD
kind of know
has
and they're just
become the
existing in the same
cheerleader
house.
for
They don't really
the
talk to each other. They just kind of
Holy
ignore each
shit.
other.
How
Maybe they hadn't
deep is it
solidified
a
things yet.
3,000-bit
I don't know.
cheer?
I wasn't around for
This
that,
is
so
out of
I'm
control. Did it appear above
not
me? I
as,
don't even know if
I wasn't there for that
opinionated on
either.
I was reading.
What do you
Oh my
think?
God. Where? How the hell do I bring up the map?
I personally think that it did break them up.
I have no
The
idea how to
hospital
bring up the
thing?
map and check it.
Because I think what happened
That's
was
actually a good opinion. Yeah, like
Wanna bring up
maybe
the
that was
map
the final
and see
straw
where
for
it
her to be
goes?
like, wow, this guy
Oh,
is
here's
not
the
reliable
one.
in my life. Like, get out of here.
I think that she was really thinking about bringing it up with him soon, and that made it happen.
I could see
Oh my
that.
God, what the
yeah,
hell?
totally. Final straw. Because, I mean, that is really bad, right? If you live with your partner on the other side
Why
of the
the hell did
country
you
and your
get
family's not
first
there, you
attack?
gotta be able to depend on
That
them
was
if shit hits the
stupid.
fan.
That didn't make any
And
sense.
you're hospitalized
Should've
and you
got
can't
first
rely on
attack.
him to not be a
Oh, try to
shithead.
catch him again. I failed a million
That's
times.
pretty
trying
bad.
to catch this persona.
I knew you could do it, Fox.
Let's see if I can get him. Don't joke around. He hated
I didn't like, what I did not like was Panda Lee when she started waxing philosophical and started giving her
I can't
opinions.
catch this one.
Realistically, I didn't,
Those are the worst.
because she has nothing interesting to say. It's nothing bizarre. It's like, I see Mexicans over there, they bother me. I'm like, what was that? Get out of here.
If I
Too
knew
many
Spanish, I
behind
could tell you
upbeat
what
jokes,
they're
irritable,
fucking, whatever the fuck
serious,
she
and
said, right?
gloomy.
About their
Like,
music.
The police are here.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Alright,
She's one of those
irritable.
people
She's not
where
supposed to be serious.
I think if it was the modern day,
Okay.
she would have started a podcast, and it
Dude,
would have been one of those
this is ridiculous.
podcasts where it's
How am
like,
I
why does
supposed
this
to know?
exist?
Siri, I'm
Yep,
supposed to be
it's just
serious.
lady whining.
What the fuck am I
Yeah,
supposed to
exactly.
say?
Kind of like DSP is just guy whining.
Expensive fresh restaurant, a busy ramen joint, or a famous pancake place?
There were signs, but the hospital thing happened, and then announcing the breakup a couple weeks later. So DSP's
Well,
bonus
she
to make
didn't
it sound
like
better.
the French
And yeah, he's
restaurant,
gonna.
so I'm not gonna recruit her.
DSP will lie. It's just kind of how it works.
Too big. Well, she gave me a relax gel, and now she's gonna run.
Which person in the DSP narrative do you want to talk to? You can only talk to one,
I do the answer that seems.
and you get
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 hours.
It's always wrong.
Damn. That's a great question.
They missed the guy who.
The easy answer is Panda Lee, but I kind of want to talk to his dad.
This guy's about to die.
I was thinking his parents too. Actually, so it's
They
really
missed
funny
him
you say
again?
that because like
Dude,
what's
that's
their
insane.
You have to pick one.
He has no health
what's
and
the
misses
deal,
him
you know? Like
twice.
what's the fucking
That's
deal about them?
bullshit.
Yeah, okay, probably his dad. His
And
mom
then
would
he uses
probably
the
just say
weakness.
I get the
Come
impression
on.
his mom coddled him, so
Oh,
she'd
he killed
probably
himself.
just be boring and say nice things about
He ended
him.
up killing himself.
But that could also be useful if you get like some interesting dirt on him through mom gushing on
He
him.
missed
I used to
again.
change his diapers
Yeah.
until he was 9. He's a good boy.
Times and fucking missed
Bro,
it.
what?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Go back a second.
Yeah, hold on.
Times? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean Cat,
He didn't die. Are you kidding me?
I don't know about Cat.
Oh
Or what
my
about
God,
like,
dude.
okay, what about really
Fucking
outside the
blatantly
box here? What
cheating.
about like a coworker of
Well,
Cat?
there's nothing I can really do. I got attacked,
Like, hey, that
right?
chick you work with, what the fuck
can't
does she
believe
say
he
about her
blatantly
husband?
cheated
Like,
three
That
what's
would
the
be
deal with
interesting,
that?
yeah.
Misses.
Right?
Fuck
Because
you.
if you ask Kat directly, she
Blatant
might say
cheating.
something different than if you ask the
At least if I
people
pick
she
him,
sees on
I'll
a
just
regular
absorb it,
basis.
yeah.
Like,
All right.
Yeah, she's gonna
Oh, yeah,
confide
what
in
does
her
she say
workers,
about him?
her coworkers.
Miss!
she doesn't
You're
know
right.
anyone else. It doesn't seem like she has any
Miss.
friends. So like,
Complete
you know
fucking
when
bullshit.
people are just at work and they go,
That
oh,
was
my fucking
complete
husband did
bullshit.
this
The game
today, or
knows
oh,
it.
whatever.
Dodge,
You know,
miss,
like I
miss,
would be
miss,
so
miss.
interested
Fuck
to hear
you.
what kind
Get
of
out of here.
stuff they know.
So
Because I mean, the
dumbass
people I
Coon,
work
have you
with,
seen this piece before?
I have a
It's
general
the
like
curse
mental
of Rome
picture of their
specific
spouse
kanji.
just from what they say
How
about
the
them,
hell
right?
would I know what that is?
And I wonder what
I don't
these
know
people's is of
kanji.
Phil.
Yeah.
Like,
Are
do
you
they know what he
kidding? I'm
does for a
sorry, I'm
living? What do they?
cheating.
What does she
That's
think
not
of it?
fair.
What does she
There's no
say
way I
about
would
it?
know
Like
about
behind the
kanji.
scenes, you know?
It's gold, apparently. Okay. Oh, countless mass. I got a trophy. Maybe for recruiting a certain number of persona. But
Oh my god, he's so annoying.
Shot for you.
This
Tried to take a
guy.
screenshot and it wouldn't
Sucks.
let him.
That this guy has no weakness. This is such bullshit.
What's a DSP phrase that kind of immediately triggers you?
Get the fuck out of here.
Do you get
Lightning
it?
slash.
Again,
Oh, I
recency
missed.
bias
Are you
because he
kidding
fucking
me?
says it so much. It's whenever he's being like condescending and know-it-all, like being a know-it-all. Do you get it?
missed.
You
He
get it?
missed
Do you get it?
twice. Are you serious?
And it's always because he punctuates
That's
he
bullshit.
punctuates
Missed the two
sentences
fucking
with
people who would've
"Do you get
killed.
it?"
That's
after he
bullshit.
usually says something really fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like he'll say something really fucking dumb and then be like, "Do
No,
you
I
get it?"
couldn't.
And it's like,
There's no
"No,
way to
you're
surprise
wrong.
him.
You're literally wrong."
Great, completely surrounded. I love it.
No, Phil. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it actually. Could you like continue to explain it?
Oh, this really sucks.
I think I want to talk to.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, and there's tons of like. Okay, now we kind of have to make a list of other characters that would be interesting to talk to. I kind of want to talk to one of his teachers.
And I died.
Oh
It's
man.
over.
And you got some sort of
Or,
like
like-
truth beam. You got some sort of laser that
Just
makes him
welcome
tell the truth or
gameplay. I
something.
did.
To within a
Yeah.
degree. Like, for example, the teacher, she probably wouldn't say anything out of the sake of
Oh,
confidentiality.
that's not too
But like,
much, but still-
anti-power beam, can't do that. What does he have? What do you have to say about him?
So I'm gonna go all the way back.
He was
I fought that mini boss. Yeah, I'm gonna be. all
Well,
the way
is he
back
doing
now.
okay? Like, well, about that, how was he?
It's a solid gameplay.
I think
I
you've
just lost
tapped into
right there.
something. I think there's some really outside the box people you could talk to that are just like mundane,
I don't know how I was
day-to-day
learning.
life
Whatever.
type people he encounters, and you'd be like, "What's that guy like?" Because like, do you think they think of him as just a regular guy, or do you think they recognize that he's a weirdo? You know, like talk to his hairdresser, or talk to like his tax guy. Be like, what does that guy tell you? Like, what do you know about him? How does he act in like a normal actual life interaction? Like, how do you think he speaks with his tax guy? You know, like, do you think he talks normal to him, or do you think he?
Pre-streams?
Yeah, like yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Because
like,
I can't see DSP doing
weirdo?
any other form of communication but pre-stream.
Try it.
He's pre-streaming
That's
at the
just it.
grocery store clerk.
No, lightning reflection.
Yeah,
You hit me and
that's
did
just it. It's
massive
hard to
damage.
imagine
Great.
any other type of interaction from him because I
Just
think
great.
he's just always so like
This guy's so
verbose
weak,
and
it's
over
in
the
the
top
head.
and dramatic all the time.
I wonder if Cat does the talking.
He really has no weakness.
Oh my god, I do not think so. I think
Good.
I think
I'm
he's the one
dead. I
that's,
died again.
you know those guys when you
What
see
the
them out with their
fuck? Are
girlfriend
you
at like a
kidding
restaurant or
me?
something and they're
I
like,
came into
oh,
this fight
I'll
with
have this and
full
she'll have this,
freaking
and then they
health.
just do all the talking
Dude,
for,
are
the,
you
for the
kidding
couple
me?
or whatever.
Mhm.
Or like, you know, at a party you'll ask
died
them a
again.
question and he'll always answer
Oh
for
my
her.
God,
I feel like
dude.
he's kind of like that. She seems like
This
quiet
dungeon is
and
ridiculous. It's whooping my
Yeah.
ass. Because they keep taking my fucking weaknesses and destroying me with them. Well, dude, I don't think I'm gonna be finishing this.
I kind of want to ask Howard some questions, but Howard's also one of the more immediate ones you would think of. I feel like Howard wouldn't know that much because Howard doesn't seem like he was much of a dude who hung out with Phil at all.
RNG. It's all just bad luck.
Yeah,
The game
I know
just
what you
randomly
mean.
does things that
He's
are
just kinda there.
weakness.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Leanna's easy answer.
Fucking
John's an
Matrix.
easy
I haven't
answer.
figured it out yet. It's not lightning, ice, nuclear, or fire. So what the fuck is it? Let's try curse.
Maybe one of the people he claims to have been really close to that it doesn't seem like
Was
it.
curse.
Like maybe
He
other.
resisted curse.
Like T?
Oh my god, he resisted
Well,
curse.
yeah, I mean that's.
Well,
T,
T's
yeah.
dead, but I mean, if you could talk
Yeah,
to him.
now me
R.I.P.
to it.
Yeah, peace be upon him. Or like,
Or what about light? Is this
I don't know, one of
weakness?
these other like big fighting
No,
game
dude, he has
people
no
that he claims to
weakness.
have been
He seriously has
friendly
no
with
weakness.
that
This
like
is
it just
ridiculous.
doesn't really seem like he would
This
have been as
sucks.
friendly with them as he.
That
Like
wouldn't-
OJ and all
Oh.
those guys.
Fucking annoying.
Oh my god, have you
It's higher level
ever
than me, so I can't recruit
read
it.
any of the
I've
old
tried
like
everything on
SRK
it,
forum
and it's not
posts
doing
of his from
anything.
back in the day?
Yep.
This is
I would love to
insane.
talk to people that knew him
Who
at those
flew by
tournaments
to show
because like
about
there's
psychic? Oh,
there's
great.
posts
I don't
about
have
him
anyone with
doing
psychic,
like
I don't think.
embarrassing shit at these tournaments
Yeah,
in like the
Ian's also
hotels
just
and
Yeah.
at the actual
Yeah.
venues and stuff. Like imagine picking those people's brain
I don't
about
have
what
any
happened
persona
and why they were
psychic.
like making fun of him.
They said they caught him
There's, like-
masturbating before. I want to hear about
He's
this.
also weak
That's
to
what I
light.
mean. Yeah, they're like talking
Oh,
about
now I
like
know it's psychic. I'll have to do
something
it
with
next
like
fight. Fuck this, man.
interracial
I'm tired of
something
dying.
something up on his
Can't die anymore. I
computer
gotta
and him
progress
jacking
here.
off and but they
Oh,
never
we can do
say
this yet again.
specifically
Jesus
what it
Christ.
was. They just
I'm
say,
getting my
"Oh, we
ass
don't need
handed
another
to me today.
incident."
Mm-hmm.
Right? They don't
Whoa.
ever detail it. Like I want to know. I want to know.
Yeah.
Tell me.
I'm gonna get one of those police sketch artists to come with me. Like, all right, describe it to this guy. What did he see?
That's right.
The BBC was how big? Okay.
Hot Latina.
Double
That's an amazing
miss.
answer, blooper.
Okay.
Double.
All right,
miss.
let's see this
Not
concept
one
sketch.
miss, Double miss.
We shouldn't have hired Derek. This is gonna take forever.
Oh no.
Of course it were. Of course. Oh great! Only 3 of us.
Oh, Weeb is in range.
Oh, critical
Uh-oh.
hit, instant death.
Oh no.
Joker's losing his cool. He's getting useless.
You know where Phil loses me with
Miss.
gaming? Like you asked if there's any gaming stuff
Okay.
that's the same, but for me, like when it comes to things like this, or like watching
Someone
him
was alerted
play,
even though he was facing the other way. Okay.
yeah, like the way he said that, you can
Cameras,
tell
are they
he's
all
like
off?
actually
Oh,
mad at the
good thing
game
I stopped.
for
Holy
fucking him
shit.
over like that, you
Yeah.
know?
That would've been
And like,
real
don't get me
bad.
wrong, I get frustrated playing a game. Everybody does.
Oh,
But I
come
don't
on,
think
got
I'm like
robbed right there.
actually angry.
Hold them up.
You know
No.
what I mean? Like it's
Money.
not actual real anger, but for him, I think it is actual real anger.
All right,
Or
good.
like
Or if it is
Watching him
anger, it's
play-
getting dropped within the next couple days.
No.
Totally. Yeah, he just has these like grudges that last forever. The other one I think of is
Wow,
like
shoot,
watching him
Pierce
play Mario
immediately
Kart
attacks.
World recently because I've been playing it
Wow.
a lot myself. Is he'll fuck up or he'll get hit by an item that fucks him over,
Miss!
and he will get actually angry. Like he's really
Miss!
for real angry. It's actual
Oh my
anger inside of
God.
him. Rather than like most people when they play Mario Kart and they get hit with a shell, they just go, "Oh fuck," you know,
Of
fucking
course it
bitch,
shocked me.
and
it's a
then
technical
they move on with their
combo.
life. You
Are
know,
you serious? This is
He
horseshit.
feels a
it's like
loss of control.
This is horseshit.
it's like actual anger. Yeah, it like it
By the
hits
way,
something
Vikings
inside
the
him for
cheerleader
sure.
with
It's like
522
actually
bits,
mad.
but
I think it
can't
hurts
keep up
his
with it
ego.
because I keep dying. I have to pay attention to the gameplay, so.
Something's happening
I
behind the scenes. What do you think
apologize,
is
guys,
happening?
I can't keep giving you thank yous for the cheers. This fucking gameplay is moving my
Right now?
ass.
Yeah, what do you think the stress point
I
is?
see a couple people like Flair and Monster Hunter saying you can guard, right? Yeah, that's true.
I don't
but if
know.
guard,
I think we
can't
got a
use
glimpse
psychic.
into
So what
him
would
and
be the point
Leanna's
of switching
relationship
over to a
when she
persona to
walked
use
off that
psychic?
last stream
If I
and never
can't
came
use it, I have
back.
to guard.
I thought that
It
was kind of
pointless.
crazy.
After this several hours
Cat
of
or
gameplay,
Leanna?
it's gonna have to go
Sorry,
on hold
Cat.
because of Atlas's really stupid
Yeah, she kinda, like,
Like a year
wobbled and
ago
then
or
left.
whatever?
Not allowing anyone to
Yeah, when
play
he was like, "You
past
don't
the
have to stay if you don't
7/7
want to,
date
if you
and
don't feel good."
broadcast
She's
that
like, "Okay," and then she just
to the
fucking walks
world,
away without saying bye.
For literally no
Maybe-
logical reason. It's not
maybe
like
she gets
spoilers
mad at
or
him a
whatever,
lot,
the
but he
game's
doesn't do
already
anything
been
about
out
it,
for
and
over
she's
6 months in Japan.
too-
Everyone knows the plot who wanted to spoil already.
I don't know.
But I
What
digress.
the word
I
would be
cannot,
too timid
I
or
cannot
just doesn't
risk
care enough to
having
say
either my
anything
Twitch
about it
channel
or do
my
anything
YouTube
about
channel
it.
shut down,
Man,
so
she
after
finds
this
it too
session,
mundane.
that's that.
Something,
It's
I
gonna
don't
go
know.
on hold.
Yeah,
for
who
a few
knows?
months, I guess. Okay.
I would like to talk to Kat, but what can I tell her?
How do I get out of here?
I don't know if she'd even be interesting to talk to directly. That's why I kind of gravitate to like people in their lives
Weird.
instead, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like Kat's coworkers and stuff.
Typically, if I use the map, they let
There's
me
a
leave
person, a
room.
very specific character I want to talk to. And that character doesn't even have like a name. Is during his
Yeah, I
story
leave.
about his grocery bags getting
Usually I'm
stolen,
able to
which
fast
is
travel
honestly
for
one of
how
my
long?
top
It's the
20
best.
DSP moments.
It's
Me
only in a
too.
safe room?
I love
didn't
it.
even know
It's
that.
so comical. It's
Dude,
so
I
silly. It's
seriously had no idea
basically
you had to be in this
when he was
fast
describing
travel.
it to me, I was
I thought you
picturing
could
Mr.
the
Bean
dungeon. I did.
acting it out.
Well, I'm learning. It's the first time I
You can see Rowan Atkinson like point his finger, like look for his cart.
Yeah.
Like you can see it in your head as he's telling the
Yeah, Yeah.
story.
Food is famous for
He mentions that he talks to an employee
But do you know what
about
Chinese
the brazen
food is
theft of
famous
his
for
grocery bags. And the guy, DSP says, and I'm saying, it's probably because of all the crime wave going on. The guy agreed with me. And I want to ask that dude, how did that conversation go? Because here's how I think it went.
really?
I have a feeling this guy was nattering on for 35 minutes about his cart being gone. And you eventually just said, yeah, man, it's a real crime wave out here. Is that what happened?
Yeah, or maybe Phil brought it up and the guy just wanted to get him to go away.
Yeah, of course, sir. Of course. Oh, it's really bad. You should stick around. More crimes might happen.
Listen, I've worked retail before. People just kind of say shit to you, and you just kind of want to get them to go away, but you don't want to like tell them to fuck off because you can't.
Yeah.
So you just kind of go, yeah, man. Okay, well, you don't need anything else. See you later. You know, so maybe they just agreed like that, and he relays it as being like the guy enthusiastically agreed.
Yeah.
That there's all this crime.
The guy said that and held up his shirt and showed DSP his piece. He was like, all right.
No! You might not know this, but the month of July...
Never mind, that guy's the coolest character in DSP verse.
Augustus is named a month...
Give me an alternate reality Darkseid film.
Alternate reality Darkseid.
It's the only multiverse I'll tolerate, is the DSP multiverse.
Oh, man.
Augustus named a month
I think the
after
obvious
himself,
answer is just he never
just like
streamed full time.
Julius.
He just never
Right,
lost
right.
a job at the helicopter factory, got a
couldn't
different
I read
job, or
However,
something.
he
You know,
felt like he
YouTube
would be
didn't pan
losing
out for
if
whatever
his month was
reason.
shorter than Julius's,
I think
so he
if
had today. It's a
I think
mystery
if he
why
was
men are
still
so
just kind of like a
prideful over
corporate
silly
guy, I
things
think he would
like
just be
this.
like kind of a. I think he would still be
He wanted
greasy
a
and
longer
fat and weird and
month, just
lazy.
like men want a longer dick.
But
There
I think he
go.
would just kind of be like
Well,
a grumpy
I didn't know that, so I
recluse.
didn't get the bonus. God damn it.
You gave a correct answer.
I think we're doing it.
You gave it correct. That's
want a
fantastic-
ridiculous one.
Yeah, I was looking for a deranged answer, but
Ooh,
that is
okay.
100% true. It would be cool to see DSP make
the
correct
hideout,
life
right?
choices. Like, what if he did YouTube for a little bit,
Where the hell's the hideout? What's
saved
the
money from that, and then went on to do
Let's go
something
get to
else?
the
That'd be kind of
hideout.
cool.
Wait a minute, I'm confused.
You know?
Yeah, and like actually made wise
Am I
decisions
confusing
and then
myself
fuck up.
here?
Just a couple, man. Don't make 50,000 bad ones, you know? If Phil won,
I
he'd
know.
go, oh god, he'd be even worse. he would demand, like, patronage. like,
my
already done.
Makoto. My Makoto.
Okay, I got
Oh my
one.
god, I can't speak.
I got
My
one.
tongue's
I got a
fucking
DSP.
tied. Haha, yes, I heard.
Shit,
from
I
Ray
just
Field
lost it.
from my-
Oh no. I mean, it is really impressive how he
again.
manages to make the
Alright.
wrong choice for every
Makoto's the
decision
question,
point in his
what?
life.
You will
Yeah,
accept
it's fantastic. It's kind of gifted. He found ways to fail the game of life I didn't even see coming, like masturbating on a stream.
Well, and the thing is, he goes out of his way to do things that make his life worse too. Why the fuck did he ever move to Seattle?
No.
Like, why did he do that? His life would be so different if he just stayed in Connecticut around his parents and his family and the
Makes
places
sense.
he
Past
knew.
the curfew.
There's literally no reason for him to just move to this,
Alright, so
and it
that's
was like a
So now
total
that
arbitrary
once
choice.
7
He didn't know
starts, I have to
anybody
save,
here.
and that's all I can
Well,
do.
here.
I can't
He didn't know
progress
anybody in
according to
Seattle.
Atlas.
There's no
This is
job
it.
for him there. There's
Atlas is
literally no reason to go to Seattle. It's
7-7.
so
Don't you
random,
dare.
right?
Don't you
Like,
dare.
It is a
Just pick-
very weird action.
yeah, it makes you wonder if there was something else going on or something. Like, I don't know.
Block that. Block it all. I can't
An
stream
alternate
anymore,
reality
according
where
to Atlas.
DSP was born Asian.
Okay,
None of
dumbass
this shit
goon.
would have happened. I'll tell you that much.
But see, that's the part of the alternate, the deranged
I don't even know what
reality.
those
Is
are.
you have to suspend it and like cut to DSP nowadays, but like in that
listen,
state. So
As
like,
someone with an Asian parent, I'll tell you, none of this would be tolerated.
like DSP was an air traffic controller. Here's one. It's like, okay, apparently, so like this plane is saying like it needs to land. And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to pre-stream. Okay, I'm in the middle of my broadcast, and you just see explosions happening. I love those kind of. That's my favorite kind of multiverse. Is DSP multiverse.
He has an incident while he's on the plane, and then he goes, "Oh, the microphone is on."
This is your
There you
captain
go.
speaking. The stream's starting now.
Now on hold.
Knock on the door.
And what I'll do is I'll
The
No,
microphone
guys.
was on the whole time.
I had to take like a lot of really expensive flight classes to be here, so if you could drop off a tip on your way out, I would really, that would really help.
I've been in trouble ever since my bankruptcy.
10 years ago, I got laid off from my job at the helicopter factory.
And bro was like, bro, can we take off? Can you tell us the story while we're flying at least?
Alright, I thank you all very much for being here. I appreciate your
I like a Persona DSP would be pretty fun.
soft clothes.
Oh,
The
man.
soft clothes
Just this
Persona
dickhead
5.
they have to deal with. They have to take out his castle.
I'm very much looking forward to
Hell
it.
yeah.
Alright? But for now,
How about
I'll like-
DSP as a Star Wars bounty hunter? You've got him all assembled there. Now I want the Millennium Falcon. And he's like, the Millennium what? Huh? Who fucking names these ships? Vader's turning into him. Shut up, man. Anyway, Millennium Falcon. No disintegrations. Dude, some of us can't afford disintegrations.
By the way, I see a few people are saying that apparently.
Alright, that's it. Enough of those, Joker.
The game publisher is saying you can only play.
Give me some more. Give me some other. Give me yours.
I guess they don't watch it.
Oh, man.
I'll
DSP
read
is a
it
nail
right now, quick,
technician.
hold on.
Dude, your nail's not
Avoid
fucking crooked.
spoiling
Your
the
finger's
ending segments of the
crooked,
first
idiot.
3 palaces. Fuck you.
Dude, I know I just cut a huge gash in your skin, but you like move.
Major boss fights. Are you retarded? They're so dumb. They're so dumb. Oh, don't show any boss fights. Oh, okay, I'll just stop capturing. I'll stop streaming. Get the fuck out of here.
Man, he's got a nice meltdown here. I'm enjoying this.
No,
I
I'm not
know.
gonna cut out boss fights. That's ridiculous. I mean, it's a fucking legitimate gameplay of the fucking game. You don't cut out the boss fight. Cut out this.
DSP is a programmer.
How about this?
I
If you're
don't.
out game,
It says
you
I
want
have
to
a
see it,
hanging
don't fucking
bracket.
make
I
the game.
don't have a
make
fucking
games.
hanging
Go do
bracket, you
something else.
fucking piece of
Don't put your head
shit.
in the fucking
What are you talking about?
dumbass. This is some fucking dumb
DSP is a
executive at
programmer.
Atlas office making dumb
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Imagine this guy writing code.
Oh, man, it'd be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Dude, it's dropping my code. Huh?
Yeah.
Of
Huh?
Atlas.
I put that in. I swear I put that in.
Culture who probably is completely out of touch with everything.
That's what the problem is with Linux. Sometimes it like deletes the things you wrote before.
Shoved up his fucking ass, and he doesn't understand Let's Plays. He doesn't understand live streams. He doesn't understand copyright.
Man,
laws.
this dude is having a
Fucking
prolonged
idiot.
meltdown about
That we-
this.
I don't want those Westerners, those English-speaking guys and gals.
Oh, this is
making
JoJo
videos
fan
of
art.
our
This is
fucking
really
games.
terrible.
It's our
I
IP.
hate it.
How dare they? And blah blah blah.
Oh, that
Morons.
reminds me. I was trying to find you a picture of that guy I know.
can't-
The
really-
first
Oh,
that
excuse
JoJo
me.
guy, and then I didn't.
Morons.
Let me find it right now.
Rich hoity-toity
I'm sure you'll be able
morons
to
who just
identify
fucking eat
the
it.
Hey, big ups, Indra. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it.
Whoa, buddy.
Do you like? What's your thoughts on the Kino Casino dudes? All right, you opened the question there.
Seriously, because all it is
My
prejudice.
thoughts on
That's what
Kino
it is.
Casino?
It's their
Yeah.
xenophobic attitude. That's incredibly outdated.
I think
Japanese
they're.
culture
What did Phil say?
is
He
so
called them a
xenophobic.
fat
It's
retard
ridiculous.
and a degenerate on drugs.
I mean, pretty accurate assessment. These locales are
Solid.
pretty good at hitting each
It
other.
makes no
Well, that's just it. I mean, I don't
logical
like
sense.
them. I like
can't
what they
find
did to Phil, but I don't like them.
of
I actually had
logic
some people on
in the
Twitter saying I was a
reasoning
Kino
or any
Casino
kind of
fan just because I
factual
spoke
evidence of
favorably
why
on a
this
stream
would
about
make any sense for Atlas to be doing
their
this.
part in
It
the
just
arc,
seems
but
like
I
it's
think what they're
stupidity
forgetting is
and
people are
ignorance on their
complex
behalf.
and
And the sad part
situations
is,
are dynamic.
The upper management
And
of Atlas is
just
stupid
because I
and
think what they did is
ignorant,
very
that's not
funny
good.
and that
They
Phil
need to
acted
be
like a
in line
retard
with current
when he did
internet
his whole
culture
King's.
and being
I think
like
the
King
King Snake
culture.
thing is
I
the
watched
funniest
their
possible
entire
thing that could have ever
120-hour
happened.
playthrough,
But that doesn't
and
mean
now
that I
I've seen
like
the whole game.
Kino
I don't have to
Casino.
buy it from
you
Yeah,
know?
or that I like Review Tech. Review Tech did phenomenal in that interview.
Oh, I know. Oh my God, it's coming from me, like me. You know, I think the
So
King
who
Snake thing
cares
was
if they
incredibly
watch a Let's
funny,
Play of it?
and I think
It's
R2U's
so
response in
stupid
stream
what
was very
Atlas is
funny,
doing.
but I still don't like him. You
Oh,
know,
no, he's still a
And
massive
same with
loser.
Kino Casino. Yeah, I don't like Kino
They're
Casino
stupid.
either. I
They're
think they
not
are.
street smart.
I even think
Very
side
weird.
scrollers are kind of losers.
And the culture or anything,
They are
not in
losers.
line with it.
Dude,
Have any
dude,
restriction
one of my
on a stream
biggest
like that
regrets
after the
ever
release of
was
the
giving
game
those
is
fuckers a $2
completely
super
asinine
chat. I
and
felt like
proves
such
that
an
you're
idiot after I
stupid.
realized
I bought
this
one of
stuff.
their shirts.
The upper management
Yeah,
of
I
Atlas
felt
and
like,
Japan is fucking
well, because
stupid.
I mean, the
There's
thing
no
is
way
though,
around it. There's no
my
other
hope will
explanation,
be
okay?
that we were on
And
such
by
a
the
drought
way,
for good
don't
Phil
you dare
content
go past
and good
this date,
events in the
or else it'll
Philverse
happen
that when
again.
that interview
And you
happened,
did
like I
intend
said
to be
earlier, the
threatening.
interview
You're
was
threatening
really
me
good.
right now. I'm-
On its
so is
own.
Gundam.
But what made it even better
I'm
was
not
that we hadn't
intending
had
to be
any good Phil
threatening, but I'm
stuff in a
just
long
saying,
time.
Do what I say. What?
So that was just like
Like,
really
how
exciting,
stupid
you know? It was
It
a really
is. You
exciting
tipped
day.
their contribution to the DSP narrative.
'Cause that's what that
Yeah,
tells me.
totally.
You think
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, I think I
can't
tipped.
read.
I think I did a
don't
$2 super chat and I
comprehend.
said something
One
like, "This is my
paragraph
Super Bowl"
and the
or
next paragraph
something.
you apologize
'Cause,
for
like,
threatening me.
It was crazy.
Okay.
It was
so
awesome.
You write those
I'm
It
sending you
was.
a picture of that guy, by the way. Don't
and I'll
share
call
it
you
because
out
it's a
every
guy.
Alright, I
time.
gotcha.
You
But
look stupid.
you can identify
I
him,
can't
maybe.
believe how dumb you think we are that we're gonna take it like a threat. Oh, we're
Yeah,
not
let's see
threatening.
this.
Sorry. Well, here's the
JoJo
threat right
characters.
above.
Curious how fast you'll get it.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure
that's
you're right.
okay. Yeah, that's Guido Mista. Yeah, I know that guy.
Guido Mista.
Guido Mista from Part 5.
All right. Well.
Not exactly who I would dress as. He kind of doesn't have my sense of fashion. I was always a Jotaro dude. Jotaro is the guy who gets called to the office for wearing a trench coat to school.
Yeah, Alice.
That guy's
Oh, hell
cool.
yeah.
Not really. What Alice
What a
said is
cool
now you
guy.
can stream this game up to November 19th. So now I can actually play this game on and off and balance it with all the.
Okay, I missed that entire diatribe. I guess it doesn't matter. Everything's fine now. All right, cool. Whatever it was the most horrifying thing DSP was ever dealing with.
All shaved ice syrups at the market.
Yeah, Guido
They have
Mista.
the same flavor. They have painkillers. The coloring comes.
His stand is pretty fun. I like his stand.
I I think the answer is the coloring comes from insects.
DSP as a stand user would be hilarious. I can't really say it, but
they have the same flavor.
dude,
I never
what?
would've known that. Well,
Dude, his
shit,
stand is
it's
broken.
there.
Huh?
Nice trophy.
He parried my attack. Fuck this.
Oh.
Now they're double teaming me.
Atlas says, yes, you can keep streaming and doing a Let's Play till November 19th, but
God, that's a good
trying to
one.
take
Stop
a shot
that.
at a trophy. No.
No.
What the hell?
What's your favorite moment of the side scrollers interview?
Dumbass Coon. You haven't been completely tainted by city life yet, so here's a question.
Team, you are someone who.
What is the name of the life
Because it sounded like he was about to cry.
Firefly?
Yeah.
I thought it was really. It was just like it's really fucking stupid. My favorite moments of everything are
I don't
always
think
really
it's
stupid
Luciferin,
moments.
'cause that's-
So
Yeah, I like dumb
stupid
moments or
shit like that.
extremely profound
It's
moments.
probably either be
True.
Luminarine or Berberine. Now,
But I
Or-
think my
maximum now,
favorite
so I
moment in
have to
that
answer this
interview
correctly.
was it needs some context.
Luciferin, what-
Is that when Mr. Stuttering Craig first started reaching out to people, he's like, all right, tell me your
But I don't have
gripes,
any other
Phil.
choice.
One of the things I said was like, bro, I've got way too many gripes, but I want to warn you of something. He's going to try and use the escort saga to smear us. The detractors cleared him. I just want you to know that. Go into the
Doesn't this
information
sound a
thing.
lot
And he brought it up on
haters?
the stream. I don't think I necessarily did that. I
saying.
think multiple people were telling him this.
They need me.
Yeah, he
to
said,
make a
oh,
name
well,
for
from my
themselves 'cause they
understanding,
can't do
Phil,
anything on their
the
own.
detractors are the ones that cleared you. And DSP froze up like he had been shot.
I'm just saying.
He's so predictable,
So
right?
there you
Like
go,
it's
the
just
face-
so easy to clock
The
him.
face of my
Yes.
haters.
You
know exactly
there
what
he
he's
is
gonna
right
bring
there.
up all the time.
Mishima is the face of the haters. I need to be famous. It's true. They're all trying to basically spin my shit or say negative shit about me so they can be famous and get attention and get tens of thousands
my
of views.
God.
Are we talking about
God.
detractors?
Videos that only
Mishima
fucking
is
brain
just
dead
like the
people would fucking
detractors,
watch.
you guys.
It's ridiculous.
Dude, man, these detractors have been a non-stop problem for this guy. We're like mum raw or whatever, fucking with this dude all
I
day.
need to be famous. I can ride on those coattails.
Hey, you seem like a person I could have this conversation with because you've brought it up a couple times, and I feel it's a system that you respect and value.
Get the popcorn,
Is
you make the hole in the
views.
bottom, sticks his
You've
dick
brought
in.
up that, you don't get the same views doing this content, or you don't get the same views. So it is something you factor into your decision
He's
making.
such a good friend. By the way, what was that?
I bring that up
weird
because
garage that
I
poking out of
was
the
streaming
popcorn?
for
I
a
kept touching
while,
it.
and
And
I
all of a
stopped
sudden,
doing
through
it.
the movie, the popcorn
It's
got
just
like a
because I
double
had
dose
so
of
much other
butter. How
stuff
did
going
that
on. Also,
happen?
because I was getting really bored of Phil.
Oh, it's
And,
terrible. That's
I felt bad
absolutely
about that because I was like,
terrible.
well, I do some other stuff, but are all the same amount of people going to come over? Of course not.
Oh,
Of course not.
that
I was kind of bummed out because, like, man,
apologize
every single
wholeheartedly,
person in the
folks. That
DSP
was
Detractorverse is
terrible,
interesting to talk
terrible.
to. All of them. And then you just kind of like get rid of a bunch of them. That sucks.
So what was the fight?
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I would say I'm pretty. I would disagree with that assessment because I kind of just do whatever I want and then I don't really care.
And a couple people.
But I guess
many
you
people
brought
show
it
up,
up
to be
a
honest
couple
with
times, so you notice it.
Yeah, you notice it. I mean, the reason I
what
stopped
the
making
rules
Amber
are.
Lynn
Take a
stuff,
look.
I did mention that, like, with the Amber Lynn stuff, I was getting more views than I thought, but then it kind of fell off. But really, it just stopped being fun. I think I kind of just found that, like,
Look.
that exposed me to the true nature of the community,
this doesn't show you
honestly.
that.
And that was what
What are
kind
you
of
guys talking about?
it was
I don't
kind of
see
just
anywhere
like a
Douglas perks
coincidence
anywhere
of
here.
timing. Like, it just stopped being fun for me
I
after
don't
that
see
too. And
anything
then
here about
that was when I was like, okay,
Like,
well, I'm
where's
just gonna do
Mishima?
whatever I want. And this guy seems
Doesn't
funny
say
now.
that.
And also, gaming seems funny.
Oh,
And dicking
here it
around
is.
seems funny.
Another-
So I mean, I do a
another
mix of
freaking,
stuff on my YouTube.
menu. Why the hell do they have to
It's a
do
boom.
that? All
It's a
right.
good thing.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I don't do anything if I don't
That'll
think
show
it's
you
gonna
our
be
big
fun.
dicks
I
when
think
we
that's a
get there.
mistake a lot of people make is just doing something because they think it's gonna
Snap
blow
it?
up.
No, shit.
Yep.
You know. But I think it's always
Even
really
Boston
apparent
woken up, and how many times we've rung this doorbell.
whether people want it to be or
Doug,
not.
it's so
I
annoying. He
think
probably just sat down to take a big shit. He
think no matter
just
how
put
hard
his
you
ass
try,
cheeks to the fucking
it's
sink,
never gonna come
and he
across
just
the
pushed
same
one
if
out
you're
and
doing
immediately
something
the
you
doorbell
don't
rang.
truly
I
find
hate
fun
that
or
shit.
like, but
Absolutely.
you're doing it anyway because you think people will.
Yep, DSP's an indication of that. He hates doing all this
Fucking
shit.
zeros on the
Totally,
toilet.
totally.
He's like, oh, come on.
Yeah,
leave
that's
me
why I
alone,
end up just
just
when I
gotta
restream
finish.
Phil.
Come
When I do
on, man, I
restream
got like
Phil, it's
4 or
usually
5
like
more to get
stupid
out
shit
here.
because that's what sounds
Oh,
fun
it's
to
not
me to
like another-
restream. You know.
Yeah, I should.
So like this is great. This is how you don't play is awesome. Or like
Yeah.
lately with him, I've been restreaming like him drinking and
Yeah,
driving
died
because
on the
that's
toilet.
hilarious to me.
I'm a bit
Right?
worried.
Like
Like
Elvis.
so, I'll pick on the things I
Died
find
on the
funny
toilet
and then
Elvis.
not force it if it's like, oh, I
That's
have
gotta be
some
a way
free
to
time
go.
tonight, I could
Taking a
stream, but he's
massive
playing
shit, instead you
fucking
die on the toilet,
I don't know
you let go of your
blueprints.
soul
Okay,
and
that
shit
doesn't
go,
sound fun. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know.
ultimate release.
But if it's something that sounds fun to me, I'm gonna go for it. So like the last restream I did was Mario
Hold my
Kart
hand
World
with
because I love
Dodo.
Mario
Oh,
Kart.
yeah, baby.
Or like I did all the DS politics because it was so fucking
Oh my God, now I'm
insane.
burping.
And it was
Yeah.
fun to me because my brain is broken.
Oh!
So I think if you just pick on what seems fun,
you doing in my
it'll
house?
translate.
Stole all your shit, old man.
And here's
This is
where
your boy.
the problem lies with me in that DSP
Dating?
I want to do that. I do want to do. I kind of want to go back to doing a couple restreams, but the problem is that I have a hard time justifying wasting time watching this dude, and it's
Giving a hootie to my blow
because it's such a gamble if you're gonna get something good out of that dude that night. Most of the time you get shit, and it's not worth the time, or at the very least it was time better spent somewhere else, like editing a video or something.
The fact that she
But
was a slut.
with DSP, there's only a couple games where I get anything I want anymore. I used to enjoy him going on weird diatribes, but he doesn't do that as much as I want.
Why?
And so now I just want him freaking out at games and screaming at them.
Oh my god.
And I want Street Fighter 6. Bring back Street Fighter 6 and play forever.
See, and I find the Street Fighter 6 stream so boring. The only good part is, well, I guess it's the same as what you're saying. He gets pissed off a lot, which is fun. But overall, I just don't really have fun watching him play that. It's gotta be, for me, there's gotta be some novelty or it's gotta be a game I relate to, right? Like so Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart, so I want to watch him play it, that kind of thing. But if it's a game I don't give a fuck about, and it's just like,
not a xenophobe.
whatever, I'm not into it. I think that's also why I ended up restreaming a lot of stuff that isn't gaming that he does, to be honest with you, because I do find it more watchable. So like BS Politics or Smart Guys with weird guests, like when he had like Ethan Ralph or RTU or whoever on.
That's true.
I find that more palatable for some reason, mostly just because his gameplay is always so boring.
Yeah. The novelty is interesting. The gameplay is kind of still poorly delivered on that end, because a lot of times, even if it's a game, you're kind of okay. Well, I remember I did a couple of those where you're describing where I was pleasantly surprised by what he was playing. I remember watching the flight sim ones and it just being so awful.
Oh, those are fucking brutal, dude. Those are so. It's just fucking flying to Singapore because of Slayer, and then fucking getting mad that I don't know how to take off. Yeah, drinking and belching. Yep.
He says Hikikomori.
I do think I want to. If I'm hoping that when he does play Neo 3, which he will eventually, I assume, if that he plays that during the evening streams, because I'd like to restream and play that, because I'm a huge fan of the Neo games, and he sucks fat ass at them, and that's fun.
Weird
That's
situation
awesome.
going over in Japan. However,
yeah, that's true. I do watch a lot of him eating stuff. I don't know.
I
don't know. I just can't get into the gaming stuff so much. For him, if I'm gonna watch like him gaming, it has to be something where it's trimmed down. Like if this is how you don't play, or something where I know it's gonna be silly, like Mario Kart World. I mean, the thing that made Mario Kart World more tolerable too was I was also playing at the same time trying to snipe him.
Oh, nice.
So,
that's cool.
I mean, that made it more fun too.
Yeah, it became interactive.
Watching him. Yeah, exactly. It was pretty funny because there were a bunch of us all playing together. Like people in my chat were trying to snipe him too, and a couple people got in, and it was really funny.
That's
I didn't
cool.
get in myself. I changed my name to I changed my name on my Switch to Derek Ip, but I didn't get in.
Damn.
Very sad. So now I'm just fucking playing as Derek Ip, which is a crazy thing to do.
Man, I'd reset my console. I'm not being Derek Ip. Fuck that.
Right? Well, I'm not Derek Ip anymore, but for those few hours, I wonder if all my friends,
I don't know.
my real life friends, probably saw that and were like, they were probably like, who the fuck is Derek Ip?
I have nothing for you.
Well, we did get some people in. We got Cat's Gunt got in.
That's good.
That was great. Yeah.
God damn it.
Now's the time to retreat.
I tried to do that when he played Dead by Daylight, because that's one of those. My wife and I play that game a lot, Dead by Daylight, and it's
Here we go. Irritable
had quite a bit of practice on it. So I was hoping that he would play as a survivor and I would play as a killer.
Oh my god!
And I would just antagonize the shit out of him. I would make him so he couldn't do anything.
Whoa.
And you can't quit out of the game. I mean, I guess he could. That'll be my goal, make him quit. And he played as a. He actually was gonna play more of it that night. I was trying to stream snipe him.
Ah, crap.
But then someone came into his stream, I forget which whale made this happen, and said, "Hey Phil, I would think it's really cool if you played this game instead." And TSP got off the game and went and played that game. Mr. I don't get swayed by money. Like, how dare you? Get back here and let me stream snipe you.
What a bitch!
God damn it.
That pisses me
Wow,
off.
he knows light and he knows dark, so probably.
I would have antagonized him.
Damn, what's his weakness then? I don't know. Wait a minute, he's floating.
That's alright.
Disappointing. I know. Well, that's what made it harder
That
too.
wasn't
Is
it.
he was playing
Try win.
this mode on Mario Kart World called
Nope,
Knockout
not
Tour,
win. Fuck.
where it's really hard to try to snipe the lobby, way harder than the
great.
typical like Grand Prix one.
Oh,
So it was just like
come on now.
really hard to snipe him.
That's cool that some did get in, man. That's like,
I know, right?
I did stream snipe him on Street Fighter 6. I got in one of his lobbies one time.
Oh, awesome.
And I was, what was cool about it is that on his screen you couldn't see the chat of the lobby. But on my screen you could.
See you later.
And so we could see people shitting on Phil and he couldn't even see it.
Missed.
Oh, that's awesome.
But then I played against him and dude, all my
Alright, looks like
inputs
hit this
dropped.
one.
Like the rollback netcode kicked in. And you guys saw I basically won, but he clearly cheated.
God damn, warning level keeps going up.
One enemy, but if the opponent
Oh, we have no idea. Look.
don't do anything.
Man, this is an
The only thing
interesting
I didn't try was
stand.
psychic. I guess I'll try psychic. That wasn't it either. This guy has no weakness.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Instant kill. What an asshole. Oh, great.
Oh, shit.
It's only monstrous damage. No worries.
Fox, your health is low. Watch out.
Everyone's health is freaking low. This sucks.
Phil's not having a good time with this. I'm kind of
No,
liking
he
it.
is not
It's
having
pretty
a
hype.
Yes.
Come on, quit missing, idiot!
Oh, every
Block
single
light.
enemy in these games is so cool looking.
Oh!
It's so cool. Oh my god, Len. Every single
God
like
damn it.
persona and enemy and all this stuff, a lot of them are based in like
Missed again. Oh
like
my
myth
god.
and
What the hell
religion
is
and stuff
going
like
on?
that. So every single one of them has like a little write-up being
This
like
is the longest I've
like
ever heard
this
this
guy.
music play.
It would be like this is the fucking I don't know what the fuck this is, but it would
Anubis.
tell you like
Him.
yeah, it would tell you like, oh, this is
Exactly
Anubis,
right.
he's an
Oh,
Egyptian,
great.
blah 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 blah. He represents this and this and this. They
Great.
believe this about him. Like every single thing is so fucking cool, and they have a little write up about
It's
every
the
little
kill, you
thing.
fucking
It's
piece
so
of shit.
interesting.
That's
It's very
hype.
cool, and there's hundreds of them. It's very cool.
Dude,
Like, I really
that's supposed to
appreciate
be
that,
like a
'cause-
low chance. It works every
You know, you
fucking
just
time.
gave me
Yeah,
a
it's just
thought.
It's supposed to be a low chance
I
of
want
instant
Atlas
death. Instead, he kills my party
to make
every
a-
fucking time.
I want them to make a
Shit.
role-playing game
Jack
set on the
Nero
plane
did
of
10 victories,
Ravnica
remember
for
that you
Magic
can actually
Gathering.
swap parties
Because
and have a
only
freaking
these
fight
dudes
now.
would give it the
Well, that's
respect it
true.
deserves.
I am aware of that.
Oh,
but
what's that like?
This guy's no weakness over
Magic the Gathering
anyway.
sucks, first of all. They sold themselves out. They surrendered to mediocrity. But they used to make really cool
Miss.
story-based
Uncle Fuck.
universes. And they would do different settings. And there was no connective tissue.
Whoa,
You couldn't
whoa.
get to these areas.
Oh, shit.
They were just separate realities. And some people could, just individuals. Well, anyway, there's one that's
Hey,
set in
Daddy,
a city.
what the hell?
It's this giant-ass city
Daddy,
that takes over the
what
entire
are you doing?
planet. And there's
That
these
sucks.
10 guilds that are constantly fighting. But at the same time, they're never actively at war. They're just messing with each other all the time. And I think that'd be so cool to do a game like this set in that world. Because all the factions have a dozen monsters that fight for them. And stuff
That
like
was
that.
weird. That didn't look right.
Yeah, and you could have all the different write-ups about it. Like, this is the
I
centaur
get the feeling he's
for
gonna
Celestia.
absorb curse.
Yeah, hi.
I'll try
Damn.
it though.
I
Just
I wonder
tell
if
him
you
to
would
make sure
like.
I exhausted all of my
I wonder if
options.
you'd like Metaphor Refantasio. I haven't played. I just played
Block,
the
I
demo
knew it. So
myself,
he has no
I haven't played any.
but it's more of that
fucking
like
hurt.
more of that vibe. Like that. It's more like high fantasy. So like there's all the different like factions and stuff. I wonder if you
What
might
is that
like
one called? Let me break out my Steam.
Oh yeah, it's the new
No,
newer
there's so
Atlas
many.
RPG.
New
It's like a whole
hotness.
new property.
The common
Yeah, the
enemy
new
is
hot
fucking dungeon.
game.
It's the
It's
hardest
their
one.
new property. It's like it was basically advertised as like a high fantasy
How
persona.
is this fair?
That's what's up.
How in the holy hell is
Yeah,
that
you
fair?
might like it. There's
It's
a demo
so
for
unfair
it.
that he's
That's one of the things that I'll say when I going back to one of my earlier statements about a lot of anime sucks. A lot of anime sucks because it doesn't take itself seriously. And
There we go.
I think for the most part, Persona kind of does. It's not afraid to discuss sensitive subject matter without trying to make everything a
Are you
joke.
fucking kidding me? Dude, this
Oh
is
yeah,
fucking
definitely.
horse
Oh yeah,
shit.
dude. Oh dude, they tug on your
Horse shit,
heartstrings
dude,
for sure.
dick.
Yeah, I can get behind
Oh
that.
yeah,
It's-
Jackson
they go
Heroes,
there.
remember
There's
your
too much
Spartan
goofiness in
Teach
anime.
Recon.
It
You're
doesn't
right.
respect itself. What's it called one more time?
That.
Metaphor Refantasio.
Oh, there it
I
is.
used
First
the card to
result.
teach me card.
MET. Now what's oldest then? Let's see some pictures. Alright. That's cool, it's cool. I'll scope it out.
It's like the same
I don't know how to
same
use the
gameplay
cards.
formula as Persona, more or
How
less.
do you use the card?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
No.
I can dig it. You're fighting all
I have
these
no idea how to use them.
horrifying
Cards
monsters.
don't show up in my inventory.
Hey,
Yeah,
you-
the monsters in it look
Section,
pretty
people
goofy
say?
compared to the Persona
God,
ones. I remember there
wow.
being one
Look at
that's
these
just like a
steel cards
fucking
I
egg
have.
with a head or something, or an egg with legs.
Treasure
I don't know.
chest.
They're called humans in
Magic
Metaphor
ointment.
Refantasio. They call the monsters
Amazing.
humans, which is
Rub it
very
all over
silly.
my body, my crotch.
So I was mentioning that these games, I feel like I run at the wrong speed for me.
Always.
Everything you described sounds really sick as hell. And the thing about it is that it's similar to a game I really enjoy. It's called Neo. And it takes place in ancient Japan with ancient Japanese mythology. And you fight all these weird monsters.
100% chance of insta-kill.
Guys are
It's
versus
worked
the
every
Dented
fucking
Army.
time he's done it, despite it's supposed to be random chance. He gets
SMT
the die.
versus
Complete
Dark Souls 3.
bullshit.
Raito.
Bullshit.
Dented Army. I feel like I don't understand your reference, man. I'm so sorry.
It's full of
The
shit.
I don't know about Dark Souls 3, but SMT Raito Kuzunoha something something the
This is
Dark
fucking
Army is
bullshit.
an old
This is
game that was
fucking
remade
bullshit.
recently. SMT, do you know like about Shin Megami
Wow,
Tensei
narrowly
games?
survived.
No, not really. I understand that it's a precursor to Persona.
Yeah, so Persona is a spin-off of SMT. SMT is basically Persona except minus the part where you're a kid at high school. It's literally just pure running
Of course he
around,
gets to
fighting
attack.
shadows,
Fuck
collecting
you. Ooh, it turned
dudes.
red.
That's pretty cool. I think I'd
It's
probably
really cool.
run
They're
that
very
one.
popular.
01100.
You should try that, yeah.
Okay.
You should try
I remember it.
Oh yeah,
Alright, I
Devil
already
Summoner.
forgot.
That's right. Yeah, You should try,
01100
probably
and
SMT5.
10011, right?
Okay.
It'd be cool.
Let's see
SMT5.
if I can do this
I also
right.
demo
have,
for that, too.
in addition, kind of with high fantasy, I like Dark Souls. I think Dark Souls has one of the coolest fantasy aesthetics, where it's fantasy post-apocalyptic.
Totally.
Right.
Yeah, I've never
awesome.
played any of them,
This
but I
one
always
was-
appreciate
wasn't
the
it
look and the vibe.
10011?
Shin Megami
I could be wrong, I
Tensei
think I fucked it
5.
up.
Let's listen.
I think this is wrong.
They got
I'm
stands.
doing it
Let's see your
backwards.
stands.
I think I'm doing it backwards.
yeah, they got stands,
Yeah, look,
cool.
here's the red. So this
Yeah, Neo has you fighting all these
Oh,
weird
oh, one- wait,
kaiju
I think that's
and
right.
various monsters and
I was right.
yokai
It's
and
always the
whatnot.
second- the
And it's
second
always really
two
cool because
numbers,
these
or the second
monsters,
two
when they're on the
sequence.
woodblock
Red, they
prints,
have to
look
be
very
on, for blue, they have to
regal
be
and
off, so I got it
sophisticated.
right.
But in the game, they're
I got it
horrible
right.
and disgusting monsters. And I think that'd be cool to do
No.
across cultures.
What?
Like how you described this
What?
guy's like, got ancient Egyptian shit.
That's bullshit.
A Souls game set in ancient Egypt would kick ass.
10011.
Like the crocodiles are all fucked up and gnarly looking.
And then blue is
One of the,
01100.
One of the palaces
I did it
in
right.
Persona 5 is like
That's bullshit. I
Egyptian
did it
themed.
correctly.
That's
Futaba's
cool.
So that means
palace.
that
It's
something's
super cool.
wrong. One of them is flipped.
I do like this
wrong.
idea of
They fucked
basically
up. They fucked up their own
mythical
puzzle.
Pokemon. That's kind
Look.
of cool.
Red
Yeah,
right
exactly.
now
That's
is
exactly what it is.
00011.
But it is
And
JoJo.
blue is 01100.
Because you can use
Let's
them
go double check again.
as your stand.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
What the hell's your problem, DSP?
Why is he
I
mad at this?
flipped it.
Flip-
I
Oh,
flipped it by
idiot.
accident. God
Puzzle
damn
boss.
it. God
What
damn
does that
my
mean? What happened?
dyslexia. I flipped it.
I think he's just at this
Good
part where you have
God.
to
I
move
think we're
around
done
like
here
these
now. We can
tombs
go
to like
back,
unlock
right?
some kind of thing, and he
Path
fucked it
of
up.
balls.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's collapsed. The boulders are stuck. We can't get out. It's impossible to pass through this way. We have to find another path. Fuck.
Next is on the Switch.
where? I don't know what to
Yeah,
do.
it's Pokemon. I want a ninja version. All the different ninja things you can
It's
find.
a dead end. Shit, what do I do?
I'm very pro ninja.
Yes, of course.
Good. You've been there during some of my rants about
Yeah, of
ninjas.
course.
All these
Okay.
areas.
I've heard you talk about ninjas lots of times.
They're cool.
What the heck?
They
do I
got the
do?
ultimate aesthetic. That's why these guys are cool. Because they're running around in black outfits like
I have
ninjas.
no idea where to go.
Yeah, they're called the
now.
Phantom Thieves. That's
Now
the coolest thing
thieves
I've
are
ever heard.
different. Ninjas kill.
Well, they're the thieves because they steal people's hearts from their palace.
What do I
They
do?
need to
How do I
steal
get
it from their
back
rib
now?
cage.
It's all blocked. There's no way to go.
But they're in the
What is
metaverse,
this?
dude. It's different.
There should be someone dead at the end of the equation. That's what
I
defines a
can't, they won't
ninja.
let me.
That's why you can't have ninja
Well-
delivery drivers because someone
Wait.
will die on the way there.
If they
Oh.
fuck up
There we
the
go.
heart stealing, then the person does die in real life. That does
Oh my
happen.
God.
in one.
Awesome. They should screw up constantly.
Double miss. Wow. Very fair.
There is a butterfly
Oh, no.
ninja.
Oh, I told you,
Ayane.
just in case he attacks, he
Yeah.
got some fucking attacks. Such horse shit.
Oh, he's pissed.
So I guess we're done here? Yeah, we looped. That's all you could do. Now I probably go to the main hallway. Maybe the main
DSP is a
door's open.
samurai. Dude, I'm trying to like fight for the Emperor's Shogun or the Emperor's honor. And you got these motherfuckers, this motherfucker named ninjas.
get there from
And they're
somewhere else?
they're coming in here and ruining all my shit.
Wait, look at this. How the hell do I do this?
If you try to make it this is how you don't assassinate,
I don't know
you
what
almost
weapon
got me
to
killed.
hold
You.
What do you
Yes,
mean? What do you
Get
mean?
to any other
Sneaking in. I was literally
areas
so
from
quiet.
I don't think there was a way to get
Who's-
over there
who's
from where I
getting-
am, right? Let me look at my map.
Are you getting yelled at?
No, there was no way to get over there from where I was.
Don't yell at Sad. She did nothing wrong.
I guess I gotta go all the way back to the main hall, hope the door
I was the one
opens.
screaming over
I
here.
don't know what else to
Nothing
do.
there.
Alright, well, I guess we gotta go back.
Ghost of Tsushima was
Ah,
rad.
crap. The Trojan and
You know, I
someone else
started. I got
said
maybe
that,
like
apparently I missed
5,
a whole-
10 hours into that
Really?
game, and then I didn't keep
Yeah,
going. I'm
apparently I
really
missed a
bad at
fucking
open
hole I was
world,
supposed
but
to
I really
see.
wish I wasn't because it's a really cool game.
I wish there wasn't as much need to do
Where's the
open world
hole?
stuff, because that is a deterrent
Not
to people.
here.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
no
just not good
hole.
at it. I don't know.
And I can't use my
I
third
just like
eye
get
because fucking
distracted. I
assholes
can't
after me and
fucking.
won't
I don't know.
leave.
A lot of people love that though. A lot of people
Where's
that's
the
like
hole?
what they look for.
hmm
There's no hole.
I enjoy to an extent. I don't feel like I don't
hole
like feeling
anyway.
like I'm a prisoner.
I need to find
Don't be
the
having me
hole.
going all over the
I
place
don't
getting
know
shit.
where
I'll
to
explore on
go.
my own, thank you.
I need to what the?
Yeah, true.
Oh, there's a hole. I found
Yeah,
the
maybe
hole.
that's what it is. Like
I gotta
I
go
appreciate
inside.
more of like a linear story, but there's
Going in
opportunities
all
to
the
look for
way.
little things along the way. Like this
Full
game is really like
penetration
that.
of
Like
the
hole.
he just ran past all those vases, but if he wanted to, he
Who
could
would
have
that be
busted
this
them all
hour?
open, probably
If
found
you'd
some
like, we
cool
could spend some
stuff,
time
done some
together.
other stuff along the way.
Is the case
Yep.
coming tomorrow, huh?
He's very linear.
Anyhow,
Dark Souls is the same way.
I'm going to
So you
bed.
can find various shit on your various crawls.
Huh?
Yeah.
Who could that be at this hour? I'm gonna hang out at your place tomorrow. What? Dude, what is
Uh-oh.
this?
Dude, I'm liking all these ones.
We have a dungeon to clear, but everyone wants to hang out with me. Look, if I'm at the hideout, I can't move out whenever. I'll bring manga so you don't have to worry about me. What the hell? Now Ryuji's coming over. What is happening?
Bob Starsky, I
Back
need to talk to
back?
that dude.
Are you
I
serious?
wonder if I could be brave enough to ask him something.
Well, is it over now? Can I
We'll
finally
see.
do
Bob's
it?
really
Wait a
nice. He
minute.
probably could.
No! Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
What is
let's
it?
DM him. I'm gonna
my
harass
God,
him real
it's
quick
Fushima.
live
I got
on
some intel
stream.
that some weirdo's been
Are
showing
you gonna
up
make
at
a
the
song or
planetarium.
something?
No, I'm not
I
a
don't have
musically
the
gifted
planetarium,
dude.
So I should do it
I
because that will
need
give you the
art.
location.
Physical art.
Oh, hell
More
yeah.
friend stuff. Non-stop friendship.
Who the hell is his email?
Friendship, baby. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be counting on you.
You could probably just message him on like
Whoa!
Twitter or something.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
probably.
So I guess the case is closed. What the hell was that? A million fucking notes flew out of their bodies. They're sitting there like, what?
Is this one of the better communities you belong to?
Is this really what the news is in Japan? All this stupid
Yeah, I'd
shit?
say so.
So this group of phantom thieves.
It's also fucking
Seriously, like,
retarded
on
in
the
a lot of
news,
ways,
like,
but
there was a
it's
shooting,
pretty good.
Taxes are up.
I wouldn't stick
you know,
around if it wasn't good
government did
overall,
this.
you know?
No, the news is the phantom thieves, a rogue group of people who behind
I think
the
this
scenes
might be the
demanding
best
to
community
change the
I've ever
hearts
been
of
a part of.
criminals now are being invaded by the Medjed, who are threatening them.
Yeah, in terms of like online stuff, for sure.
News. All right. Anyway. Oh no, I gotta give her a gift. Ah, fuck.
There's
What
a
do I
lot
give
of
her?
lot
I'll give her
of
some flowers.
retardation,
Flower
but there's also a
basket.
lot of genuine people.
This
Yeah.
right
It's fun.
got
Like
some
everybody's
more- Oh,
attitude
just
is like
kidding.
everyone's here to have fun, more or
She
less.
didn't
You know,
impress the
there's
wow.
some
Exactly.
people.
Flowers, and she
I've always
didn't like
thought
it.
there's
What
like a
bitch.
couple different approaches to doing this stuff, and
What
like
a
some
bitch.
people. I think
Oh,
there's a
no, are you
subsect of
kidding
people
me?
that just like want to be,
Wow.
just want to argue and want to
What
be
is
right
it?
and want to like
It's
seek
Bo-
justice.
Dakota.
But I think
Oh my god.
more people are just here to
Yeah,
have fun,
it's
and that's
fine.
where
Oh my god, we
the
have a
fun
week of
is.
hanging out with everyone.
You know.
No, I understand completely. I'm kind of one of those ones where I feel like DSP should face justice, but it's just that DSP more or less represents.
Baby, you want me to
He
unleash
violates
my
the cultural
drag?
agreement.
Simeon,
Man. He's
this is
just a
10-bit
piece of
chairs,
shit
and
all
I'm
the
not sure it's
time.
legal to
It's
burst
not
through the
fair.
teenager's room demanding that she
Yeah, I know
return
what
to
you
her
mean. Like, yeah,
palace.
for sure, he shouldn't be
Spread your legs
able to
and
do
let me
some of
into
the
your
stuff he
palace,
does, but I'm not
goddammit.
gonna fucking make it my
Oh,
whole
it's the good
purpose of my
music.
channel or anything.
Oh, definitely not.
Sometimes you gotta accept that people have tried and there's not anything you can do, so if you're not gonna have fun being here, then don't burn yourself out trying to get some kind of justice for something that you're not gonna get, you know?
Hmm.
Ultimately, I think
Judges
he
up
already
ahead,
has
let's finish
justice
this
every
while we
single day.
dance
I mean,
to
he's
the
fat,
definitely. He
and
lives in
greasy,
a
and he lives in a
hell's on
stinky
making.
office. Yeah, he has a stinky office and a fat wife he doesn't like, I don't know. It's not like he has a good life. People get upset. There's a lot of people too. I think I might have the uncommon opinion here. I think most people get really upset when he gets like big donations and stuff like that.
I think it's gone in
But-
2 minutes.
And that's exactly how I
I know,
feel. I
I
feel
was
the
so
exact
into the
same way
music,
as you.
I
Like, it's
fucking
never
went
really
back
made me
down.
mad. I
Go
guess I
back
can
up.
see why people
Go
feel that
back
way
up.
because people.
Yeah.
I can
I think
understand why
people
people
get
are mad because
resentful.
it's disability checks. So, like, yeah, you are technically funding this guy indirectly.
Oh yeah, that's gross. But I'm
Come
talking
on,
about
come
like
on,
when you
come
got,
Hey,
you know, like OIC type people coming in and just dropping a few $100. Like some people get really mad about that. Oh, like that guy that did the really huge tip recently. That guy that did like, what was that, like $1,300 or $1,600 or whatever. like a month ago.
Yeah.
People got really fucking upset about that, and like I get it, I guess, because you know, I think where people
I didn't ask for this.
get lost in it is they think about, oh, if I was given
You do better than
$1,600,
that.
I
Come
would
on.
do this and this
Come
with
on.
that, and it's so much better, and it would make a difference in my life. But I think it's
How
like you
dare
can't really
you!
get caught in that trap, because the thing is, he's not going to use it to
That's
better his
it.
life, and you just have to make peace
How
with that.
dare you!
Like,
Mm.
it's gone.
Ah, you
He's spending it on
bitch.
games, he's spending it on
Get the fuck outta
RGBs,
here.
and it just is
Yeah.
what it is. You know, it's not like it's actually going to improve his life. I think people get like jealous or resentful thinking of that it's going
It
to
doesn't matter
improve
that
his
he's
life
dead.
and
I
he
don't
doesn't
give a
deserve it.
dickly shit.
But it doesn't improve his
I don't
life,
care.
you know, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's fine. It is what it is. A lot of idiots come into a lot of money every single day. Just is what it is.
And this guy has such an unenviable life. Like, this guy talks all the time about how we should envy him. Bro, you've got no freedom in your life. You can't do
No, I
anything.
want money.
No, yeah, exactly.
You're stuck there on that
I need
couch,
money.
lad.
Yes.
Get comfy.
Get out of here. Get the fuck.
He really
no,
is.
You can do better. Give him all money. Oh.
I do think about how, like, you know, if I had that money, it'd be so much better. But I also just think about, like, if
Come
the
on.
general person
Give me
had
some
that.
money.
Think about how much better their life would be. Just your neighbor getting
That's never
$1,600.
enough.
The neighbor who's
No,
dealing
give
with some
me
sort of
more
debt
money,
right now.
bastard.
And that's what bums me out is the unfairness of
It's the
life.
kill.
DSP represents
Of
a lot of
course, always
unfairness
insta-kill.
in life. Like, this dude should be have been
Shit.
kicked off the internet by now, realistically.
Insta kill. Double insta kill.
Yeah, maybe that's what people
Double
get hung up on.
fucking
Eh?
insta kill.
But yeah, it's true. It's because ultimately it's like that moment
Double
in
insta
Boondocks.
kill.
You just have to realize, wait a minute, I'm a civilized adult with shit going on.
Dude, that had nothing to do with
You're the
cooking at all.
loser here.
Because the game's cheap as fuck.
I don't have to be a part
That's
of any
what
of
that
this.
is. I hear voices in my head. They make some toast, they butter bread, they talk to me.
I think that was the stroke right there. Remember, because he said toast.
Wow, an
Oh, this is
instant
Futaba's
kill.
Palace, the like Egyptian style one. It's cool.
Oh, nice.
Kill.
It's like a futuristic
Oh my
Egyptian
God.
type thing. It's really cool.
That's
Like,
hype.
you can see the
I
little
dig that.
glowy stuff on the ground.
Rather than revive.
Yeah, I dig the
Futaba's-
synthesis
Actually,
of
don't know how
stuff.
to do that. I don't know
Futaba's
how to
whole
bring someone
character is
in.
that she's
I don't know how to
she's like a
switch
hermit,
characters
she's like a
during the
shut-in,
game here.
and
Oh,
she's just like
L2,
an elite
you
hacker
mean
on the
L2.
internet. She's like she's meant she a lot of the stuff they make per se in the game. She kind of like
Here we go.
it's kind of like a 4chan
Oh, I
user
can't switch a
style
KO
person. It's
character.
really funny.
That sucks.
And
She's a net citizen. I get it.
Yeah, she's very funny.
I
so
dig
anyway,
it.
yeah, her
Deep
palace
Drive
is
is
like
the
this
cheerleader
cool
now.
Egyptian
Oh,
futuristic
Nolbert just did a 307-bit cheer and became the cheerleader for the screen. Thank you,
futuristic
Nolbert.
thing. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, see,
Oh,
like right
now
here.
Deep
Look at
Drive
that.
did a 308-bit cheer and he's the leader. Holy crap.
No, we're just talking about money
Cheer
the whole
wars
time.
here
Like,
for
shut
the
up.
boss fight. Neon just did a 10-bit cheer, and he said Futaba's mom is a butter body MILF, and then he did another
What?
1-bit cheer. What the? Here we go. Whoa!
Oh, I'll be right back. I
What
gotta
the
feed my
fuck?
dog.
So let's go. Oh god, DSP just got
What
shot.
the hell? It's tentacles! What the fuck?
DSP, I would implore you to move on with this subject as quickly
Oh,
as
shout out to
possible.
Nover87 who did a 1004-bit cheer and he said tentacles.
What's your guys' palaces look like? You guys already know what mine looks like. Mine's a badass dark techno
Everyone's a
ninja
freaking
lair.
despair.
And we got mechs moving around and stuff,
fight.
and they make no
Ow.
noise. You get snuck up on by a mech.
How do you cure despair?
Let's bring that.
You just
And
cure
Phoenix
despair,
did
dude.
10-bit
You go
cheer, and
take a
some people
walk or
said Makoto
something. I
has
don't
the
know.
way to
I guess I haven't ever really. I think there's a
cure
Bloodborne thing. that does
Alright, let me
that.
see. This sucks, I can't.
Sorry, I've been ignoring you guys in chat so much. I have a really hard time seeing when I'm like this. I should get some sort of big ass
Let's just kill us
magnifying glass
before
for
the
this side of the
ballistic goes
screen.
off. Well, that's it for Morgana.
Some people don't know how to just
All
point
right.
and laugh. It
Yeah,
does
still
get
fair.
weirdly like. Here's my issue. I think that on a
Makoto succumbs.
what? Social
I just
contract
killed her and
level,
instantly killed
you
her.
should be able to
Wow.
tell people that they're stupid and
That's
horrible.
horseshit.
Like, you should be able to insulate yourself from all criticism. I feel like that's morally wrong.
Okay,
And
right in the butt.
DSP
It was
should.
sucked into Morgana's
That's
butt.
what the most I would ever do to this dude. If I really was inclined to be hostile with him, I would just grab him by the collar and tell him you're nothing special. You're not special.
Oh, cat bust
You are
goatee.
not special. I do not envy you, Phil.
Morgana said, "Come into my
I am
penis."
better than you, Phil, and don't ever
Hey,
forget it.
everyone, aim for the
And then just
speaker.
let him go. That's what I want to do.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
I want this dude to be told what he deserves to know. He should know he's an asshole.
Oh wait, shit.
Nah, I don't need a swing on this guy. You're not allowed to ban me. You can't ban me. I'm standing here. You know, that's what I want. That's the kind of power fantasy that's the extent of what I want for Phil. I don't want to swing on this dude. I don't want him. I don't even necessarily want him dying. I don't want anything bad happening to this guy. It's just like he should be told that he's a piece of shit.
I don't know what's going on. I can't get him to work properly. Man.
And
dude, it's all fucked up.
me and Yik got out of the same palace, Lynn, but instead of ninjas, it's mechs riding on dragons. Dragons are pretty cool. Dragons are hype. They got a lot of respect from us ninjas, because we do fight them occasionally. We kind of got an agreement.
What the hell? I hit it again. No, stop this. Stop.
Kind of not fight them too much, because they got shit going on themselves. Sometimes they're burning villages and shit. They're busy.
Darth Vader Viking did a 56.
Oh, you're back. How's the dog? Tell us about the dog.
I'm like,
Oh, he's good. He's Freddy. Have you seen my dog?
Float down here.
Yes, I think you had a picture with a little dog.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a little fuzzy, black and gray. He's a pug Shih
Sexy
Tzu.
technique. Oh
Yes.
Look at that.
He's very
Just
silly. He's a
seduced
funny little guy. He
enemy
looks like an
negotiation and
Ewok.
Steered the discussion.
I dig it.
He's a big goofball. He's like the silliest
I like
dog
the
ever.
sexy techniques,
He's super chill.
Thank
I
you
have
for
a
shaking my
Siberian
hand.
Husky.
I'm never
He's
gonna
cool.
wash it. What the fuck?
Oh my god,
weirdo.
amazing. There's
Please
this
wash it, especially
couple
if
that
you
has
cut your
2
dick and
big
wipe your ass
huskies that I
with
see
it.
at the dog park every weekend, and I love them. They're so beautiful.
Shout out to Viking. Viking did a
He's a
102
cool
inch
dude.
here. He says, he who shoots with his father aims with his eyes and sits with his father, but he shoots with his hand and whatever.
What the hell is that
Wipes his
supposed to
ass
mean?
with
Is
his
this
left
some sort of
hand,
limerick?
and then eats with his right. Should have washed his hands beforehand. There you go.
I don't know
He
what
who
this
does
is
not
from,
wash his
man.
hands
Maybe he
after
has some
taking
sort
a
of
number
Just
2
says shit.
will get sick.
I was talking to them about my most violent fantasy towards Phil, and that's just
Oh my
grabbing. No. See, because I was talking about like some people take it too seriously or whatever, all this, and I was saying the most I would ever do is just grab him by the collar and
There you go.
scream in his face.
I can make up my own proverbs for the stream.
Yeah,
There
I
you
agree
go.
with that.
He who shaves
That's it.
and
I
trims
don't
off
need
the
a
same
swing on
hand
this
should make
dude,
sure
but
he does
he's
not
not
look
allowed to
aftershave
ban me
on
for the
the
next
hand when he
30
goes to
seconds,
whack
and I'm
off
telling him
later.
everything he
That
needs
would
to
be a
hear.
nasty surprise. Although some guys might like it.
And he's gonna go home and cry. He's gonna cry the whole drive back because he's like, he didn't even like
So I guess I should make
like
this
swing on me. I wanted to be a victim.
Oh.
Well, he would still say like I tried to kill him.
Don't you dare try to take a screenshot for
Oh
that
yeah,
trophy.
for sure. Oh,
Atlas
100%.
says,
100%.
No.
And this guy, he had a gun in my face.
Man, I
No,
take a shit.
Kat's gun was
Ah,
pointed
damn,
at
I
me.
shat
She
my
and I
pants.
were having a
My
standoff.
favorite pants too. Now I gotta throw them out.
You guys remember that scene in Pulp
Oh, well.
Fiction? That was me and
Oh,
Kat
man, I
pointing
just-
guns at each other, and DSP was kind of
I
caught in the
just came in
crossfire.
my boxers.
Oh no.
Oh, now they're all stiff.
Oh God, Phil!
Oh, fuck, excuse me. Where did that come from?
It's kind of why these kind of stupid ass comments he has. That's why I want him to
Second
watch
pair
anime,
this
because he's
week.
gonna say
Now I
dumb
only have
shit.
one more pair of pants.
Yeah, true.
I can't even go outside my house if I shoot my pants again. What's going on with my irritable bowel syndrome? It's official. I've crapped my pants. It's
Oh my god.
Go buy me.
That's a
That's the
good.
best sound
I only
clip
have one
ever.
more pair of pants.
It's
I just crapped my pants again. It's the second pair this week. Now I only have one more pair of pants.
All right, I'm saving this on my.
My house if I shoot my pants again. What's going on with my irritable bowel syndrome?
Yeah, I need to save this one.
It's official. I've crapped my pants. It's over. To go buy more pants because I crapped in all of my pants.
Okay, now this all
Well,
shit.
it's
Get
no
this out of
pants,
here.
Buy pants. So now I'm gonna have to order pants online. But whenever you order pants online, you can't try them on. They always don't fit right. So from now on, I'm gonna have misshapen and misfit pants for the rest of my fucking life. God damn it!
That was
All right.
not as funny with the
Don't you like
extension
that
there.
random chatter? Let's
No,
go
it's
hang out
great.
with Oya
Just
then.
says it's official. I have crapped my
Let's do an Oya
pants.
link.
It's official. Makes it funny.
The high energy he has, like he's alerting the village.
Yeah.
You know, women appreciate flowers.
What?
Oh wait, is that Panda Ree?
Kid,
Sure
talking about
is.
flowers.
I need to hear Panda Ree. Where you at, Panda Ree? Grace us with your heavenly wisdom.
Let's do an Oya link.
Or you could work in the flower shop, maybe get me some flowers for once.
Ah!
Flower shop, you can get charged to work in the flower shop.
Okay.
You know, women
He's really confused by this.
She's pretending she
What are you
doesn't know what she's
talking
talking about.
You burst
She's bringing up
in,
working at the
talking about
flower shop because in this
flowers.
game you can have part-time jobs and one of them is at the flower shop.
every now and
But
then
she's making it about her how he doesn't buy her flowers and he's just like, huh?
love
What?
someone and say I love
Yeah, huh?
Did
I
you
don't
ever buy the
what?
vase
I
to
could
put them in
what?
that we've been talking about?
We have one.
Get her some flowers, Phil. I should get my wife some
If you
flowers.
buy a vase, I would buy
I promise you
you
I've gotten more than he ever
It's a
got.
vase.
Didn't you say that Phil's
That
shit in his
falls
Legend
to
of
the
Xanatubers?
vase.
That's why we no longer see them. I don't know if I said it or if I co-signed on someone else saying it. When Zambi is
What
not here,
Atlas
we can
said.
talk about man. I don't.
Take a screenshot.
That's my favorite LTG quote. My favorite LTG quote is "It's
Apparently
time for
Joseph
men."
Stalin just tipped me $2 and did a big
Okay, we gotta see it. It's probably one of it's the all-time
Yeah, I want to
greatest
see it.
LTG moment. Because part of what makes it so damn funny is the build-up beforehand. This little story that he's telling about how I was talking to this girl and she said this and I said this.
This girl told me, dead ass, she looked at me in my face and told me, I don't think you have the capability of being in love with any woman. I just kicked back a little bit and I stared at her and I was thinking like, man, this bitch is so right. Ooh, you think it's time for men? No, you fake, wannabe gay fuck. It's not time for men, dumb fuck. How about you bend over and spread your black burnt ass cheeks with your pink anus and let a nigga protrude his dick up your ass?
Jesus Christ!
And this dude right here,
Time for
LTG
men.
Rocks, is so cool because no other locale has LTG Rocks. He's this dude who would hang out in Dale's chat and not get banned and just say gay stuff the whole time. And he would trigger Dale every time. I wish
He would never get banned.
He got banned, but then he would get unbanned tomorrow or whatever.
He just keeps him around.
Yep.
That's awesome.
communist
Ooh, you think it's time for men?
army. Okay. Whatever. That is gonna hurt. Ow.
Queen's on the ground. You can't fail.
He's got a lot of good ass rants. He's pretty gifted with his artistic way of expressing his anger. I like
Well,
it.
it's always on the spot, which I always find insane. Like, how do you just think of this shit?
Yeah.
Really
Double
paints
critical
a
hits, that's
paints a mental
bullshit.
picture,
I'm just gonna use
for
Zion
better or
because I
for
don't wanna
worse.
waste any health right now. Miss.
My wife and I have a driving game, and it's something that Dale does a lot because whenever, well, he used to do a lot, is whenever someone would say something he disliked, he would twist it into a your mom joke. And he would say,
This is
well, how about I play the game? You know what? I did play a game. I was at your mom's house, right? And we were playing Monopoly, and I had to take off all my clothes and whatever. It's like super stupid. And so my wife and I have this driving game where if one of us says something just kind of randomly, we add in a, well, you know what? I did play a game, you know? And you have to make up your own Dale rant.
no.
Oh, that's amazing.
Futaba didn't call me though, so how do I
Damn.
link with Futaba?
It sounds difficult.
Here is Futaba.
It can get pretty
I don't even know
pretty
where
silly.
do I go to hang out with Futaba? Is it LeBlanc,
Stop it,
maybe?
man. No, it's not. It's official. I shit my pants. That's pretty damn
They won't let
funny.
me.
That was amazing. If nothing else, this playthrough is great for that moment alone.
Oh my god, she's right here. Never mind. She's standing right next to me.
That's why going back and
Look,
watching
they're not even
the
touching.
old stuff is where it's
Just
at,
like,
man.
They're so like the Japanese people. You know what I mean? Like like normal people. Oh, you're with a girl. You're you're having some romantic feelings. You put your arm around her. You snuggle with her a little bit on the bench.
I don't know what you're talking about,
They're
Phil.
like they gotta be all proper and prim and like yes. Oh, we're having such a good time. Oh, don't touch me.
What?
He is confused
Oh!
why it is they're not just like grabbing at
Yeah,
each other the
making
whole
out.
day.
I guess.
Oh
Uh-oh.
shit.
Oh man, they hit
Boom!
Phil.
Oh.
Okay, the guy's a piece of shit.
Humpty Dumpty.
He does look like Humpty
got
Dumpty.
cracked into
Very good, Phil.
No one's gonna be able to put him back together. Holy shit. That was awesome. That was freaking awesome, man. Boom.
It's called the Dozens. Which one is
Jesus, how long has she had him in this interrogation room? Like weeks.
the Dozens?
Seriously.
Is that what it's called? The game?
Like, come on.
Oh, I'm so confused by what you're saying.
got
Is that what it
pissed.
is?
Actually, I've been pissing down my leg.
Normal
for
people implying the
months.
Japanese. No,
Giant
they're
pool, the whole
well, they're
fucking
kind
room
of
full urine.
demons. The Japanese are demons because they tormented Phil in fighting games. So
Do you know the answer?
Secondhand
Yeah, and they
shops
make
are
hard
also known
games
as
that he's
thrift
not good at.
stores, dude.
Yeah,
The early
and they think they're full of themselves like Kojima.
Oh, who knows? Now this is bullshit. First of all,
That's why they're charging
this
so
would
much for
never
the
be a
Switch too,
question
I
in
heard.
school.
Remember that
Who
rant?
cares
Remember
what
that
the
fucking
thrift
rant? I
store is?
forgot
remember.
about that
It's
till
not
just now. You
historically
just unlocked
important,
something in my
okay?
brain.
Fuck this, I'm cheating on
They're
this
charging
one.
this much for the Switch too because
Apparently
they
it
think
was
they're
the
better
19th
than
century.
everyone
Good,
else. And in
cheating.
their schools, when they're young, they're taught
They
that they
can't-
are better than every other
that's
country.
bullshit. Now, Morgana
Which
used to always
definitely
be the one who
sounds
said, "You
completely
can't go
unlike
out."
the
Now
country
Morgana's
Phil
gone,
is
you still
from,
can't
right?
go out.
Mhm.
Fucking bullshit.
And also, what exactly is wrong with having a specific
Alright, well,
self-interest?
guess what? Watch
Something
this.
wrong
Very
with that.
strange.
You can't go,
I
you
know.
gotta sleep.
He's
What
so
the
weird
fuck?
about it.
Why are these
you hear
Japanese
yourself?
people so ridiculous? They don't
2.5
consider my
hours, I
opinion.
haven't been
Like,
able to
who
do anything in
would?
the game. It's all plot.
And also, why would
Guess
they
what?
consider your opinion?
We
They,
still
they don't
can't
consider my
leave.
opinion.
Oh,
It's just
my
so funny because
God.
it's like, I don't think
That's
he
what I mean.
understands that that's
I
how the rest
understand
of the
they wanna
world
advance the
sees. I mean,
story,
that's
but
like the
we really need
stereotype
3
about
straight
America and
hours of
Americans,
just
right? Is
story with
like
no
the
gameplay
toxic,
at all. I mean, it is kind of heavy-handed.
like,
Which one?
we're the best country in the world, you know?
Yeah,
You still have to just sleep. God damn it, really?
it's true. I talked to my Japanese friend when he
Playing now, I'm
mentioned
not
that. I
gonna lie,
texted him. I
almost
said,
3.5
"Do you
hours,
guys
I
think
haven't
you're
been
superior to
able do what I
everyone?"
want.
And his answer
So
was
sick.
rather weird. He always gives
Oh.
weird answers. His answer was like,
Oh,
"Dude,
yeah,
we lost a
we're
war to
supposed
you.
have
What do you
lunch
think?"
tonight. Oh my god,
I mean, but really, what's the answer there? Like, do you think you're better?
do I
Do you?
ever get to actually play this game? Or is
You
it
can
gonna
lose a
story for
fight
the
to a
next 10
person and still
hours?
think you're better.
Holy shit. Oh.
But
Oh,
Oh.
I had a good time with that one, Phil.
Look, I still can't do anything during the day. They wasted the whole day. Let me guess. Slept. I still can't do anything.
I don't know about all the time management you probably have to do in this game.
it's not too
Fuck.
bad. As
You
long
know
as you
what
don't like
Gundam
really,
about?
really
Probably
drop
not.
the
You
ball,
live in
it's pretty hard to
sucking
fuck it
games.
up.
Wow. What an asshole. Yoshida
There's like some things you
Max?
can do that are pretty foolproof. Like as long as you just
Huh?
do, because you do have like
Who is
a certain
Yoshida?
date by which you
Who the
have
fuck is
to
Yoshida? I don't even know who that
complete
is.
a dungeon, right? So as long as you just make sure that's done by the date, everything else is
that
kind of
supposed to be
secondary.
Mishima?
It's really the only way you can like
is it
truly
Mishima
drop the ball is just
Yoshima?
not doing that, because that's like the main
confused.
objective. Everything else you could technically do without it.
That's
Just
the
makes everything
politician,
else
but it's
harder.
already maxed.
Because the other stuff you're doing is
Now I'm
like
super
leveling up your
confused.
stats, right? So you
Why does it
study
say
to level up
max if I've already
academics,
maxed them? What am I,
or
why, is it say, why do I want to go meet
you
him?
go work your part-time jobs to get
What's
money
the
to
point
buy
in meeting
items
him
to make
if
the
I've already
dungeons
maxed
easier. But you could technically
so
do it without it.
confused.
It just makes things
you
a
can
lot
hang out with
better.
people that you maxed anyway.
I see, okay.
What?
Because I also
Oh, and
don't
then,
know
like,
about all the
no benefit
relationship
from
stuff. I'm
hanging out
not
with
really
people that
a
allows you
big
to do it
dude in like
anyway?
wanting to do every character's quest. Not really.
I was just gonna say, like, that's the
That's
other thing too. You can
confusing.
be choosy if
Jeez,
you want to.
dumbass
You don't have
dude,
to
you
do every
listening
single
at least,
social
right?
link, but I will say they are fun, and there is
Where
another
do I think of
motivation to
English?
them,
What
which
country
is
did it come from?
every
I have no
social
idea.
link. Okay, so like part of this game, part of the theme of it is
Oh, it
the
came from
the tarot,
Czechoslovakia.
like a
What a
deck of tarot
surprise.
cards,
Yeah.
and so every social link is
Whoa, look at this guy.
represented by one card
A
out of the
giant
deck.
elephant.
And then also all the personas correspond with a tarot deck card.
Mhm.
So if you
Oh,
level up,
great.
so say like Futaba's the Hermit, that's her tarot deck card. So if you level up your social link with
That was
Futaba,
fair.
any of the personas that you
How am I
have
supposed
that
to
are
respond
also
to
the Hermit
Gloomy? I
type
don't remember.
will also be leveled up
Doesn't
if
even
you
make
level up
sense.
your social
When
link
you're
with
trying
her.
to
So it
impress
does
that
help
mask,
you in
I'm
the
actually
combat
still
and in the
young. It
dungeons
doesn't
too.
even make
It's
sense.
pretty
Pretty
cool. Yeah, it's
The
pretty
answer
cool.
doesn't make any sense. I have no idea. People are saying gloomy means to be vague. It says Accio Artorias.
Oh man,
None
that's
of
a
these
name I
answers are
haven't heard in a
vague,
while.
So. That one was middle of the road. Shouldn't you be showing me respect? You're right. I never thought about it. I prefer mutual respect. None of these are vague. None of them.
That's vague. The last one, he says, I prefer it.
No, didn't get them.
He hated it.
Uh-oh.
Lame. Lame.
Lame.
Fuck this
Once
game.
again, the answers are not appropriate to
I
what
love-
they're
that's
supposed to
a
be
good
saying to
DSP
recruit the guy.
tagline. Fuck this game.
Yeah. Fuck this.
Turn around.
And I mean, he said that so
Oh,
many
great, I
fucking
didn't
times,
heal.
but it's so funny.
Its weak point is physical strikes.
Oh.
No problem.
Do you have anything
I got the wrong
helpful
one.
you
God
would say to
damn it.
DSP?
And now he has physical-
Harness all of your humanity that you could feel for DSP and tell him something that he needs to know.
Oh my
And now
god,
he's
it's so
fucking
hard because like there's a
magical.
lot of
Come
advice
on.
you could give a guy like that, but he's not
This
gonna take
sucks.
any of it.
No.
My
Seriously,
biggest thing
now
would
I
probably
can't-
be like,
Now I can't attack
because I'm a
either
big
one,
dork,
'cause they
I
each
feel like my
are
first
defending
instinct
against
is
their
like
own
give him
fucking
like
things.
financial advice, like, hey, do you want me to make you a budget? Because I'm like really into that
Flex,
stuff.
am I
Do you want me to
supposed
make make you a budget. You want me to
I
make you like a
can't use
savings
magic, and I
plan. You want to
can't
like
use
figure this
physical, so
out.
what do they
But
want
you
me to
know
do,
he would
shoot
never
him,
do
I
it because he
guess?
thinks he knows best with everything. You know?
It reflects fucking
I
bullets
don't know.
too.
It's hard to say, I guess, because I just feel like it's futile when none of it's anything he's gonna take to heart.
What
Yep.
am I supposed to do?
What about you?
It's gonna reflect back and hit me in the face.
I always want to say, Phil, you're wrong. You're wrong about your assessment about when your worst points were. Here's the thing. I like Old Phil so much. Old Phil cracks me up. Old Phil's kind of my buddy. I would have been an early subscriber to this, I feel. Modern Phil is a ghoulish,
He did it
horrible
again.
monster.
He double did it.
I
This
hate
is fucking
Modern Phil.
stupid.
And I hate when he says this stupid shit like, oh, I was so terrible in the past, but I got over it. I'm a better person. No, you're a worse person. Go back to being a drunk idiot.
Nope,
You were kind of
that's a good
innocent
point.
back there in a little bit, sort of way.
He's
Well,
stuck.
Even here,
This
he's
is
like,
really fucking stupid.
it's just different. Like, he's mad at the game. He's pissed off at Leanna, but he seems happy, like a happy person. You know what I mean?
He seems
Like just
upbeat.
overall, like his attitude's
Right.
fine. Nowadays, every single thing he does just has this own
You gotta
undertone
be
of
fucking
like
kidding! He
he's
did it
not
again!
happy. Like he's angry,
This
he's
is
pissed off,
impossible.
he's frustrated with
This
life.
fight is
Yeah.
impossible.
He's like not happy to be
what
here.
The fuck?
And I don't really enjoy that as
God.
much as I really enjoy DSP being a weirdo. I'm primarily a weirdo watcher.
I
That's what
can't
I
even
like to
use a
see.
persona.
DSP being a festering,
supposed to do?
screaming asshole
I
is
can't
kind of
physically attack
the
him.
other
I
part
can't
of the
magic
equation.
attack him.
But now he's not even
What the fuck am I
screaming and
supposed to
festering.
do?
He's just sitting there stewing all
Nothing that
day.
can do anything in this fight. This is so dumb. They
Yeah,
made
financial
an
advice would be
enemy
cool
build
for me.
that's
I guess you gotta
impossible to
convince him
beat
that
if
it's
they use
his
my
idea.
magic. And now I'm fucked.
Well, and I think it's hard because he'd probably just go to like, I have a business degree. Do
Okay.
you?
He immediately
Yeah, you got
cast
business
No, I don't.
information from years
As soon
ago,
as I
Phil.
fucking cast magic, you cast it again anyway.
Well, and what are
the
you
fuck
using any
is
of it for?
this?
You know?
Yeah.
Shall we?
How fucking stupid is this?
Why am I white?
This is just stupid.
Modern Phil is nothing
Why are
but
you
stupid. I don't know, man.
Forgetfulness.
That's my parents.
Nope. Rage, despair, brainwash, fear, confused.
Well, that's Clay Doll from
Yeah.
Pokemon. I just noticed that.
It's
Here.
so, you know, now that I think about it though, Phil going, "Why are you white?" to Anne is like so true.
Oh my
That is what it's like to
Fucking
be.
god.
That is what it's like to be
What a stupid fucking fight.
half
That
Asian
was
and half white.
incredibly fucking stupid.
I can
Yeah.
vouch for that.
There's no
Why are
reason
you
for
white?
that fight to be that tough.
I don't know.
Wow. That pissed me off. I wasted so much shit. I
Can't
wasted
tell you
so
why my
much
genes
on him.
combine this way.
Blame my parents, Eddie.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Phil's always right when it comes to status
Oh my
resistance
God.
strategy. Yeah, always shy. Yeah, I'm bad at it too. I'm very bad at making builds. But also, bro, I'm not a professional. I'm actually just playing this for fun. You're trying to beat these games.
Good.
You should get good at them.
I'll be honest though, the resistances and strengths and
Come on.
weaknesses in this game are really fucking simple.
Oh, look,
it's
Deathbound.
really not complex at all.
Oh, so okay. It's not that many
You
rock,
literally-
paper, scissors,
Oh,
rollers.
summon another
There's
guy.
in this game especially, they made it extremely like
All my
easy and
SP
kind of
is one
handholdy,
fight.
where you literally have
What happened to this
the
dungeon? All of a sudden
navigator
the dungeon
Futaba.
just,
You
like,
can
doubled in
analyze
difficulty.
any enemy,
Now wait a
and
minute.
within a turn or two,
He
she'll
doesn't even
literally
know
tell you
Deathbound.
exactly
I
what.
recruited
So like
the
here,
motherfucker.
you see that there
He
at
had
the
Deathbound
end
in
it
the
says
fight.
weak
I
and it says
recruited him, and now
null
he doesn't
beside those
have it.
symbols.
Yeah.
So any skills, I think that's light. The one that says
I mean,
weak, I'm
Switch
pretty sure
Strike
that's
is
light.
good,
So any
but still, you
skills
should
that
have
are
Deathbound.
that have
They
that
basically
symbol,
just
it's weak to
cheated
that.
me.
So you should use that.
Yeah, it's
any
okay, you
symbols
get
that have the
Otacon
skull,
fills
it's
you
gonna
in.
nullify them out. It's very simple. It's like very
Oh,
easy.
so
All
he's
right, never mind. I take it
standing
back. This guy's an idiot.
He fucking
Great.
sucks. It's really easy in this game anyway.
Oh,
I'm the same way as
life
you. I'm really bad at like build. Like, well, I'm not saying you are, but I'm really
I'm
bad
bad
at
at
like
builds.
builds and stuff like that. Like, I don't fucking know. I just kind of vibe and figure it out, and it works out somehow. Maybe I make things difficult for myself, but in this game, very easy.
What the fuck?
The best build I ever did in a game
Miss.
was a Neo and
Get
Neo
the
2.
fuck outta
And that is the
here.
ninja build is the best build. So
Nothing
that
there.
worked out.
Nothing there.
That was a good synchronization. Yeah,
There, he's got
hey, the
no
one who waits
HP,
brings up a good
worthless.
point. One of the other things that I would like to ask someone about their thoughts on Phil were his
Hey, where's
neighbors at his
Birthday?
old condo. Because this dude was
We got
screaming
the
himself
balls.
hoarse until
Bullshit.
2 in the morning.
yeah,
And-
that'd be interesting.
Like, were they terrified of him? Did they think he was some sort of serial killer who was screaming at himself?
Bullshit.
Or did they think he was like a recluse?
Can't use
Yeah,
this guy
Boo
over here.
Radley.
that.
I'm trying, but I don't know how.
Well, okay, how about the neighbors now at the condo who he says
Yeah,
like,
how about you
remember
jump
he
on
said
that
that he
guy
went
in the
for a
left-hand
walk
corner?
like
Doesn't
last
there's a
month
way to
or
do
something.
it.
He was like,
Yeah.
oh, I went for a walk in this shirt,
See?
and they were like, cool shirt,
I don't
man.
know.
Like, did that
I don't
really
have
happen?
any
Did
intel
it
who
happen
the
as
director
reported?
is.
I'm like, what were they thinking?
Three
Were they
guys, I have
mocking
no
him?
fucking intel.
Were they just being nice?
I have no
Did
intel
they
on
really
the
say
guy. I
that?
don't know what
You
it
know?
is. Which one it is.
Maybe.
I'd be so curious.
I can't get any intel for whatever reason.
Yeah, because
I
DSP
don't
is
know
such a
what to do.
horrible liar. I want to believe him
None of
sometimes,
these
but I
guys
know
tell
it's
me
all
anything
bullshit
in this
all the
room.
time.
I
Ah.
don't know what to do. 'Cause
I mean,
that-
yeah, and
that
the
guy
one who waits,
gets
yeah,
intel
he
on
was bringing up that on
protection.
XCOM, he
I
named
don't
the
know what
characters
to
after
do.
presidents and was screaming at the
Oh,
top
wait,
of his
can I do
lungs
this?
at 2 in the morning. Oh no,
hold
Obama's
on.
been shot.
Oh my god, that's
think
so
I-
funny.
Bro, that would terrify me if I woke up to
No
something.
intel in
Oh,
this
whoa,
fucking
who just
room.
got shot?
There's
Yeah.
no intel in this whole room. That's bullshit.
Well, the
Who
other thing too,
resurrected
like,
dead
What
aunt?
else
Yeah,
to
there you go.
interrogate?
he's a bad liar,
going
but he
back and
also
there's no
just
intel
like
over
has a
here.
skewed reality. Maybe he
Right?
really does
No,
believe
look.
his neighbor thought he had a really, really
I've already
cool shirt
interrogated those
and
people,
said
unless,
as much.
Unless I gotta reinterrogate
Yeah.
the
But
same
maybe it was
people,
different,
maybe.
you
I
know?
don't know.
It could very well be. And it's something I want to do. There are a lot of times where DSP has these moments where I kind of want to say, okay, I believe that because that's a good story or whatever. Why not? Then there's all this,
I'm tired of the section
bullshit that comes
about
attached
when
to
he
him.
was young. He clings to past glory.
and it's very clear he tells stories
Okay.
that with the objective to
But
make
that's the
you like
section
him,
chief, not the
as opposed
director.
to entertain you.
This sucks. The intel's not correct. This is pretty,
But I do think DSP's
annoying,
perspective
quite
on reality
honestly.
is very,
Yeah, look, they're all
very
fucking green
detached.
now. They're all
Because I
green
think
guys.
that one of the best
So many.
examples of that is when he did the
Of course he knows Death
commentary
Pound,
for
even though
Street
he doesn't
Fighter.
actually know Death
He was
Pound.
had that one dude he was
It's
doing
so
commentary
fucking
with,
stupid.
and DSP kept screaming
actually
over
know
him,
the
and eventually the dude
scope
said, "Hey man, you
of
can't be
combat.
screaming over me the whole time."
Yeah, true. Good
And
point. I guess
DSP
he's just-
related, yeah,
He's like
Why the fuck
hardwired
does
to
he get
be
to
that
go
way 'cause
again?
it's a long time ago now.
yes.
Why did he get 2 turns so
And
quickly?
DSP later retelling the
Yeah,
story
remember
was
in
saying
Xavier
that this
says,
dude was
personas you
screaming
fight
at the
often get
top of his
high-level
lungs
skills
at
that
him.
personas you own learn later on, they sometimes have
So he
different
remembers
as
things
well.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Because
No,
if he has that
100%. Or,
ability,
okay, one of
I
the
beat him and I
craziest
recruited
examples
him,
of this
he
I
still had
saw-
that ability. That's
I
just
think
a
I saw it through
really
ALT. I think he was
pathetic
streaming it, but I
cop-out.
can't remember if it was old
If
or
I
recent.
master and I
It was
beat
about,
that persona in a fight,
I just
and I
seen at
recruit it, I
E3.
should immediately get that ability
He told this
too.
whole story
That is just fucking stupid.
about
That's
how
bad
I
game design, in
Justine
my
was with
opinion.
these game devs. I don't remember what
Ah,
game
I
it
used
was
to get
now,
regular situations
but they
when
were
I was
talking
young
about their
myself.
game that was coming out, and he told this whole story
What is your
in
rank?
which the reporter or the game people that were with Justine
This is him.
forgot that they were working for whatever company,
Wait
so
a
they
minute,
forgot
no,
to
no,
kiss
no,
the
no.
game's ass, and then suddenly
Isn't
one
the
of them had this
section
moment of
chief
realization, and they were like,
was
"Oh
the
shit!"
one
And then they
who
like
talked about the
visibly got
past?
uncomfortable, and then like had to pretend to
I
like
think
their
it's in the
game because they
section
worked for the
chief.
company. Blah 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 blah. So
And then I gotta
ALT
find the guy
pulls
who
up the clip from that
laughs.
interview, and literally
Ah-ha-ha.
none of that happened.
Alright,
Like
this
it just
isn't-
straight up didn't happen. Like they literally just talked about the game,
snuck
and they were
in.
like, "Yeah, it's a really cool game," and then they moved on. That's literally it's fucking
Well,
like he just
they're
made up a
forcing me to
whole
fight.
story,
I
and
didn't
it's
wanna
crazy
fight.
to make up a
Okay,
whole
they
story
forced
about a
me.
thing that's so easily fact checked.
Yes.
Like all he had
Right,
to do was
attack
pull up
down.
the thing from E3 and watch it. It was so easy for him to find. It's literally E3. Like it's so easy
Dude,
to
we can't
find
even
this
kill it.
footage.
Forget it.
It was so
Forget
crazy.
it.
Same thing with the whole slap the girl on VR chat. Bro, it's on your channel.
Because I didn't want number one. I didn't want to fight. He doesn't even have enough SP to win the fight.
How's it going,
Fuck
Fourth
that.
Rider? He either resembles
Bullshit.
and remembers himself as a
Fucking
hero or a
stupid.
helpless victim.
Forcing
Sometimes
me
we
to
can
fight
get
when
both.
previously I never had
But,
to
Yeah,
fight
true.
before. Now they force me into
Yeah, I
a
like his
fight
story about
that
how
I'm
he
ready
would tell
for.
people to get up off the
Yeah.
arcade cabinet or there's
No
going to be a
way.
fight. Well, bro, you
That's
never.
bullshit.
Come on.
Also, even if that
Not
is
fucking
true,
doing
think
it.
about how
Sorry.
fucking stupid that is. You're threatening people
Sorry,
to get off the
Atlas, not
arcade
doing
machine,
it.
like, bro.
I'm not falling for
Who
your
are you?
bullshit.
Depending on how
Well,
greasy he
you're
was at the
bullshit.
time, I might let him go too. I'm like, bro, I don't know. This
It's
guy
also
might be
complete
homeless.
bullshit that he-
Yeah, there's this
that he
fucking
gets the
homeless
first
schizo
attack
guy yelling at
and
me
it's
at
He's
the
gonna
arcade.
start
I'm just gonna
biting
leave.
this shit.
Yeah, literally.
By the way, look at this bullshit. So I reload now. All the enemies are back.
What
the
if
fuck is
DSP has
this?
some sort of
Why
minute,
are all the
acute
enemies
schizoaffective disorder where he simply doesn't
This
live
is
in
stupid.
reality?
All the enemies are back. Every fucking enemy. Oh my god.
I'm gonna suggest a new coin. Oh,
frustrated.
Thank you so much, Isaac. I really
Getting
appreciate it. Sorry that
frustrated
you're
at this
toxified, though.
arcade game design. Or I reload a
This
stage,
next
all
horrible
the fucking
statement is on
enemies
you,
respawn.
or
It's
is
fucking
on behalf of you.
stupid.
This is you sponsored this.
Why the fuck would all
What
the
if
enemies respawn if I
DSP's
load
just
the same?
schizo? What if he's just crazy?
Makes
Well,
no sense.
I don't know. I wouldn't say he's schizo, but
What the fuck? Okay, yes.
what
I'm
if just
walking
being
into
such
an
a
enemy as soon
shut-in
as I
just
go
like
into the
fucks
room.
up his sense of reality so much that
definitely.
effectively the result's the same? Because I mean, the only person he talks to are the dents. Like, he talks to fucking Derek and Slayer and Jade all day.
Okay.
And then he gets offline and he
God.
talks to
I'm just
Kat,
not- I'm
who's
just
like
gonna end the day 'cause I have
effectively
no SP.
another dent.
I'm just gonna have to end the day. And
Like,
come
there's
back
really
another
nobody he
day.
talks
I can't
to.
beat this now.
And when he's not talking to them, he's just sitting in his stinky office.
Because they all fucking respawned. Stupid.
That's gotta fuck with your brain and your
Stupid,
perception of
stupid,
reality.
Stupid.
Yeah, because
That is
think
very
about it almost from
pointless.
like a
I
scientific
would have liked to
study
complete this part of the
perspective.
dungeon in
You
one-
put
one go,
a
apparently I
participant
can't.
in a cell,
SP demanding.
remove all contact
yeah,
aside from
skip
this
this.
fat
Why can't I
lady who
skip
maybe
this?
occasionally barks
They're
at
not
him.
letting me skip the animation.
And then
Look.
he has these
I can't
words
skip
come
it for
on
some
screen
reason.
talking shit about him 24/7. Yeah, you would drive him to
get it.
madness.
Yeah, dude, it's like MK
I got
Ultra.
Lulem instead.
Yeah, basically.
Well, guess what? I'm not accepting
Submitted
And
that.
it's
for
not
your
healthy
approval.
for
No
anyone.
way.
That's what happens
It's a
to all
piece of
these
shit
online
Lulem.
people. Like, they're
Well,
so chronically online that they have
guess
no
what?
sense of reality
Fuck
or
you.
self anymore. It's
No.
the same with Amber Lynn.
Fuck
Really,
that
like,
shit.
Keeps
her
rage
mom
quitting.
is probably the
Shit.
only thing anchoring her to
I'm
reality.
not fucking getting that.
Because other than that, she just talks to girls
I don't
on
like the
TikTok
map.
and
I wish I
Instagram
could
all
see
day.
the whole map.
Where does her ego come
Oh, there
from?
it is.
You can kind of understand where DSP
I'm
is
an
and
idiot.
LTG's ego. Why does she think she's so
I'm a
great?
complete idiot.
She's just a straight
I
up
can see the whole map. Oh,
narcissist.
there's the button to do
Like,
that.
it's just wired in her brain. She's just straight up a narcissist.
Well, how does she justify it? I'm sure all narcissists justify themselves, right?
Well, that's the thing, though. If you ask her about that, she pretends that she hates herself, but her behaviors and actions show
Oh my
otherwise.
god, what the
I
fuck?
see. Okay.
Right? Like, she's
Wow.
never wrong, but if she was, it's because, oh, I'm sorry I had a bad childhood. Like, you know, that kind of thing.
I see.
Or, oh no,
Here
I
we go
don't
again.
I don't
Look.
take all these TikToks
We're
all
fucked.
day because I think I'm really hot. It's
We're
because
completely
I'm
fucked.
actually really insecure
We
and I
can't hit
think I'm
them with
really
anything.
ugly.
We can't hit them with any of their weakness.
You know, like that, like she uses kind of a mental
I see.
gymnastics to twist her around, you know?
She self-deprecates as a
Alright, what are they?
defense.
They are
Okay.
gloomy.
To make it seem like she's
How
not
about
a
this? If you don't
narcissist,
shoot me,
really.
then I'll kiss
What a
you. Not a
loser.
bad idea.
Yeah.
Big up, C-Dog.
Vague. None of these are vague. Oh, I hate this. I seriously hate the system.
Uh-oh. Oh
None
my
of
god, he
these are
really hates the
vague.
negotiations.
So there's
It
no
just keeps
good
coming
answer
back.
here. It worked. I don't want to kiss. It worked.
She hated it.
Here, I got her.
Oh, she liked it. Oh, you got her.
What?
Oh,
What?
oh no!
Why did I get
oh
it?
yeah, if you fuck in
What?
the negotiation, one of the outcomes
Why
is
the
they
hell
can just
didn't I
keep
get the
fighting you instead of
persona?
the fight ending and them going away.
That made no sense at all. I said two of the correct answers and it didn't work.
I think it must not have been correct though.
Does anyone understand what
You're a
just
pants
happened?
pisser. Never.
I had two correct answers and didn't get it. Hey, dumbass.
Why don't you try?
Not all civil servants work in government offices. Which of these occupations is a civil one?
Oh my god.
Shamans.
How the hell am I supposed
Always
to
go
do this?
shamans. I have my eyes on shamans
I
at all
know how.
times.
I'm gonna say
Called
divers.
cheating.
Oh yeah, also there's literally this
fisherman,
feature which is
of course.
online and you can see how other
Oh,
players
Sukasa.
answered. So you can pretty much just get the answer if you want to do that.
nipples up in a tissy.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Sorry, I have to use the
Whoa.
bathroom.
These are children, right?
She has to go
yeah,
take a
they are
shit.
definitely in high school.
Philo, come on now.
Oh no! Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Takedown request by Atlas. Yeah, so I don't know if you know the situation with the playthroughs of Persona Online, but Atlas had said for a certain period of time after the game
What is
first came
going
out,
on,
you can
everyone?
only
DSP
stream
here,
or
and I certainly didn't
put
want
up
to be making
videos
this
up to
video
a certain
tonight. It's
date
already
in the
past
game.
10:30
Like
p.m.
he
my
must have gone
local
past
time.
that or something.
But I feel I have to make this video because
I feel like that's kind of within their
shitty
rights.
stuff
I feel like
going
that's
on right now.
honestly that's a pretty good system because I
Like,
think
DSP
copyright's a bunch
gaming,
of
it's a horrible
bullshit. But if you just say,
situation
guys,
for
can you
Mr.
not do it
Atlas.
here? All right.
Well, it
I
was
can
to
just-
avoid
Persona
it's to
5.
avoid
Today,
spoilers.
our
'cause,
Right,
I mean,
and
the
that's-
story's
copyright
long as
strike
fuck. Persona
against
5 is
DSP
like
gaming, not a
I don't know about
claim,
Persona 5, just the base game,
like,
but
for
Persona
example,
5
content
Royal,
ID
it can be
claim
like,
that
I think
take
I
ad
took
revenue
like
without blocking the
130
video and moving
hours.
it.
Like, it's a
An
huge
actual
game.
copyright
So
strike
if I came across
against
spoilers like a
DSP
month
gaming
after the
in
game came
regards to
out,
a
I'd be pissed
takedown
too.
notice
Yeah.
for 2 videos.
And
in
it's
my
only for
over
a certain amount. It's for a
300
very
part
reasonable amount of
playthrough
time.
Of Persona 5.
It's for like a month or two.
You
It's not for that
absolutely
long.
must know the videos in question.
DSP
parts
is such a
307
spoiled
and
brat, man.
325. The 2
Yeah, he's so
videos in question,
entitled.
parts 307 and 325, are me fusing personas in the Velvet Room.
He knew about it too because 90% of the
Yeah,
video has
that's
been him
it. It's
talking
me
about it. Yeah.
fusing personas.
All the that shit.
There's nothing else in the video.
Yep, exactly.
It's
Couldn't
10-minute
beat the
videos
first boss of
of
Death
that.
Stranding. Nope,
Literally,
don't tell me anything about.
no logical
Guys,
sense.
can I
Even
ask for a
legally, it doesn't
request?
make
Can we
sense.
not talk
They
about Death
pulled
Stranding
up
2?
What they allow.
I'm gonna play that game
You're
at some
gonna
point.
play
I don't want any
Their
spoilers.
word and gave me a copyright
hell
strike.
yeah.
Something doesn't jive here, okay? And in the meantime, unfortunately, what I had to do was I had to make the entire Persona 5 playthrough private. So I'm sorry, everyone.
Use
If you
Persona
weren't
from
caught
the
up on
late
Persona
game
5,
since
if you
most
need
of
to
his
start
McLean
watching it,
videos
it's
revolve
gone.
around
There's
videos.
nothing I can do
Oh,
about it.
interesting.
Until this is resolved, there's no
So it's a
way
spoiler on-
that I could have my Persona
on cool
5 playthrough
personas
live,
at
'cause
the
then
end of the game.
They could strike more videos, and they could give me more copyright strikes and shut
Yeah,
me
something
down,
cool you
which
do in
would be the end
Persona
of
games is you
everything,
collect all your
okay?
personas
As
and
of
then
right
you can
now,
mash
I'm
them together to
announcing
make
this. I
other
already
ones.
said it on Twitter. The Persona 5
Very
playthrough is
cool.
over
Yeah, it's
at
super
this
cool.
point. It seems like Atlas is never.
How
going
many
to
different
be
combinations
banned
are there? Are there more than you would think?
November
Like a
19th,
billion. Yeah, it's like, it's so
deadline
cool, dude. It's like,
at least
like
they
endless
haven't, and
possibilities.
it's now been what?
Well, that's
really
25
cool.
months since the game released, so who knows?
Super
I guess
fun.
I could play. I kind of want to play with
By
mods.
the way, I'm not going to play any more games from
do
Atlas
that.
ever again. I just have to.
You
instead
stick
of
them
my
in a, in
guns now,
Persona
and that
5,
sucks
you
to
stick
think.
them in a
Persona
guillotine or an
4,
electric chair
3,
to use them
5,
together. It's really cool.
Persona 4 Arena, Catherine, and other
What about
games
her?
they've published too. I've played other Atlas published games over the years, but it sucks. I've done really good playthroughs of Atlas games before.
don't
But
know
if
what
they're
I'm doing
just
tomorrow.
willy-nilly
You're doing
doing
your-
shit
you're
like
doing
this
your,
and think that it's not a big deal and just give
A
copyright
charity
strikes
thing.
to
charity
people,
event, which is
I
high
can't risk
well.
it. I just can't
I was
do
thinking
it.
of maybe
So,
streaming
sadly,
tomorrow.
Atlas is off the table.
I may have to cover some
okay?
LCG shit.
I
I'm still
don't want this to
backlogged
go
on that
away.
crap.
Yeah, you
because of
should.
Bullshit from Atlas telling
I'll
us
start
that
off
they
with-
I didn't know you were
do
such an
one
LTG
thing,
guy.
And then
Yeah.
going back on their word.
I do
and
feel a
full
weird sense of
copyright
pride
strike.
being the
And
dude
then,
who knows
who
about
knows
LTG
what's gonna
stuff
happen,
amongst
all
the
right?
detractors.
And some of you might say, well, how can we help?
There's plenty of other dudes who do it, but I'm always the
Watch
first
your
one.
stuff
That's not true.
right now
That's-
while you
that's
can.
not correct.
Yeah, it sounds like you know
Sharing,
the most for
subbing,
sure.
tipping, my Patreon, Teespring.
I remember a lot of, and it's a
Right
bummer
now, I
because
have no
LTG's
idea
harder to
if I'm about
follow
to
because
lose
he
half
does
the
a
money
lot
I'm
of
making
copyright
yet
claiming.
again,
I would say
and this is
roughly
something completely out of my control,
60%
and I've
or
done
80% of his shit is
nothing wrong.
gone.
This is insanity.
He has
If I
deleted
were
so much
rich,
content
I would
off the
take
internet about
record
him.
100%
And
Holy
it's,
shit.
it just speaks to how much
If I were
content has
rich
been made
and
that
it was
20%
really
still
Atlas would
remains.
put these copyright
Yeah,
strikes
for
against
real.
me,
Holy
they
crap.
upheld them,
And,
I would go straight to court. And that would end all this.
And,
bullshit.
so I have a lot of
Once and for
memories
all,
of
Go to
things,
court, and it would be
but
hashed out.
not the
We'd
hard
have
data
definitive
for it. But my memory's
guidelines
pretty
that
good with
can and
LCG because
can't
it's very
do what
funny.
and what the process really is. The problem is I'm not rich.
But one of them, he
and,
was
I'm struggling here.
just the way he talks about aliens and shit is
I
so
did
funny.
nothing wrong. I literally did what I
I remember
was
one
told
time
by Atlas
he was
to the
discussing
letter
if he
and
should make a
still
sports
getting
stream
copyright
called
strike.
Black Sperm.
Oh, dude.
All right, everyone. Thank
Like,
you.
that's funny as hell.
Fucking A.
Who's buying that?
Yeah, like, are you even allowed to sell
Our
that?
game has ended.
Oh shit, it's this
Ruin
dude.
shall be coming momentarily.
Oh no,
Enjoy
DSP
spending
didn't get
rest
the
of
full
your
ending.
life in there. Repent
Wait, so he did drop this game.
Bad ending.
Dude, that's a bummer. He didn't even finish it? What a loser.
Only DSP got a strike from Atlas while everyone else is fine.
325 parts. Holy shit.
I think there were more. I think he must have gone back and finished it later because I remember seeing like
Either
500
they screwed
parts.
up and they're gonna fix it because I did dispute the copyright strike
Must
and
be.
the video claims, or it's someone impersonating them, and once again YouTube was fooled because YouTube's system is
So what are the endings?
or they're being malicious
I mean, the
towards
bad
me.
endings are just kind of
In which
lame,
case,
right? Like
fuck
that
them.
one, you just get stuck in the
I mean,
velvet
the
room
hell with that. You
forever.
think I will
That kind of thing.
ever play anything regarding Atlas, ever promote anything
What was the
regarding Atlas
ultra good
ever?
ending?
I mean, let's face it, this
Um,
year, in my Game of the Year awards,
For
Persona 5 was a shoe-in.
base game, I'm pretty sure
Persona
it's
5 was
just
a
that the
shoo-in
Phantom
for my Game of the
Thieves
Year awards. I love the game.
get their good
But guess
reputation
what?
back and everybody's
Won't get
happy.
any fucking promotion.
I can't
from
really
me
remember
anymore.
because like what always
You
stands
know,
out to me is the
especially
royal
if this
ending,
case,
right?
if they're targeting
What's the royal
whatever,
ending?
Fuck them. I'm done. Let them fucking
The royal
burn.
ending is
You know, you guys, I guess.
okay.
can,
So
enjoy their
the
games, and I
royal
just
like
act like they
storyline
don't
revolves
exist.
more on this.
I already
the school
counter-notified
counselor,
it. So
who's
if they
named
actually
Maruki.
want to move ahead with it, they have to sue me.
And he's
Which would be
basically what you learn about him
hilarious.
is
I
he's
hope
this
they
guy
do.
who like
Oh my
very
God, I hope they
traumatically
try to
lost
sue
his
me.
wife and fucked up his whole
Please.
life and he spiraled and he
Atlas,
fucking
let me
spiraled
embarrass you.
and he did all this
Please.
research on like the metaverse, which is where the Phantom
huge
Thieves go to go in these palaces.
that a
So
game
he's also
publisher is going
able
to
to
try
go in the
sue a
metaverse, but he goes
YouTuber
in there and
for
tries
putting
to
up videos
manipulate
that
the
they
whole world
already publicly said it was
to
okay to put up there on
just
the
be a world where everybody gets what they want all the time
So
and everybody's
please
happy
let
all the
them
time because
try.
they always get what they
Please
want
let
and
them
nothing
try.
bad ever
All
happens.
will bring me
But then there's
is
kind of like a
lots
dark
mainstream
side to that, which is
attention,
nobody
and it will
ever
make them look like a
grows
bunch
or
of
learns
fucking
anything or
fools.
has
So,
any
let 'em
challenges,
sue
which are
me
what
if they
give
want
people
to.
character. there.
Please do.
So in the end of the game, you end
He
up having to
DSPifies the entire universe.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn! This man must be stopped.
And by the
Yeah,
way,
right. So then you got to
as
go
I
in
said,
and
please don't
yeah,
ever
you know,
ask me to play a
got
Persona
to go in
game
and
again.
defeat him and stuff.
Don't
But then
ever
the
ask me to
ending
play
that I really
anything
like
published under Atlas
is
ever again. I'm
like
not
you
gonna
kill
risk
him,
it,
right? You
and I'm
kill
not
him and you
gonna
go,
waste my
oh, how
fucking
sad.
time
He he
with
was
a game
well
publisher that
intentioned. He wanted him,
doesn't
he wanted to make the
understand
world better
culture
because he
of
had
the
this great
consumers who
loss
buy
in his
their
life.
fucking games
All this
and
stuff.
tries to hurt them.
But
go
you have to
hell,
kill him,
Atlas,
and
if
it's
this
really
was
sad.
really you.
Because
Get
he
the
meant
fuck
well.
out. I don't want anything
But
to
then,
do with you anymore.
when you're
I'm
back in the
done.
real world and the game is ending and you're wrapping up and reflecting on everything that just happened to you and how sad it is that Maruki died, you go to get in a cab, and guess who the cab driver is?
Oh,
It's
very cool.
Maruki. And then he gives this little thing about how no matter what you do and what happens to you in life, it's never too late to start over. And it's like so beautiful. It's just like so nice. It's so well done. It's like amazing. It's like the nicest thing ever.
Let's see it. Let's check it out.
You'll want true ending.
Okay.
The second one, yeah.
Hey, I actually have a present for you too.
Morgana's here.
Even when I was human, I kept holding on to this for some reason.
Do I want to see all this part?
Even if you're not here, I'll make sure I do my best.
All right, hacker girl's on the scene.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah, no problem, lady.
Hey, you got everything? I
So
took
this
you
guy's
in.
kind of like your
I thought I was
surrogate
the one
dad throughout the
helping
game.
you.
Yeah, I remember this dude.
Turns out it was the other way around.
Yeah, he's cool as
Take
hell.
care. Don't be so cheeky. Oh, and sorry. I wanted to have Futaba see you off too. I haven't been able to find her since this morning though.
Yeah, she's cyber gaming.
Same with that cat. If you end up back in the city, come on by. I'll at least treat you to a nice cup of coffee. Wait, that means I can't go closing this door, huh? What are you doing? Hurry up and go. Yeah.
He loved it.
He hated that.
I hope Atlas doesn't flag me. I did nothing wrong.
Nah, you're good. They don't care now. The game's been out so long.
Don't ban me.
Nah,
Nah, I gotta be an obnoxious idiot.
Yo, you over there!
Hey, look this way!
Huh?
Oh, I played with the Japanese voices, and these English voices
After we
are so,
said we
like,
disband.
We are all on
easy.
break after
Yeah, they're a little
Hey,
jarring.
you over
No more
there.
entrance exams. I can drive you to the station. You really gotta go?
All the women sound like the same lady.
I know.
They sound very, and all the dudes sound like the same dude.
Shit.
They're pretty cheesy.
They've even followed us
The Japanese
here?
voices are really good.
Oh shit, it's G-Men.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the men in
Need a
black are
hand?
chasing him down because he knows too much.
They've met Roger the Alien.
Dr. Maruki?
Oh shit, I thought you were mega dead. Dude, we
Oh my
chopped
God,
your
I
head
literally
off.
just killed you, yeah. I dropped you off a big cliff, what the?
Should we?
I'm pretty sure we watched your body burn to a cinder.
It's okay, dude, it was in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
everything's cool here. Alright, let's
Shall we
wreck
then?
this beast. Then he gives a powerful mega speech. This Joker
It's
man,
pretty short.
you gotta quit with
Yeah.
the joking shit.
You play too much.
You're like a
There's
summer
no
ant back
charge.
there, Joker.
If you find yourself struggling in life, you can start over, like me. Remember that. So yeah, if that ends up saving you, then we're square.
It's not the same in English, man.
No, it's not. I usually watch in Japanese because I feel like you're supposed to experience it that way.
Good luck.
Yeah, these voices just aren't great.
Except for Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the best English dub of all time. And Mobile Suit Gundam. Oh god! Relax.
Damn, man. Those dudes just wouldn't give up.
Wish it went smoother, but I guess this is it.
Did you have to kill a couple?
Be sure to eat well.
Oh, you kill a lot of people in this game.
right? If you
Yeah,
don't
this
come
is not
back,
powerful
we'll
in
find you
English at
there.
all. You gotta also you gotta keep in
Alright,
mind this is on
it's
the
time.
heels of like a really
Yeah.
epic fight where it's
gotta
very
go already?
emotional. A lot of
We
cool
don't
shit
make the train
happens. A lot of
schedule.
crazy
sure.
shit happens. You gotta make a big
See you
decision about to
later,
kill him or not. And
I'll text you.
this is kind of
Come on, sit down.
you'll appreciate it when you play it.
Alright. Oh man, pull these jokers over. No wait, that joker got away.
Yeah, those are the real jokers.
And then he's got to fly back to San Andreas, right? Mom died. Huh? What? Oh. Huh? What?
You taught me to keep
What
my head
the?
up, didn't you?
No.
Oh, the hell are you?
Told you I was coming with you. Ooh.
Big bow. Huge moment.
Take care.
She hated it! That's a pretty cool ending.
It makes more sense if you played the 120 hours of epic gameplay right before this.
I'll get you on that. I'm trying to think what a really badass ending for me was. Well, all the Metal Gear Solid games had fantastic endings. It's kind of a rogue one that had a good ending. We got a credit sequence and everything. That's awesome. Is there any after credit scene? Do we go back to the village? Oh yeah, something happened here. Hello?
Oh.
Come on now, baby.
Oh,
come on now, Phil. What are you doing in this game? They should have added him as a downloadable character. Bonus dungeon.
Oh yeah, this is fucking.
Oh. Huh?
It's a catchy. What the?
Oh shit, man. I don't know who that is, but it seemed really important.
Fucking crazy. Akechi's like the Maruki of the main story of Persona 5. He's like the big bad guy you have to defeat and make a difficult choice about because he's your friend, but he also is a massive piece of shit. But then you also learn that he had like a really fucked up dad and like, oh, I don't know. It's like a whole thing. It's all coming back to me.
I've got an anime to recommend to you. Another one of the good ones, not one of the
Okay.
schlock. You should watch. I think it's called Disappeared, or maybe it's Vanished. It's Let me double check. Oh my god, why is this so fucking hard? Erased. Okay, it's called Erased, and it's a fantastic story. I'll tell you a little bit about the setup for it. There's this dude, and he kind of has this weird superpower, but it's not really that useful. Like, he can rewind time for 3 seconds and have kind of like a deja vu. But it's not important, because what happens is he experiences something in his modern day life upon being reminded of a death or a murder that happened when he was a small child. When he was a small child, one of his classmates was murdered. Well, something happens. I'm not going to go into that. But he gets warped back in time. Like, his power kicks into overdrive. And he goes all the way back in time to that day as a kid. Or as during that month as a kid. And he kind of takes it as responsibility to solve the murder. And it's very good. I think you would appreciate it if you're into emotional stories. Because that's a very powerful. Erased was a good story.
Damn, okay. I wrote that down.
Yes, and JoJo. JoJo's good.
Sounds like you just recommend that in general.
And Mulsu Gundam. Those are my two main ones. Mulsu Gundam and JoJo.
Hell yeah.
But hey, I guess we're done.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you so much for having me. I'm sorry it took so long to get here, but it was
No,
worth
it's
it.
cool.
It was a lot of fun.
But give us another segment about your stream tomorrow.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm doing my charity stream tomorrow. It's for Extra Life, which supports children's hospitals. So for me, I'm supporting the children's hospital local to me, which happens to be a really big major one that services my whole province. So big ups to the Stollery Children's Hospital. I'm going to be playing a whole bunch of fun games. I'm going to be playing like the motion game WarioWare, which is really fun and hype. WarioWare Move It. I'm going to play I'm going to boot off with some Trombone Champ, which is like fucking stupid, but it felt like the right vibe. Mario Kart World Open Lobby. If anyone wants to play, you can join that. And my friend Raj is coming over to help near the end, so he's going to be here for like, okay, listen, you got to see Raj do karaoke. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen, and I've had the privilege of seeing him do karaoke lots of times in my life, and it's very fun. We're going to do that, and then if I hit the goal, we're going to do the spicy Bean Boozled edition Bean Boozled, where they're like really, really spicy, but we're going to do it as like a gaming competition. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be hype. Yeah, and I'm giving away a whole bunch of games too. I'm giving away like 5 of my favorite games. So
you guys better get over there.
Yeah, you don't have to donate to get in. You can just show up. So definitely come enter the giveaways. It's gonna be fun.
That's awesome. That's a good cause. That's cool of you.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. So if people are interested in that, I don't really know. But thank you again for coming on. This was a lot of fun. It's been
thank you.
It's been some. It just felt like this week took forever. It was a very slow week.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But thank you again, and thank you everyone. Have a fantastic night. And we learned that DSP officially shit himself.
That's right. That's a takeaway.